mic was already muted. Okay, I was saying this is gonna be fun. Okay, so I'm gonna mute my mic because I want to get my mic into camera so it looks nice and pretty. Okay, hopefully that looks good. um, Gosh, I feel like it's gonna fall, but we'll see. I guess we'll see. I'm actually watching this on the PS5 too. Also, is my face cam too bright? I'm gonna. Maybe that's better. I don't know. You guys tell me. Let me load up YouTube real quick. I'm gonna share out my stream a little bit. Ooh, 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Okay. Also, I'm gonna make sure the quality is high. I'm also doing it through my PS5 because I think the bandwidth is gonna be a lot easier on the, not bandwidth, but I don't know, GPU, CPU, whatever you call it, for streaming. I guess you can't select the quality. Oh well. Oopsie. Okay, so share, copy link, let's go. Twitter, I guess? Sure. I keep forgetting. I moved Twitter on my phone just so I don't go on it as often. Like, it was on my homepage on my phone, and I just was like, okay, I've had enough of this. I hate seeing Twitter notifications every time I turn on my phone. So I moved the app like 2 pages over, so now I gotta scroll to it if I ever want to see it. So that's good. It's been working out nicely. L-I-V-E, exciting mark. Paste and COD NEXT. There we go. Whew. Let's go to Discord too, because why not? 60 seconds, and it's not a countdown timer. Oh well. I wonder if they'll actually do like one of those YouTube countdowns, you know? I mean, they're shitty, but they're kind of hype. I like seeing the actual number go down, not just a stagnant 60 seconds on the bottom left, you know? Alright, so Discord. Paste, send. Paste, send. Paste and the send. And paste and send. There we go. All right, that should be good. I'm gonna also go to Snapchat so I can text my friends, my IRL buddies. Oh gosh, what is Timmy? Oh wait. Obvious guys are gonna say that. I think Nick's getting trolled. Timmy Panda, Nick, he's getting trolled by a shoe on head. No way. I don't know. I'll have to look at it later. Let me just save this in chat so I can actually do that. Oh, oops. Paste. Paste to this guy too, my buddy Lundy. He's my podcast pal. And that should be good. Has it not been 60 seconds? Like, where is this COD Next event? Yeah, everyone's like, start it. You guys can see the live chat because it's PlayStation. I wonder if you can turn that off though. Oh yeah, you can. Let's leave it on until it starts, you know? Until they show us some gameplay. Also, hello, it's me, Poised, and Alistair. I see that you guys have sent messages on OBS. Oh, sweet. Another 15 minutes! Let's go! I'm still in my pajamas. I just realized. Well, this music's nice. Can you guys hear it? Let me check. Should be able to. Turn it up all the way. Because why not? Got some Grogu here. This is my... What does it say? This is my good side. Yeah. There's my leggings. Howdy, howdy. I like your Freddy poster. Oh, thank you very much. Yes, I have 2 Freddy posters up there, actually. One's right above it. It's a sister location one, though. I'm not sure if I want to move my camera. Well, we got 15 minutes. Fuck it. Is there up there? I don't know if you can see it, but it's a Funtime Freddy with Bon Bon. There. You'll have to rewind the stream if you want to see it again. I think you can. I'm pretty sure I enabled that feature. Aw, man. Can you not see it? Oh shit, you can't see it. Aww. Is it seriously not showing up? No! It's showing up on OBS. Why isn't it showing up on here? Oh, that's so sad. Everything's just black. Wait, no, you saw my poster. Why is my whole stream black on my end? Is it black for you guys too, or is it just my YouTube messing up? You saw my poster. I don't see anything on my my stream on my phone. That is so weird. Yeah, it's another 15 minutes. It's at 12:18 right now. Shoot. If I pause it, can you see it now? Yeah, it's just Black Ops. Uh-oh. Okay, we're gonna have to do it from our actual PC then. Okay, don't worry guys. I should be appearing on... Can you get... Where is the stream at? PC then. Okay, that's odd. You seriously can't see anything? Why can you not see anything? Sup, hi, Chase is not here. Just having a little bit of technical difficulties. I think chat can see you, webcam is working. What? I can see everything? Well, it's just black on my phone, dude. What? Let me restart my phone. Damn, I wish you could have like an accurate sort of device to show you what's going on, but like, God, this phone, like, it messes up so often, I swear. So did everything like go black while I was in YouTube, or where am I? I can see everything. Just let me know how it is so that I can like give you guys like the best showcase of this COD NEXT event. Like, can you see this right now? I'm on the YouTube app. I'm on the Call of Duty page. If I click on the stream, can you still see it? It says 10:18. This is really bright. I'm gonna turn this down a little bit. My webcam, or not my webcam, but my light, my ring light. Didn't go black for me. Yep, I see the countdown for COD NEXT. Oh, well, there we go. I don't know why everything went black. That's so weird. Oops. Okay then. I'm actually surprised that I can record this, because I thought PlayStation had something built in that didn't let you stream like YouTube and stuff like that. But I'm doing it right now. It's working. Yeah, I see it now. Look at that. Ta-da! Phone's restarted. Perfect. Nice. Also, hello, Game Over. Welcome, welcome. Chase was not here. Alistair, everyone's here. Hi, howdy, everybody. Oh, I'm so excited. I've never streamed a live COD event like this before, so I hope it's fun. Are you guys excited for COD Next too? Last year's COD Next, was it good? I don't remember it being very good, to be honest, but I don't know. I didn't watch it live either. I watched like some YouTubers re-uploaded live streams of it. Well, that's good. Everything's working though. Nice. And we got 720p, 60 frames a second. Very nice, very nice. I'm excited, but today is gonna be today I'm gonna get some schoolwork done and then play the fuck out of Mirage. Is that a new operator in Rainbow Six Siege or something? I've been playing a lot of Rainbow Six Siege over the past couple days, by the way. I played for like 3-4 days now. I'm finally starting to get like on par with my friends though, and they play on PC, and I was 1v1ing one of them yesterday. And I beat him. I beat him twice in a row. We went in a private match. I beat him the first time. Let me check. I took a screenshot because I was so proud. First match, I beat him 4-2. Second match, I beat him 4-3. And we played on... what map was it? Some sort of like farmhouse, I think? I don't know. It has like a watchtower on it too. New Assassin's Creed game. My friend keeps begging me to get Siege, but I've never played it. I feel like I'm so behind. Dude, I played Siege 5 years ago. I didn't like it. I got to level 6 or 9 or something like that. 6, 9. But
I'm most excited to dive into some of these
what do we have here?
That I kind of went pro on. Modern Warfare 2, iconic maps,
turn it down.
Yard, High Rise. I know we're not able to play all of them here at Next, but the ones they kind of hold a special place in my heart. Get me on top of High Rise. Get me on top of Bella. Get me back on Russ on that tower. Go to work. What perks from Call of Duty would you want in real life?
Marathon Pro and combined with Lightweight Pro.
Oh, it's Noisy Butters. Recognize that person.
Maven here with Z-Laner at COD Next. Listen,
I was about to say, is that Swifter? But no.
What's your number one? What are you excited to see?
He's bald and he has a beard.
Warzone, I mean, I'm
okay.
here for everything. I'm excited for the multiplayer as well, but you guys know I'm here for the Warzone. I need to see a beautiful some slide canceling in that Warzone.
I don't know this guy
movement,
personally.
Speed. You know what I mean?
Well, I think that's how a lot of competitors feel
People,
for sure. It was an interesting year. We want to get back to the roots.
Why slide canceling?
That's what a lot of this is about, like getting back to our roots. So, like for you,
that's such a weird thing to be hyped about. I think.
Like, what's your first
because
memory of
I thought everyone hated it in MW19, so I don't know why people are hyped about it now.
After that, it was just World at War, and then
I don't think that's really what made movement good. You need like fast sliding and fluid sliding to get into like a slide jump or just sliding back into a run animation, you know? Also, let me know if the audio is good right now. I did adjust it. Like, this is what I'm thinking I'm using for the rest of the stream, so tell me if it's loud enough or not. Sorry, I'm talking over these guys.
More than that, what does it mean to you? Like all the relationships you've made and stuff, it's become a big part of your life, right?
Yeah, that's exactly what it means. It's just I think about all the friendships and relationships that I've been able to make because of this incredible game. That's from back in high school, friends, all the way till now to
like a slide canceling is a marketing point. It's kind of funny. I know, right? That's what I'm saying.
You talk Call of Duty, like where it all started for you?
Oh, absolutely. I just remember.
I don't know who this is either, to be honest.
And just grinding multiplayer. But I actually, when I first started streaming 2 years
ago,
dude,
me
the
too.
first game that I played was Warzone.
Middle school.
And so it definitely holds a special place in my heart.
Yeah, I was gonna kind of ask that next. Like, for a lot of people here, it is it's been careers or it's been friendships, relationships. Like Call of Duty has been much more than just a video game. What does Call of Duty mean to you, like at its core?
I mean, I think it's just the competition, and it just brings me back. It's like an addiction to the game, and I think
an addiction. There you have it, guys. That's why people like Call of Duty. There, right there.
I'm just really excited to see what they bring
Shit.
next.
the one, the only
She
Dr.
knows.
Lupo. Sir, how you doing?
I'm fantastic. I'm 36 years old. Managed to get out of bed this morning, so that's good.
Did he say
I'm
Lupo?
38, and it was hard.
I've never heard of this guy either.
I do. The lack of hair really makes me look far older. But hey, what do you
It makes him look
excited
like
for? What do you
Swifter, the
wanna
lack
see
of
this
hair.
I'm looking for more and more opportunities than we've ever had before for me to get.
Noisy Bird is probably one of the most unproblematic
unproblematic
streamers I have legit like her stuff. I've seen her a little bit. Not too much though.
Warzone, maybe, is what you're
But
looking
that's
for?
good to hear.
That sounds like what we've been doing already. But
MDiv19 is 4 years old, so streamers like it now.
For you,
Yeah,
what does COD
I guess
mean to
so.
you? Like, you know,
I feel like
said
it's
you're
because of
36, you've
Warzone, though,
been
to be
playing for a
honest.
long time. What
Not,
does it mean to you?
not because of MDiv19,
That
unfortunately.
hurts a lot, reminding me that I am that old. No, I think,
Oh, maybe that's true. Maybe that's the thing. Warzone players are the ones that like slide canceling.
You know, silly crap or running around having fun in multiplayer or screaming at each other in Warzone when people aren't pulling their weight. The banter is always like number one.
If you played like Fortnite and some other games too, like they have movement in the Battle Royale, like you want to be jumping as you're moving around the map in Fortnite so you don't get hit by a headshot sniper, right? But in Call of Duty, that sort of thing was slide canceling in Warzone. So I guess that's kind of why people are excited for it to return, because it'll help people avoid gunshots at long range, I guess. But you know, I don't really mind Warzone 2. I like that there's the dolphin diving tactic where you can just dolphin dive and do a 360 in the air. That's always fun to me, I think. I like Warzone 2, to be honest. Like Warzone 1 was garbage in my opinion. I didn't like it, and Blackout was even worse. I don't know if that's a hot take, but Blackout's like here, Warzone's like right here, Warzone 2's like up here. Oh, and in between, like, in between Warzone and Warzone 2, we got, like, the Rebirth Island, like, right here, in Alcatraz from Blackout. But yeah. Let me know what you guys think. How would you rate the Call of Duty Battle Royales in the comments below? We got Warzone 1, Warzone 2, and Blackout. Rate them, please. I'd love to know. I really like that skins were leaked. I can't believe they were all fitting the Modern Warfare aesthetic. Oh yeah, dude, they had a trailer yesterday. Oh yeah, here's the COD merch. I pointed it out on Twitter the other day. I was like, dude, this logo looks so boring. I'm sorry, but it does. Just the MW and then the 3, like, it doesn't look good. I like the MW2's logo, where it's like the I think it was MW2's. It had like the inner side of the M and W, and those were green. But this one's just like 3 lines beside the MW. I don't know. I just don't like it. It's very meh. Dolphin dive is better than slide cancel. Oh, agreed, 100%. I prefer sliding over dolphin diving, but it has to be good sliding. In MW2 when it launched, dolphin diving was way better than sliding. Sliding was useless, so I didn't like it. But in Cold War, sliding was so good in Cold War. I love sliding in that game. Same with Infinite Warfare. Just perfect slide mechanics. And BO3's was good too, but BO3's only really fit to the advanced movement era because of the ledge slide. I don't know if it's an exploit or not, but like if you slid on a ledge in BO3, you get a speed boost, and everyone used that for movement. So that's why I liked it. But yeah. Back to chat. I liked Rebirth Island a lot. That's good to hear. Me too. Me too. Rebirth, Alcatraz, they were really fun, I thought. For what they were, I guess. But I don't know. Personally, I have died out from the whole Warzone. I haven't died out. My passion to play Warzone. Also, we're 20 seconds left. Okay. My passion to play Warzone has died. I don't really like to play Battle Royale anymore. Even like Blood Money and all that, just meh. I'm gonna make sure the audio is good on my end too. Just one sec. Has died. I don't really like to play Battle Royale. Yeah, it sounds good. Even like this live stream is sponsored by Activision. Okay. Shoot, let's create a live chat. Look it, it's like OG MW.
You know who we are? Guys, so this is Ghost. Woods. Mason.
Fada.
Russell Adler. Captain Price. Going dark.
Everybody ready?
Oh, we got some advanced warfare. I think that was Vanguard or World War II zombies. MW19 Rust, eh? All the missions. What? Okay, some South Park. Good shot. What are... I don't think I've ever seen that stack of Jenga, like, helicopters. What the heck? That's cool. Oh yeah. No Russian? Hell yeah. No, no, no soap. Oh god.
It's not over yet.
Oh, we'll see about that. Do that ghost pose in the car. So good. I love that people have turned that into a meme. Ooh, look at that face paint. That was cool. Oh my god! There's a soldier in all of us. I miss those live action trailers. They were so fun.
As the iconic Captain Price once said, it's a good time to take inventory. This month we are celebrating
It's a good time to take inventory.
Call of Duty.
Dude, she could have put a bit more effort into that impression.
Our history is made up of the incredible experiences created by you, the players.
Look, they got a COD NEXT microphone.
On behalf of all of us who work to bring these games to life each day, thank you for sharing this journey with us. We have some amazing in-game rewards we will be announcing later in the show, but for now, we wanted to take a moment to reflect.
MW2 2 Dolphin diving is the best in my opinion too. Like,
and from all of the teams
it was good.
across the world, we're grateful and humbled at your ongoing support, enthusiasm, and dedication to all things COD. While we celebrate this milestone, we are also looking ahead to the next chapter of awesome moments together. Today, you will see and hear all the details of Modern Warfare 3 multiplayer, an exclusive look at Modern Warfare Zombies, a brand new Warzone map, Warzone mobile news, and more. In Call of Duty, no one fights alone. So we brought 250 creators from around the world to drop in live here at Call of Duty Next. And first up,
let's go.
This is Modern Warfare 3 multiplayer.
I wonder who's actually there. Is Exclusive Ace there this year? I know Prestigious Key isn't, unfortunately, but he couldn't make it anyway. Well, I don't see him streaming on YouTube, so I won't be able to check Ace. Okay, now we just got the regular trailer. Oh, sweet, and there's no copyrighted music. Yay! W. Thank you. Oh wait, shit. All right, let's just mute just in case, because I don't want this stream to get copyrighted. That would suck. But we can talk, I guess, while the trailer's playing. You've already seen the trailer, guys. So. Dolphin Diving is awesome. Saving quite a few times. They just took the MW2 logo and added 3 lines. They did, and well, to be fair, they well, I don't know if it's to be fair, but they just like trimmed the top left and the bottom right side or corners of the 3 lines too, but it's like it's almost unnoticeable. If you look at something like BO3's logo or even BO4's, like they also use the Roman numeral system, so it was like really nice. Like it was recognizable. You could tell that it was Call of Duty. If you just saw 3 lines that were red, you couldn't tell that was MW3. Like even with the little snippets on the bottom left or bottom right and the top left, like you just can't tell it's MW3. It just looks like 3 red lines. So yeah, that's unfortunate. I actually made my own logo for MW3 that I'm going to be using in thumbnails. So yeah, hopefully that looks nice. Hope you guys enjoy that. I've used it for a couple thumbnails already, and I've changed the hue on it too. My Spec Ops video, it's got like a yellow hue on it. What else do we have? I think I had my Zombies video have just the red logo. Let me catch up on chat. I think I missed a few messages. This game is going to be the most modern, and it will have the most warfare ever. Yeah! There is a lot of skins, I guess, that are Modern Warfare themed in this trailer, but also there's
Hello everyone and welcome to Call of Duty Next. We have an action-packed day in store for you with gameplay.
There's some weapons
and
stuff that is not modern themed.
Modern Warfare 3, Call of Duty Warzone, and Call of Duty
Warzone
Mobile. There are over 250 creators behind us
Mobile.
ready to dive
guys?
into these games, and we're so excited to be here with you today to unveil the future of Call of Duty. I'm Golden Boy, your host for today.
Golden
alongside
Boy.
The one and only Stephanie Snowden.
That's dangerously
You may know
close
her
to
as
Golden
Studio
Eagle.
Communications Director, and we are thrilled to go into what's going to be upcoming for the 20th year of Call of Duty, which is bonkers.
It's a little bit younger than us.
Yes.
Just a little bit.
Just a touch. Thank you
Just
so much for
a
not revealing my age.
Oh, you're quite welcome. We don't do that here. It's a safe place. Thank you. I'm thrilled to be here. It is an electric atmosphere. It's absolutely incredible. And I am so ready to talk about Call of Duty. It's been an entire calendar year of us saying, next. Well, guess what? That starts today.
Can we get
We're here to
less
talk about
electric
Modern
skins
Warfare
this year,
3,
please?
And we're going to be getting into gameplay very, very soon, but we have some amazing
not
guests
yet.
coming in from the studios. I can't wait.
Damn.
Yeah, that's right. We also have some awesome viewership rewards as well for people to watch at home. Isn't that right, Steph?
It's true. Make sure
There's
you're
no
dialed in
timestamps on
the
there?
broadcast here at COD Next, because you will have a chance to unlock in-game rewards for Modern Warfare 3 just for watching this stream on the official Call of Duty or Twitch YouTube channels.
If you guys do want to open a new tab and like run this stream to get these rewards, like feel free. But if you want to stick around, that would be nice too.
I want that weapon charm.
I'm not really sure how long you have to watch to get those rewards though, because they didn't
There's no
say.
reason for you not to, but
Usually
we've
they
got
do
some
say,
good
but they
stuff
didn't
coming
here.
up on the
I
horizon.
don't know why.
Steph, what do we have coming up first? This is one I'm very excited about.
Yes,
personally.
we are diving straight into Modern Warfare 3 multiplayer. Joining us now, the multiplayer team from Sledgehammer Games. Adam Iskov, Senior Development Director. Greg Reisdorf, Multiplayer Creative Director. And Kim Wigand, Development Director. Guys, welcome.
Adam, Greg,
so
and Kim.
stoked to talk about your game.
Same.
Where do we even start? You know, I have an idea, but
Yeah, we have a run-up show. We have a direction that we're going to go in.
Multiplayer 3 and
guys, this has to feel
multiplayer for
very freeing.
MW3,
It has
maps,
to feel
Core
like
6v6,
now
gameplay
you're gonna be
features,
able
and
to
movement.
talk about this thing that you've
Interesting.
been working on
I was
for
just
so
going
long
down.
here, and you're going to also have these incredible creators playing it all in
Okay.
real time.
Yeah, it's
Cool.
wonderful to be here. It's wonderful to have all the creators
Movement
be able
has
to
its
play,
own
give us
tab.
feedback on
That's
the game
interesting.
right away, and
Why?
have everybody playing beta tomorrow. It's
Was
gonna be
MW2's
great.
that bad?
jump right into beta tomorrow, folks. We'll be talking about that more later to remind you. But we're going to get straight into gameplay for the folks behind us. But before we do, Greg, can you give us a top line of what the community can really expect in the multiplayer experience for Modern Warfare 3?
We have one of the greatest sets of launch maps ever coming to the game, and we've taken these maps
Debatable.
and we've really revitalized them and modernized them with the latest in visuals, audio, effects, as well as gameplay coming to.
I think
coming to
Infinite
bat on
Warfare and
those.
BO3 had
And it's
some
just
banger launch
fantastic
maps,
to have
so
them. We also
I
have
don't
a
know.
ton of new mechanics coming into the game around movement, around being able to be responsive in the moment in that combat. And we have one of the
Vanguard had a pretty good roster too, I thought, for boots on the ground. Same with BO4.
Multiplayer.
Really good
with
maps.
Carry forward from Modern Warfare 2, of course, you're going to be taking your inventories with you.
That's huge.
Be reminding people throughout the day. But with that largest weapon slate coming to multiplayer in Modern Warfare 3, very exciting. Very exciting stuff.
Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to seeing
so
as
excited.
soon as our gamers all just decided to like load up and get into the action. It's going to be really pumped. We're going to be all really pumped to just see it because I had a chance to play it, and I really did enjoy it. I really did enjoy it. So I mean, credit to you guys for making something that is not just fun, but also brings back a very familiar feeling. For old heads
Well,
like
having a
myself
chance
that
to
just,
playing it,
you know, like
to
these
play it
good old-fashioned
versus
boots
playing
on
it
the
for
ground
like a
pop,
week
you know,
straight
that
are
is
completely
We play it
different.
every day, and like every day I come in, I'm excited to play it. I'm excited to get in there.
You could
and
literally
just,
put
you know,
any Call of Duty
grind
in front of
away.
someone and they will
And each
enjoy
year,
it
you know,
for the
with
first day.
franchise, we intend to take a step forward.
You know?
Modern Warfare 3 is definitely that. It's the
Come
next
on.
chapter. We're progressing things. And one of the things you mentioned that I think we'll be talking a lot about today is this player freedom in a lot of different ways. Adam, what can
Interesting.
we expect to see down there when the gameplay starts?
I think we've already heard some great positive feedback from the people that really know this game and you know, breathe it every day. So I think once the gameplay kicks off and everybody is able to get their hands on it in the beta starting tomorrow, we're really going to see you know, continued positive sentiment around the feel of Modern Warfare 3.
Well, you know what? I think the time for talk is past, and it brings me great joy to say, let the games
Who's
begin.
that dude with the booty
And
hat?
let's check
Oh, look
out
at the menu.
Modern Warfare 3 for the first time
Okay.
on stream. This is so exciting. And look, there's going to be a lot to dive into. We're going to be pretty much here the entire time talking through this and then pointing out things that we see, things that catch our attention that we want to highlight for the community. And as it stands right now, I mean, we have all these incredible creators, Stephanie, that are participating in this. And you know the creators, Stephanie, that are participating in this. And you know that they're loving every minute of it. Playing some Kill Confirm with the homies, always a good time.
Yeah, I think we want to start off with talking about maps.
Confirm with the homies, always a good time.
Yeah, I think we want to start off with talking about maps. There's so much to talk about.
All right, maps.
Let's start small for today.
How fast is the UAV calling? Come on, do it. Do it, dude.
Here.
I like that it's blue on the bottom right, too. That looks nice. I like blue.
That are in beta. Greg, you want to take us through what we're going to see?
Yeah, of course. Well, right now we're watching a little bit of Skid Row, and that is, you know, a great map.
Iconic.
Oh boy, what's happening?
Rust here. And again, Rust is, there's so much happening in these maps. And
let me lower the quality a little bit. I think we're tearing a little bit. Sorry, guys. That guy's face in the previous shot, like it was tearing so badly that it looked like he had a black mask on. Oh god. Oh come on, please load. Auto. What's going on?
What else are we seeing? What else are we gonna have in the beta?
Well,
so Favela.
As Stephanie mentioned,
Oh my
today
God,
we're playing
Favela.
5 of the 16 core 6v6s that we're launching on day 1 with Modern Warfare 3. So we're talking Favela.
It just sounds like fake
Rust,
hype, man.
Skid Row, High Rise.
Yeah.
All of which are stone cold classics that, you know, we've modernized to
Like these guys are like
accommodate the
developers
Modern
at the
Warfare 3
studio. Like
updated
come
player
on.
mechanics and movement and gameplay and weapon feel.
Yeah.
So really excited to get a little taste of
Oh,
what's
this
gonna be
guy's
the
testing
beta
out like
and
that
give
prone to
give players
crouch
some excitement around what's
sort of.
launching on day 1.
What do you call
really,
it? Like peeking.
Fun for me, as I
It was a thing in
mentioned
MW2.
previously, you know, having played and competed
The new one, not
way
the
back in
original.
day in Modern Warfare 2 and stuff.
But you could like
and
do what
seeing
he's doing
these
right now,
maps
like
return again.
at a head glitch, and it was like
you know,
super
I
hard
look at
to
Favela, and
hit
I remember,
someone.
a long
like
time
that.
ago, and Clayster eliminated me from a game battles tournament and absolutely bopped me in the middle, you know, in front of all my friends. He doesn't remember it, but I remember it for the rest of my life.
That's all that
What is this
matters.
guy doing? Like play the
Favela
game,
holds a
man.
special place in my heart, for sure.
I think the coolest thing for me is dropping into a brand new set of maps. But
I mean, I
having
appreciate
enough
that you're showing us the
familiarity.
movement,
I know right
but-
where I am, right?
Come on, this is too sweaty.
A lot of what we've done and what we're going to see today are these great sledgehammer touches that you guys have brought to
The
these maps,
sledgehammer touch.
made modern for Modern Warfare 3.
That's right. We've stayed true to the original level design and layout of the original maps. So if you remember some
No, you
sweet
didn't. You
spots,
added
some lines
water.
of sight from the original,
Shut up.
those are still going to be there. But we've also
Okay.
made some adjustments to just make them feel better for Modern Warfare 3's player movement and weapon feel. And we feel like it's a really happy medium and a great
High
balance
Rise.
between the two.
Here's my personal favorite, Kim.
Agreed.
I would like to talk to you about this. Fellow high-rise fans, where are you at? I know you're back here.
I see players are already figuring out some of the Easter eggs of, you know, the original maps.
That
how to get back
recoil
into
looked
it.
Oh yeah, well
weird.
there was only one way to try and take over bomb site and S&D. You had to hit the little catwalk.
I
on
like
the
the
opening of
colors
the
so
map.
far.
Come on, guys.
The color schemes look good.
Yesterday,
Like you
I
got
saw
some
the
red
creators at
scaffolding
the
here.
red carpet event. They're all like, I'm sniping off
some
the
greenery,
map.
some
I'm sniping off
shrubs.
the ladder on high rise. Watch me. I'm a 360 off it. I'm like, oh, here we go. We're already there.
And even though there's a sunset, it looks pretty clean. I like
all
that.
Those opening moves that you remember from back in the day, and being able to have those.
I wonder if
in the game,
anyone's
but
gonna get into a
also
parkour spot
have
in this map.
Modernization of the movement, how we're able
Like the one up
to
there.
work with the high mantles in the game now, like
Yeah.
all of this stuff that we're watching in high res. You can now go over a lot of this with mantles, and you can go over, like you can use your slide canceling, you could do all of
Well,
that.
I was going to ask about
Hi
that.
boys.
Did that
I'm back also
create
watching with
a layer of,
no
you know,
sound, so I
maybe
don't know
some
what is happening.
complexity to the slide canceling and
Oh,
stuff
okay.
like that, like trying to ensure that the maps don't
Well,
get just
howdy.
completely like turned upside down on its head.
It does, and one of the things about these maps is these maps were made 14 years ago, like,
Yeah.
and to have that, like,
years ago.
we had to make them ready to go for 2023.
I'm excited to get my
We've
hands on
added
this
that
game because like I didn't
modernization
play
to
the
them
OG
to
MW2 in its heyday,
what gamers expect,
and
what our
like when I did buy it
things
later, I
changed a
didn't
lot
play
in
it too
those
much
years.
either because it was
It
just full of
is,
hackers
and we have to
online.
bring everything up to the standard of today, and when we've gone through and we've maintained a lot of that within these maps. And there's a few places where we've had to make exceptions for that, but for the most part, like, you can go in those lines of sights that were there.
Hey, it's Swag, right?
You're going to be able to do those opening moves, those opening snipe shots, especially in high rise, just off the bat.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. And keeping that conversation going, what are the...
Why are we showing Swag and we're not even showing his gameplay? It's so weird.
Oh, for sure.
Let's talk about the launch maps, yeah.
So in addition to these 5 that we're playing today, day 1 on launch, we're going to get the rest of the 16 OGs from 2009. So we're talking Karachi, Invasion, Afghan, Glory, Skid Row, you know, Sub-Base, Rundown. Yeah, like it's all there and on and on.
Oh, we got the scrap.
Yeah, so we're super excited to be
Terminal.
bringing those. And,
why are you hyped about scrap? Get out of here. Get out of here.
Maps that we're launching
scrap is garbage.
3 ground war maps that are
Scrap
brand
yard.
new,
Ugh.
which is the, you know, the
I can't believe people like it.
32 vehicle gameplay. Yeah, so that's going to be an awesome, you know, alternative for people if they want to take a break from 6v6 or just mash it up. Like,
for context, I played it in MW19 and it really sucked.
You have ground war. That is so for people like me who like, you know,
and I liked MW19.
Like huge battles. Like this is so exciting.
Yeah.
I think their stream audio is behind, like with the gameplay.
Aside from ground war, I'm excited to say that there is another mode coming back that many of us know.
Because this guy was not shooting.
From Call of Duty World War II. And that is War Mode.
That's right. Wow.
We are getting War Mode. Okay, they confirmed it. Cool.
A special place in my heart too. From 2017. It's a brand new map that's launching on day 1 as well. It's got the attacker defender gameplay that we remember from the mode, the linear objectives, the buildables, the scripted events.
Thank goodness.
It's really exciting to see that be part of our day 1 launch.
That sounds awesome.
Awesome. So we've got
I like that they said linear too, because I don't want it just to be like a literal ground war map. We can go anywhere.
A little something we're going to get to later in the show, a brand new mode coming to multiplayer.
Like, I like a linear map design made for the mode.
And also playable in the beta.
That's right. Yeah.
Very exciting stuff.
Yeah, it's really so cool to see a lot of these players get back to the roots, you know, because you can even see it. Like, something I always enjoyed about a lot of these like big reveal events, right, is everyone loads in, they're discovering these maps for the first time, they're seeing them with fresh eyes.
Dude exploded into a pile of pixels.
That's not the case. We got a lot of familiarity here, and now the fresh eyes are going to be like, what did they add? What did they contribute to like make this into their own vision of a map? But I do appreciate as a competitive guy that you guys really focused on keeping the core of the maps. You know,
we love these maps. Like these are, we've adopted these maps internally at Sledgehammer. We treat them as our own. And we've gone through every nook and cranny,
like his own kid.
Understanding them, understanding where all of the Easter eggs are, where all the line sites are. We have tons
and tons
so
they are including all the Easter eggs. I think there was an Easter egg too in the OGMW games that had like, wasn't there like this door with a grandma at it or something?
What we've done is
I
we've
don't
taken
know.
that nostalgia and we've also
maybe that was MW3. I'm not sure.
Of spice on top of it. That when you're playing these, when you're coming back to them, it is familiar, but also new at the same time, where you're now able to mantle over things that you were never able to get to.
Tell about the water combat,
you're
dude.
You're able to get up on top of things. Right here, we're watching.
Oh, there we go. Yeah. There it is.
I live here. I live here.
Right on.
I really want them to change the water combat so they can use your gun underwater again, like your primary.
Hardpoint
That'd
did
be
not
nice.
exist.
Yeah.
Kill confirmed did not exist. So those are brand new modes
BO3
for
style.
these maps that were never experienced.
Well, I'm interested to see how those modes potentially like elevate some of these maps that maybe were, you know, less played.
Gosh, I don't know how this map's gonna play. I know it's a fan favorite, but like it scares me. The design scares me. I've never played it. L9.
Those larger maps in you know, Modern Warfare 209, like Derail and Underpass, and those play.
I really want to play Derail. That one actually looks fun. It reminds me of like Grozny Raid, I think.
After launch, and it's just fabulous to be able to play them on there. We also have
It's probably going to be like an AR sniper map.
You know, CDL players out there.
CDL folks, yes.
And that's going to be amazing to watch.
This map right here is going to be like SMG.
And really, you know, play them and
SMG King.
Understand what's happening.
Well, we're watching some great.
What is it? Oh, the Guardian! Yo, they brought the Guardian back. That was the Guardian streak.
That sniper lane. That's all I
It's
got
like
I will be
it
there.
has like a
I will be waiting
bipod
for
and
you
it
in
just
beta
like
tomorrow.
emits a
ADS ready.
kind of like a suppression,
I know we've been talking a lot about
sort of
the
like
20-year anniversary of Call of
heat
Duty,
wave
but,
or something like
what better
that.
way to celebrate that than like
Slows you down, impairs your
having
hearing.
all of these 16 day one.
And it might hurt you too.
Looking at high rise in 2023.
That's awesome. I like that it's back.
I'm just gonna take a moment to appreciate that.
This guy in the bottom right. He's looking so cute to the camera. Look at him.
you enjoyed so much growing up, but then also to there are some streamers here who are younger than Call of Duty's launch, 20 years ago. So they're going to get to experience this really with a fresh coat of paint.
This guy in the bottom left looks like Briggs.
Quite liberating for you guys, wouldn't you say?
Oh, yeah.
From the Rant Cafe.
Yeah, I think really these maps.
If you guys ever
hold
seen
up
that podcast,
for, old school veterans as well as like people.
I don't know.
who are
I'm
brand new
expecting you guys to know that. It's
Call of
anime
Duty.
themed.
You're
So.
obviously
Never been a better
excited.
time to jump in. Yeah, I mean, you're absorbing so much of COD's history. To your point, what a better way to celebrate 20 years of Call of Duty than with these iconic maps returning.
Yeah, and it should have been DLC on MW2, and you should have revamped MW2. Like, come on, we could have had a huge map pool. But no. No.
In just a second, but we want to remind the audience out there that while you're watching gameplay today, you will
This
get
guy's
to
going
play it starting
Rat Shield and
tomorrow.
Shotgun.
Take
Oh, he's
a
got the
look here at
Juggernaut.
beta schedule. For players
If you guys
who
seen
order
the-
PlayStation, starting tomorrow, and next week for players
Okay,
who
PlayStation's
order
tomorrow.
on
Cool, cool.
Xbox and PC. The maps, modes, weapons.
If you guys seen the trailer
today,
yesterday
those are in
for
beta.
COD
So
MW3, there was like a
choose
Juggernaut
around
in
more
it who had
maps
a
and in-game
Rat Shield
rewards
and a
for playing.
shotgun.
So anyway,
That's what he
take
was
a
using
look,
there,
take
because you
notes
could see
here
like
with
along
pros
the edges of the
playing.
screen he was
Tune
wearing a
into the
mask.
stream, get some hot tips before you drop into your first match tomorrow.
See, he still
That's
has a
right.
mask like
It's,
on the edge.
It's going to be quite exciting to see, everyone
This thing
across,
looks
all the
nasty.
different platforms, just like going live, playing COD, and then again loading up and then seeing like.
I wonder
scrappy
how
on
big
high
like
res.
this
Still
streak
just blows
is.
my mind. I genuinely am so excited.
I like that Vanguard or
like,
Sledgehammer Games are
that,
experimenting with more
returning
Juggernaut
fans like
suits, because
myself
in Vanguard they had
definitely
the
will
flame
enjoy,
knot,
but,
right? Now this game they have the shotgun
I love
knot.
some new. Is there anything that we should be expecting, like post-launch as far as like maps go?
I hope they did something to like
very, very
help with
excited
the
to
Riot
tell you
Shield
both today
spam on the
that
back stuff.
starting season
Like if
one,
they allow
we
the
have
Riot Shield to do it, that'd be
bunch
awesome.
of new
But
maps coming. So season 1 we're dropping
they should do
3,
something
season 2
to
dropping
negate
3
that
more new
in
ones. So over the
like
course
just
of our
regular
entire live season, there will be
Gary class.
12 new 6v6 maps coming to Modern Warfare 3.
Awesome.
So
Launching
you can,
with 16, 12 down the road. That is a
right.
big map pool to choose from.
12 down the
these
road
are
or
all
12
different
plus?
sizes of maps, different locales.
They
for
said
all
12
different
plus
play
earlier.
styles.
Why are they
You
saying
might
12
see
now?
one or two fan favorites come back as well over the course of live
Oh,
season.
no.
But we have a bunch of new maps coming that we're really excited about.
And those are 6v6
Yep,
competitive
6v6
maps that players can play. There are other maps in there as well that we'll talk about once we get into the live season, but 6v6 core maps.
Stay tuned.
I need to know what kind of
Guess
new
what?
maps they're
With all
talking
of
about
those
too, because if
maps,
they bring back Shipment again and call
it's
that a new
back.
map,
You know what you can do with them?
crank,
You
crank,
can
crank.
vote. We're going to see it in
You
a
know?
lobby soon, but map voting is back, folks.
Yeah, that's huge.
Get excited. I mean,
Oh,
the
it's
community has been thrilled.
Estate. Look
I
at
can't wait
that.
to see it in action here today.
As I was saying
I'll be
earlier
taking
too, like
notes on,
I feel like there's a lot
which
less
ones we know are the ringers of the group. I think
tree
we have a good
density.
feeling.
Somebody voted for Estate, it looks like. Here we're looking at Estate.
Oh,
right now.
nice, yeah.
I don't like that. I wish there were more
Those are
trees. I
snipers.
want more
I
trees
like
on my
Estate.
maps.
Yep.
I think we
Always have.
we have an idea of where the maps
Also,
are
they
gonna
are
land.
shorter. I think
Yep.
Estate they were
But
like
when you
mostly like
account for the
popular
new
and
modes, the modes that you would
and,
never
like,
played in
spruce
there
or something.
before,
They were
when you
really
get into
tall.
Hardpoint and you need that space to have
Interesting.
that rotation. It'll be interesting to see.
But I
what
didn't play the
other-
MW2 original in a long time, so I could be wrong.
I want to jump into a private match lobby with my friends and run around and see where the hard points are on these like on Derailed or something like that.
Ooh,
Because
this map looks
Skid Row,
pretty.
like, I was actually talking with Nameless in the back.
Oh, he
about
just got
this.
the,
It's like
Guardian.
These maps now, like you have maps like Skid Row that could actually like be potentially viable, like competitively, which is quite exciting. It just changes the
Interesting.
entire like feel of the
Is it
offer,
the docks?
Which, we didn't
I
have
really
back
wonder
then.
if you can
We've
swim in the
obviously
water at the
already been
docks
talking
now.
to CDL a little bit about some of their favorites, about what they might want to play, and it's great to get their feedback early on to see.
All right, here's some
competitive.
creative
All right,
class.
we're
Oh, look at the
looking
gear.
at
Gloves,
Lupo. My
boots,
guy,
and
Lupo,
gear.
he is
good at sniping.
in his loadout editor. We can get a good look here. He's got the lightweight boots. And Kim, I would love if you would take us through what we're seeing here and how loadout select has changed and what players can expect.
Something while
so what you're
swimming.
seeing here,
I can't read
so
the description
someone
because
looking
his
at our
face
boots
can't
category,
discover
this is
it.
actually one of our new categories for perks. So we've split up
Also, if you
the perks
guys want to
into
see
3 different
Jason's
categories,
video,
boots, gloves, and
look at my
gear.
community tab. We went and made our
you're gonna
own
see some
sort
fan
of
favorites from back.
perk
We've remixed some
system
of the
for
perks, and
MW3.
we've brought some new ones into
Ugly
play.
skin, hate it,
Now
gross,
they're
get out of
all
here.
also represented with physical gear items. So everything that you see there has
God,
some
why'd they do this to my
contextualization
boy
for
Captain
players, so
Price?
it's not just a list of things you're selecting from. It's like
Chainmail
you're getting
and
these,
visual
movement boosts
effects
because you're
galore.
bringing in boots, or you're
Yeah.
getting this
Ugh.
weapon
I'm sorry,
handling
guys.
bump because you're bringing in
I'll stop
gloves.
complaining.
So we really like to add that sort of context.
Oh,
for
map
players
voting's
to
back.
understand
You
what they're
see in the bottom
bringing in
left,
for.
Rust in a
Yeah,
state.
it's different, it's logical, but you're also going to see some of the same perks that we know and love. So
yes.
Call of Duty fans will be
It's
familiar with them.
2v3 now. Oh,
presented
3v3.
in an all new way.
Who's gonna
What
win?
are you guys most excited about to
Come
see
on,
here with,
Estate,
with
come
players
on.
getting into that loadout edit, kind of
No,
customizing
why would you go
these
Rust?
builds out for their playstyles?
I think for me, it's all of the
Damn you.
movement aspects of it, right? So we have so many things that are on there.
Everyone has the same
perks
calling
that are
card. Oh, that's
around.
so weird.
We have one that allows you to slide further.
The knee pads.
Yeah,
I want the
knee
sliding
pad,
further one.
Greg, I've been using
Yes,
the,
please.
Yeah,
I'll take that
I've been
perk.
using the tack pads.
And then we have the
Oh, that's what they're called, tack
lightweight
pads?
boots, the canvas
Nice.
sneakers. I also hear they're your favorite.
I'm sneaky. I'm trying to move. I
Yeah.
need all the help I can get.
Yeah.
We need all the things.
So, and those are just going to cancel out your noise. When
Does she
you
know
move
what it
around.
is?
They're going to eliminate footsteps.
The true silent movement
The
perk
true silent
is
movement
back.
We need all the
Can
things.
confirmed, have used
What
it,
was that?
heard nothing. So it is very
What
silent.
was that sentence?
So-
It was only footsteps.
Oh yeah, no, well, yeah. Well, also, you know, I mean, I can't hear anymore either. Old age.
Oh, look at that. They actually have like an animation, an infill animation for Rust now. MW19 didn't, so that's cool that this map does now.
Talking about Call of
Bang.
Duty having been around for so long. It's just amazing how we've all just grown up with this, right? And you guys.
This map
are
looks very
seeing these
clean,
things
like
that
a lot less
happened back
sand
then,
blowing
you
in
know,
the air.
The way the game was made, and you're taking ways to like improve upon it while also.
Man, I'm gonna be so
keeping it
sad
very
when
familiar,
cosmetics
but
ruin this
also
map,
keeping
like
it
where
very
you got
fresh.
different color
Something that
smoke
really,
grenades
stuck
and
out to
snakes
me,
just
Kim,
appearing out of
is,
thin
you know,
air.
You guys bringing back that classic of radar, right? You know, you got your
Classic.
Map layout looks the same.
With red dots on there.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, red dots
I'm
are
glad
back, I
that
guess.
Came back in.
Yeah, we are too.
Sure,
I mean,
bud.
So any unsuppressed weapon fire.
You
will
didn't
show up
include
with
it in
red dot
Vanguard,
on
yet
the
you're doing it
map,
now. Like, come on.
And we think it's really just a core intel piece for our player base for Modern Warfare 3. We really want to make sure that people know where the firefights are happening, really understand, you know.
I like how
as we
Vanguard
mentioned
did it,
earlier
actually,
about
though.
just
Like, I like
knowing the
having a
maps
radar
and being
perk
very familiar
as an
and
option.
familiar with those things. Like, you can see the red dots on the mini-maps, and you can understand, I know the map already potentially coming in. I know how I'm going to flank. I know where we're going to go. You can strategize more with your teammates. So, you know, we really just felt that bringing back the classic was absolutely the way to go.
It's classic gameplay return to classic maps. I think to your
SAE,
point, on these maps
okay.
it makes perfect sense, especially with the
Oh, he's
familiarity.
got the Juggernaut
Even for new players, you're gonna figure these maps
field
out
upgrade in the
quickly,
bottom right.
But it's
Or not field upgrade,
it
streak.
It feels right. It feels great.
The icon looks
really
neat.
love seeing
It's like a
it
Juggernaut
happen
with a riot shield in front of him.
engage. So I'm really excited to hear you guys talk
Devastating.
about that. And that's not the only piece of classic gameplay that you'll see returning in Modern Warfare 3.
Oh. Tell me more.
I love the
We
colors of
talked
the new
about-
Rust,
we
though.
talked about
Like,
a
the sand
little
looks
bit of
good.
movement, but I'd like to get into some of the nitty-gritty slide
An A.
animation.
It's that guy with the beanie hat.
reload
The
animation
pink one.
cancel. They're both back.
Yeah. So we felt really strongly about bringing back slide
Reload
cancel,
cancel.
and reload cancel. You know, and in both of those things, really the core was we wanted players to feel responsive and feel like they had a lot of options. So
I
we
thought it
know
was going
when
to be
you
that
commit
they want
to
players
a
to feel like
slide,
they're in the
you're
OG
stuck
in
on
MW2.
a pretty linear trajectory. We know that when you're doing a reload,
I don't know,
some of
man.
those
I thought it
loads
was
have
all
really
right.
long reloads. It's a real big commitment. So
The,
even after doing that, we wanted to make sure that players
reload
had
stages,
the
I thought
choice to
those
cancel out
were
of that
fun
because we know things
in MW2.
change moment to moment.
Slow down the gameplay to a
so
good
quickly in
pace.
these battles.
Because
And
if you have just fast
felt
gameplay,
right,
you have
know,
shipment, and it's not
we're just so
skill-based
happy
at
that
all.
we have it back in, and we know that I think we feel that players are really going to be happy these things are back in.
Awesome. We're going to see it a lot here today. I'm sure we have our movement kings and queens getting around the map.
And to be fair,
in ways.
MW2 also had like the quick
That's
drop
right.
pistol, so if you
Time
got
to
caught
kill.
while reloading, you could
Or
just use the
TTK.
pistol and
Always
fight
a
back.
hot topic
Yes.
with our players, with
It's
our
not like there
community.
was
It's
no, like,
complex. It
nothing
has
you
a
could
lot
do.
of different moving pieces when we talk about it. Can you give us details on what to expect in terms of time to kill for Modern Warfare?
Yes, please. Oh, I
Yes,
want
I
to hear
can.
about that so much.
Give you the exact
Yes, you
details.
can.
What is the time?
Yeah.
This is the guy.
Give me it in milliseconds, right now.
Only the exact details. So rather than 100 health, we have 150 health across all of our players.
That's got
And
parity with Warzone.
So that is
We already
parity
know
with
this, come
Warzone, what's
on.
currently live in Warzone.
Yep.
And it'll also carry over into
yeah, it's a
Modern
Warzone
Warfare
base
3
health
Season 1
without
as well.
armor. Come on.
And what we've also done with that time to kill, so what you're going to notice is it's much more consistent across the board. So we've eliminated some of these spikes that we've had in the past because our modifiers, so we have modifiers on when you get a headshot, it does more damage. When you do a limb shot,
Yeah,
it
thanks
does
for
less
reducing the
damage. So
headshot
we kinda
multiplier. Like,
normalize
that
those
was
and close the gap between them.
insanely OP
Now,
in
what that allows
MW2.
for you as a player is you're able to really have this experience where it's consistent. So when you're putting bullets on target, it is now like you get that feeling, you get that rhythm back into your gameplay.
Dude, they
and you're
removed
able
an
to go
area unrest.
from combat to combat and start to feel that pace of combat, especially with our hit markers now. Like
There's like a pipe in the back of the spawn
you
you
haven't
could
had a
crawl
chance to
into,
listen
and
to them,
now
like,
it's
they're
gone.
fantastic. The audio team's done a great job with them.
Hit markers
We have
also fantastic.
Yeah, hit marker visuals as well. So you're also notice that headshot hit marker. So that's when that extra damage is going to come into play, and it's normalized across the board. So it is.
Yeah, see, it's gone right there. It's replaced by a shack.
Getting shot, like as soon as you start to see your screen light up red, you can pull away, you can get into cover, and really take that engagement in the way that you want to take that engagement.
Yeah, I think with those visual identifiers and with the audio cues, kind of taking that step forward a little bit, you certainly feels like you have a bit more time to evade, definitely.
Yes.
You have more survivability, you have more options with the freedom of movement
Yes, it certainly
to get out of combat. And that includes a new thing.
You got shot from
like
multiple
Sean called
directions.
tax stance.
Yes, tax
I'm trying to see what the time to
is
die
a
is.
fantastic addition.
No
to
one's
our
using
movement
tax stance,
as
so
well
why
as
isn't
what
anyone
you're doing
using
with
it?
tactical gameplay. It is a mix. It's right in between.
Is it lean?
Your aim
I
down
wanna
the
know.
sight, so you're very like pinpoint accuracy and your hip fire. So the hip fire is going to be that big spread that you have. And so what
Got
it allows
meleeed.
you to do is
Shit.
when you're in ADS, you can actually go in and toggle tax
We
stance.
just saw the UI pop up
Oh, sweet.
on
There
the
it is.
screen.
There's tax
Oh,
stance
thank
right
you.
there.
It's going to appear as down on the D-pad for those of
And
you
for any
watching
like
gameplay.
sweats out there, I think
So it's not
really
leaning.
important to note. This is kind of it takes like an assault rifle and turns
Did you
it
say
into
hold
almost
down
like a
on
little
that
bit of a
D-pad to
sub,
activate it? That
where you
sounds
kind of like
awful.
push corners a little bit more aggressively
Canted.
with it.
It's great for a CQB.
Yeah. So it feels like you're getting the best of both worlds with it, while also still obviously you're not going to get the full benefits of using an SMG.
And so those LMGs, like being able to take those longer range, when we talked earlier about Derail or some of the larger maps, like you want to be able to run a longer gun. So being able to take that in and then going to canted, going to tax stance, inside, indoors, going in those warehouses is a fabulous mechanic to have.
We just saw it here. We're seeing some.
Like, what's the benefit?
Yeah, and it is very good. Having used it myself,
He hasn't
can see
used it
the
himself.
application for it, and I think we're going to see some awesome outplay opportunities. Like players are going to go nuts with that feature.
It's also
They're talking about it, but
nice
they haven't
just
used
if you
it.
have
Oh,
a
no.
Specific playstyle, Adam, you mentioned it's really great for close quarters combat, which is personally what I have used it for.
What's
when I
this?
was
Who's he gonna bust?
playtesting
Oh, it's
with
Guardian.
you guys.
Look, guys, it's
But
Guardian.
I think it's there if you want it,
Please.
and if you're not into it, don't use it. You know, it's an option. It's again that optionality for players.
God, he just
to use how
exploded
they
into
engage with
confetti.
movement and all of these new fun toys that we're showing off in Modern Warfare 3.
And there are option settings for that tax stance. Right now, it's on the down D-pad. If you're not a controller masher, like I am, I get in there, I panic a little bit. There's options for you to allow you to put it on your stick, which, well, if you're not a keyboard and mouse player, and you can go in and it is much more like it is a skill at that point, being able to utilize that in those close quarters combat.
Well,
Adam, I see you studying gameplay intently.
yeah, but I
On
crouch
Rust
with
here.
my
What are
stick,
we seeing?
so.
And just talking about the options any player can use. Somebody was running a shotgun a second ago. Now we're seeing somebody with an AR. There's snipers up at the top of the tower. There's, on a map like this, that's
a lot of variety.
Yeah,
I'll just probably
really,
remap it
fast
to 0.
gameplay. You can still see it's viable for all different play styles, which is really exciting.
Yeah, there really
So
is
basically it's
nothing
like
better
MDiv19
than,
mounting.
Grabbing a shotty and just running around the map and
I mean,
playing like a
he
man.
just had the Renetti out. He's going ham with it.
Going
so
in.
You got all different.
I don't know what
options here.
tax
We're
stance
probably
is though.
gonna
Like,
see a lot of that
what is it used for? What's different about it?
Well, this has been
Besides
really
not
fun
using
to
your
check
optic.
out, and we have plenty more to watch.
It didn't look like they were
out here,
faster.
but we're going to take a quick break from the gameplay for a brief second. We actually wanted to mention an awesome partnership between Call of Duty and the Hundreds. Now, you're taking a look here. We should be seeing in a moment at a limited edition Call of Duty Hundreds
Blah,
clothing
blah,
line,
blah,
and
blah.
you have a chance to win one of
Oh,
these
actually, that's kinda cool.
50 sets.
It's,
So simple. All you
Ghost
gotta
with a
do
bomb.
Is follow at Call of Duty on
Like,
X or
it's a bomb
Twitter,
dressed up as
and
Ghost.
Make sure you tweet or post hashtag COD NEXT and hashtag sweepstakes for a chance to win one of 50 sets of the Ghost Bomb collection. So follow the channel, tweet the hashtags for a chance to win a set from this awesome lineup. And let's just go ahead and jump right back into the gameplay. And Greg, we'll toss one over to you here. So for anyone who has been playing Modern Warfare 2, right? We now know like their inventory. That's going to be making its way
Everyone
over
who's
to
playing
this
has not
game,
been
which
using
is
tax stance.
Really, really cool, and it creates that like value for that player. Like, hey, my time here was worthwhile.
Exactly, and it is all about honoring the player investment for us. Like we call this carry forward. We talked a little bit about it before.
That time to
We had
kill
some
looked
blog
fast
posts
there,
about
but
it.
maybe it was damaged.
But
I don't
with
know.
carry forward, all of your investment into Modern Warfare 2 is coming over into Modern Warfare 3. So any weapon that you unlock is
oh no, he missed again. Oh no.
3, so you can go ahead and use that. Any operator that you've purchased or that you've unlocked as well. So if you got that spawn operator,
thanks, dude, but I want my maps to go over.
The Battle Pass is coming with
I don't give a shit about my operator. Like,
day one, and it's
a first-person shooter, buddy.
And everything coming in. With your weapon level as well is available. All of your attachments, your camos are there.
If you completed your mastery camos.
Yeah, but the camos don't go to the new gun, so L plus ratio.
Don't worry, the grind is still there for the Modern Warfare 3 weapons because
yeah, the grind should be there for all weapons.
Completionist camos as well, that you can go in and grind your heart out for those.
They should have added a new mastery camo with its own like progression, right? And they should have put that progression on every single gun in the game.
Exciting to hear that,
like even the MW2 guns.
Grind is real. We'll be back on it before we know it.
Like if you already got gold on an MW2 gun, you should have been able to go for another gold camo on the new gun or on the new game. Sorry, not gun. I mean game.
Well, speaking of weapons, though, I love the fact that we're going to get carried forward. I like the fact that, you know, there's plenty as we're seeing here.
Yeah, of course you like it. Go on.
What other new weapons might we, you know, be treated to, I guess, moving forward here?
We have a bunch of new weapons coming in Modern Warfare 3. We have over 30 new weapons that you can experience, level, get new attachments for them. We have new global attachments as well that are available that you can use across all of your weapons.
Wow.
Yeah,
this is Skid Row, I think, right?
Weapons. And then we have
looks nice. I like the visuals. Oh, and it's like a this guy looks good.
If you don't mind me asking,
it's like cloudy and like dreary.
Take those weapons from MW2 and then bring them over
classic
to MW3
MW
and, like, really
oh yeah, it's been a fun challenge.
Yeah, that's one way to put it.
Yeah, it's been great, and being able to have all of those weapons and being able to have your arsenal come with you is an amazing.
I like that it's dreary but still clear. You know,
it's very important for us to honor our players and be able to, you know, take all of that. But you spent a year in this game. We need to bring that into the next game and allow you to be able to experience it and have fun and not set you back all the way. We still have, you know, 1 to 55. You're going to be able to level that again, and we have new content in there for you to
1 to
experience.
55.
All the bells and whistles is there. But being able to have those weapons, being able to make it work with all of the attachments. We're actually doing tuning on those weapons as well, so they're not going to be exactly the same. They're going to
get the balance pass.
Yeah, they're going to have the essence of the Modern Warfare 2 weapons, but they're not going to be one-to-one. You can actually go in, and our friends at Beanox have been able to put in detailed weapon stats for us, and you're going to be able to go in and look at all of those intricacies. Check out what their headshot multipliers are. Check out what their limb damage is.
Thank
all
you.
of that stuff.
Detailed weapon stats, boys.
Attachment tuning. Attachment tuning is coming.
Oh, good evening, Matt and Nick, and the other two.
Part of that carry
yeah, fantastic.
Whoever names there, I don't know.
Stuff. I think we're all just happy that, you know.
Are you talking about the people on screen? Well, good morning, Mr. Lanny. Good to see you.
Thank you so much.
I guess it's evening for you, but dude, I just woke up like a couple hours ago. Still in my pajamas.
I do love me some fun.
The barbs are thrilled. Kim, we are seeing some epic-looking skins and weapons on our creators here today. In fact, right now, if you look at the screen, check that out.
Yeah, this one looks brown.
Modern Warfare 3 Vault Edition. Can you give us some additional info?
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, happy to. So what you're seeing right now are the weapon
cool trailer
camos
footage
in our Vault Edition. There's a blue and
Vault
a red
Edition
version. So there's the Crimson Fate is what we're calling one of them, and the Carbon
Don't get
Fate
it, guys.
is the other.
It's not worth it.
And these will be applicable on 4 different weapons if you get the Vault Edition, plus all of their attachments. And they're reactive, so the better you do in the match, the more eliminations you get in a match, the more you'll start to see that.
Ooh, I like to see some
change on
gameplay of more gameplay of
and
Wasteland.
As you can see, also the operators have their own versions of this. These are the
yeah, and they look
Nemesis
horrible.
skins. So there is a blue version and a red version there. The blue version goes on Price and Ghost, and the red version goes on Warden and Makarov. Those are the 4 operators that get these skins. Same reactive text.
Is he just
so
a new guy?
A little bit of the silver metallic.
I really wish I could have spent your
skin come up on the hands and the torso.
Whoosh.
The better you do in the match.
I've seen a lot of Warden hype on the internet, so I think people are really excited
Yeah,
to
who's
see
Warden?
her
I
in
don't understand
action.
who that is.
And that skin in particular is awesome. But one thing about the reactive skins, to your point, these are performance driven, so that effect actually will scale back if you stop getting killed.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, got to do well. You want to streak? You want to.
Probably not buying this till it's 40 though, right? Good idea.
Need you to perform. So
I would blame you.
those,
It's
those will be awesome. People will be
pretty much a
popping off,
remake or a remaster
having these
right
awesome
now.
effects go around the map as well. And of course, those are in the Vault Edition.
Yeah, and you know, speaking of the weapons and diving into it a little bit more, I understand as well that there is also a new system that you guys.
Oh yeah, this was the waterfall I thought. Yeah, okay, so there's no swimming yet.
Right?
Okay.
Which that,
I knew there
we
was a
could dive
waterfall
little
on a
bit more
state.
into that, because
If you
that
guys saw
sounded
replay
really
modes last
fascinating
stream,
to kind of, like, maybe guns
I was talking about that,
play in a
and
different
yeah,
way,
there's a
just on
waterfall.
one part alone.
Okay, I wasn't crazy.
It is. Here
Good.
we're seeing a little bit of it where
gosh.
this is our LMG that has a bullpup conversion to it. So they're full conversion kits.
Dude, the
that
conversion
allow these
kits look
weapons
really
to
cool.
really go cross-class and to change up. They are meaningful.
It's kind of like Infinite
changes.
Warfare
That's a
epic
Renetti.
weapon variants where you
That's
could
a
just
Renetti
like
that is
select the
actually
epic weapon
turning into an
and
SMG
transforms it
with
into
this
a new gun
conversion kit. It's like a
that's
3D
still
printed
balanced,
part
you
on
know?
there.
No secondary.
No secondary. So what you do not, like, we have a gunner vest that allows you to take a primary as a secondary. You do not need to take that if you're swapping out your Renetti for that aftermarket part to make it into an SMG.
And one of the coolest things is how you
So hyped
unlock
for
these
Scrapyard,
amps. So we're
dude.
gonna
You are
see- we
evil.
call them amps.
I hate
We love
Scrapyard. I
acronyms
said it earlier
here,
in the
guys.
stream too. Like,
So we have 2 amps that are
Scrapyard
coming to
sucks.
beta, I believe.
I don't like
but
it.
How you're gonna unlock them at launch and beyond? You want to talk a little bit about those challenges?
So in beta,
Scrapyard's
they
probably
going
gonna
to
be my least favorite map in this game,
So
hands
at launch,
down.
they're actually we have a new system called weekly challenges.
Yep.
It is pretty much exactly as it sounds. There are challenges, a group of challenges that we release weekly.
Do they stay in the game?
It was like bi-weekly for a moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, but do they stay in the game? Do these weekly challenges stay in the game once they come out?
It is every week. And then the reward for getting all of those challenges for that week is an aftermarket part. So the first 3 weeks that the game is out, we have an aftermarket part reward for those, completing those challenges. You can then take that aftermarket part into the game and use that.
I think too. Again, it just the through line with Modern Warfare 3.
But how does it work?
Is player choice, is player freedom. It's on this new way to customize the experience and let the player kind of choose the way to have that. Their
Honestly,
own
red
play
dots
style
being like
reflected
the
in
default
guns,
on a map like
using the
this would be
amps.
very
It's
clutch
super
because this
exciting.
map is very open.
Yeah, it definitely is. As
Less,
we're
like,
gonna continue
lane-based.
to take, just more of a look and enjoy.
Then again,
the
red dots
game
went
as
to save you from
players
that
continue
death,
to run
huh?
around and get into some more shenanigans, playing some domination here as well on a state. I've done that many times. So this is again, it still just baffles my mind that I'm looking at these maps in 2023.
Oh,
and
interesting. So
I'm
the
just
actual
excited to
estate
play
building
them.
is a lot
Yeah,
different
and
from
even the
Halo's
movement. I'm just
Lighthouse
excited to play
estate.
them then as I am now.
Like they blocked off some
that-
rooms. Like you
that
can
is
go
such a
straight through this
wonderful
hallway
feeling
into
to
the
have.
balcony now.
And then also on top of that,
yeah, this
too,
room
just
has
to
like
see
a
the way
loop.
that players can interact with the ways you build your classes. I really do like what you guys did with the perk system and how you contextualized it and made it
I like that it wasn't one-to-one
in
in MW2.
a desire to kind of just make it a bit more grounded, or what was the I guess the design choice on that, rather than just going with pictures on a screen? You guys went for something quite bold.
Yeah, I mean, I think it really
I
was
know you
a
hate
big part of the
Scrapyard.
context for the players.
Yeah.
It's not just a UI menu with choices, that were
Yeah.
sort of ambiguous. It was a little bit, we wanted to make sure that you brought in your
Yo,
fighting
Lenny,
mode
what do you actually
carrier,
rate
right?
Scrapyard out of
Talked
10?
about
Let me know.
Internally is
For real.
is this thing where every piece of gear that you brought in did something meaningful for your loadout selection.
Yeah.
So perks was a big part of that, and we got a chance to look at the gear items that all inspired
It seems
by
like there's only
real-world
3 perks, but I thought
military
there was
tech
going to be like
Yeah.
4 or 5.
items, and we were able to really figure out what goes with what and what are the remixes we want to make, and we think we came up with a really good and interesting field of choices in our perks this year.
So I don't know if you guys can see it. We're
Show 'em
taking a
off,
look around the room
please.
as well. We actually have a 2-story streaming tower. I'm gonna call it.
Yeah, I
tower.
did notice that.
Pretty epic in here.
I would
it's
love to go in the
absolutely
second
wild
story
here, and
one day.
everyone's very focused on their
Imagine that.
It all of a sudden. Oh hi.
Imagine
oh,
that
hey,
guy
that's
seeing me
us.
on here.
Oh hey.
Yo,
Hey, guys. GG's.
Hello.
So we've got this big giant.
What do you mean,
room
GG's?
Filled with Modern Warfare 3, filled with awesome creators from all over the world, and as Ted Timmons would say, the vibes are good. We're gonna hear Ted talk about
Nice.
vibes.
I do want to point out that
Infected
screen
0.
you're looking at there, that
Dude, Infected
logo,
was
the Modern
okay,
Warfare,
and
that's a screen.
and
That-
Scrapyard,
like,
what are
and
you
behind
doing?
there are all the players that are
Okay.
behind that screen, which is so cool.
Oh,
I
this
didn't even know
estate
there was a
building
thing that
was
you could
so
do.
pretty, like,
15 years in this industry,
oh.
still continuously to be shocked by new tech that comes out all the time.
This is Call of
Beautiful
Duty, baby.
cabin.
Yeah, you guys go big. I respect it.
Cutting edge.
Yeah, I love it. Love to see it here. We get a few of these games wrapped up. But there's
At the start of the stream, they
sense in
showed like the
room of,
list of
alright,
stuff
Q
they were gonna
next.
go over, but
next,
I don't know what
go
they're on right now.
It's so fun to play.
Perks maybe?
Every day
Slash
I come
maps?
into the office
I don't know.
and I boot up the game, get into a match as quickly as
Oh, look at this
possible,
optic.
and start
A
playing.
circular reflex. That's like very
And it
like
is just fun
World
to
War
watch
II /
them
Vanguard-esque,
play as well,
you know?
because there's so many things that they're doing. Like
It's kinda
earlier, we were
neat.
watching a circuit around the
I know
estate.
Lad that knows
And
stuff
that
was wanting
movement
some more
just
World War
looks
II
so
variants
hot
of
going
weapons in this
through it.
game.
So, like, being
So I
able
hope
to
he's
man that, being
happy.
able to-
I like the new aesthetic on this map too. Like it's
sprint
got
when
some
you're tac
snow.
sprinting. We actually
Very
increase
nice.
the mantle speed so it feels more fluid as you're going across, and we're regenning your tac sprint as you're sprinting as
How fast
well.
is health
I also
regen?
saw a couple people pop off with Battle Rage. So Battle Rage is back.
Battle
Seems
Rage
kinda
is back.
slow.
It's actually moved into the tactical slot.
Yes.
So it is very powerful. So if you take that,
Yeah, he's using the Macrout skin.
we have an awesome
But it's a good
vest
Macrout
engineering
skin,
vest
so
that
hell
allows
yeah.
you to take 2 tacticals. As maybe we didn't touch on the vest.
Actually,
quite
yeah,
a
let's
bit.
talk about
Let's
the
talk
vest.
about some of the
Yeah.
vests.
Yeah,
Yes,
so
please.
the vest is
Please do.
is a really big piece of that. Like it is our main core piece of gear. Kim touched on how we contextualized everything. That vest
Oh, it's
is
so cool.
contextualizing
I like that the
what
EMP
you're
drone actually
actually
works like the
putting
Tarnade from
into
Infinite
the game.
Warfare.
So it's going to dictate
It just goes straight to where you throw
your
it.
tacticals, what tactical slots you have, how many you can take, how many lethals you can take, how many, well, you get one boot and you get one glove.
Yeah.
So you can't take multiple gloves.
Snowmobile.
But how many gear slots you can actually have. So with the engineering vest that I just mentioned, you're getting 2 tacticals that you can take
At the cost of your lethal.
at the cost of your lethal, and you also gain another gear slot.
Awesome.
And
Two
that gear
tacticals
slot
at
is
the cost
super
of your
important because that gear slot is where
Interesting.
all of your intelligence perks lie.
Interesting.
So those are things like what we used to call hardline or high alert sit in that slot, and now you can take both of them at the same time and really have that advantage.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And there are 4 vests to choose from
Yep.
at the moment. I believe.
Correct. In beta, there are 4, yeah.
4. So in beta, there are 4. Expect to see those tomorrow. Infantry vests, engineer vests. Seen a lot of people running infantry vests today. In fact, right here at the moment, we just got a peek at the loadout.
That
so
is going to
seems
allow
good.
your tac sprint to regen faster. It is the core. Like if you're familiar with Call of Duty, I imagine most of our people watching are. That is your core loadout. So you have your your normal 3 perks, and you get your tactical, lethal, primary, secondary.
Yep.
And what's cool about the vests is they actually have perks baked into them. So with the infantry vest baked in right away, you're getting that tac sprint refresh even faster, and also a little bit of an extended time there. And one of the things that we've done across the board is we've increased that tac sprint, and we've also allowed you to have much more faster ADS strafe speeds as well in there.
Yeah, I do like how you guys have managed to take a lot of the vests and stuff and then
Better
make it
strafe
also
speed
combine
sounds
with other
good.
things, or like really have everything kind of synergized together and have you create like the optimal build here. It's quite customizable.
And it's really helped out a lot with how we balance the game in that sense, because now what we've done is we've let you take more than we normally do, but we've also balanced that out with what you can't take in that same
They're
moment.
trade-offs.
Yeah.
Very clear trade-offs. I think
Yeah,
what you're
good.
talking
Thank
about,
you.
selecting the vest, selecting the boots. It's going to come at a
At least they
cost,
put some
and
thought
that's
into it, you know?
where the
That's
balance
good.
lies.
Yeah, and we love that we are going into these matches. You're making decisions. You have to make those decisions before you go in, and really, have consequences if you're choosing wrong.
Yes,
and
that is
learn
what
from it and
trade-offs
go
are.
back and make new decisions.
So I can't change those in match, correct?
You can change them.
I can't change that was a trick.
The consequences. The consequences are,
Go hide
we want you to
somewhere.
be in
Yeah, I was
control.
like,
of
what?
You'll still have to live with the consequences of your actions.
I always
for
do.
that moment.
I'm glad that we can edit classes mid-match now. What a good change.
Let's
Glad we
talk-
aren't
I haven't
reversing
seen
that.
anybody get one yet. I've seen a couple of streaks pop off, but I'm wondering about kill streaks.
Yeah.
If we have any personal favorites at the desk here.
Well, for sure. I mean, the equipment selection.
I've seen the
we have on
Guardian and the
Modern
new
Warfare 3 is
Juggernaut so
much fun.
far.
I think my personal favorite. We'll start with the Breacher drone, which is
Yeah.
actually a lethal. It's in your lethal.
Oh, that's
slot.
the-
So it's
the-
basically
the
a handheld
AMP 45.
drone that you pull out. And it's
I'm glad
just
that's back.
Slow flying
The
down
SMG.
the hallway. You can clear dom points, hard points, and wipe out an entire enemy squad with it.
You want a 4-piece?
Yeah.
Equip the Breacher
It's
drone.
yeah.
That's your
Breacher
option.
drone.
It'll explode on impact. The counter to that one, though, it's slow moving enough. You can shoot it down if you see it in the sky coming at you.
There you go.
So in addition to that, we have a
That's cool.
mosquito drone, which you shoot into the air, and it basically encircles an area and then dive bombs an enemy when an enemy approaches that area.
I will in fact say that my experience with the mosquito drone has been quite like as annoying as a real mosquito. They plagued me in matches when I've play tested, and so I'm
Mosquito drone sounds really cool. Like I like the name.
tricky, yeah.
It also sounds like the dart, so I'm not sure if that's
We
gonna
have
be
something
fun
called the
to go up
ACS,
against.
which is affectionately called the capture bot on the dev team. So it's basically this box that you throw down on a dom point or hard point, and it'll capture the point for you. So you can
I heard about that
cover
in
and
the
then
leak.
let it capture
Sounds
the
cool.
point for you. So when enemies come to try to take it, you can take them out from behind cover. So just yesterday, I had an awesome match where I put down an ACS on a dom point and then shot a mosquito drone in the air that was patrolling. So I just like hung back and watched the whole thing unfold. An enemy rolled in there to try to get my ACS out, and then the mosquito drone got it, and I didn't have to do anything. I was just like, that's right. That's all my equipment doing
You're
the
like, I have
That's cool.
crafted the master plan
Yeah.
to capture this point.
I was pretty proud of myself. It was
I like
pretty
that you
epic.
can do that. That sounds really fun.
To drop a nuke and have a big game. You know?
Yeah.
And I like that the mosquito drone only is available in a certain area. It doesn't go over the whole map like in BO2.
No, it was an awesome moment. So yeah, we just have a bunch of fun stuff coming in terms of lethals, tacticals, field equipment, streaks. We have the Guardian that gets a lot of love. It's basically the
Skid Row really reminds me of, or is this Skid Row? Whatever map this is, it really reminds me of a map from Ghosts. I think it was called Tremor.
The beam that it shoots out.
It doesn't actually eliminate players. For those of you who are going to stay tuned for Warzone later, which is hopefully all of you, I think we're going to see a lot of the Guardian in Battle Royale later. But it is that aerial denial, not necessarily getting the eliminations, but eliminating the players who are affected.
It's got like a lot of alleys.
It's almost like a stun grenade.
Yeah.
Buildings that kind of look like
and we
this
have something
too.
called the comm scrambler
Two-story
that
buildings.
you throw down, and it's basically it creates like the ghost perk in a certain area. So it wipes out enemy communication. So
wait, what does?
enemy UAVs won't work. Like everybody won't show up on the mini-map in this certain area. But the counter to that is like everyone can see
the active area. Yeah.
Exactly.
So you'll get ghost, I believe you said, if you're inside the vicinity of the comm scrambler, but you can
The
see
comm
where it's
scrambler.
active on the map. So expect to be.
Is that like a new counter UAV?
Everybody knows where it is. They just you're kidding in that bubble for a little while.
Which could be very useful indoors. I think that's a
Oh, yeah.
that's a very cool tool to have. So, but before we wrap up the convo here on
That
Core
guy's
66,
aim looked-
I wanted
Ooh.
to ask
Ouch.
you about ranked play.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, ranked play.
What can you tell us? And can you give us any little details
Okay.
on when we can expect to see ranked
It's not at
multiplayer
launch.
in
We can.
Modern
So
Warfare 3?
our friends at Treyarch are on the case again with ranked play. They do a
Treyarch
fantastic
again?
job with it. We love partnering with them on it. And they're going to bring that experience, update it, modernize it from Modern Warfare 2, bring that forward, and then for Season 1.5.
I mean, it's on the same
which is,
engine. It's not like you're doing too much,
mid-one-
right?
Mid-season one.
Sometime during season
We'll-
one.
We will
yeah.
have it out,
Later in season one.
and that's when it's going to launch. Because if we want enough time where players can get familiar with everything, they can understand what's
makes
happening
sense.
within the game, and start to build those restrictions within the game. And you can find out more from Treyarch as we go through development.
As we
on
get
it.
closer, we're going to be talking more about it, but excited
Fair
to say that
enough.
later in Season 1, we will have a ranked play coming to multiplayer in Modern Warfare 3. But that wraps up our core 6v6 gameplay for the day. We're going to see the folks behind us switch over. We've got an exciting new mode to talk about that we're going to get to here in a
Is
second.
it war?
It's called Cutthroat. It is awesome. There's so much to get
new
into
6v6
there.
game
But
mode?
first, we have
That
a
sounds
quick
fun.
special announcement for all
I
of our
love
PlayStation
those.
players out there like me. Take a look.
PlayStation supremacy. God. Is this the Warzone 2 map?
When they speak of me,
Oh, this is the freaking operator trailer. Yeah, guys, PlayStation gets a new operator. Yay.
c'est mignon.
Oh, what the fuck is that mask?
That's cute.
Ew. Looks like Ant-Man. And they still are doing the visual effects. Like, there's too many visual effects in these trailers. The blue and the red ones. Blech. As a PlayStation player, I will not be using this skin. Thank you, thank you.
I couldn't break.
Alright.
PlayStation
releasing the PlayStation exclusive lockpick operator pack, including the Van Goated lockpick operator skin, the American
Van Goated, what does that mean?
Starry knife melee weapon blueprint. Lockpick is a cunning art feat with noble motivations and an exciting new operator to come to Modern Warfare 3. PlayStation players can get the lockpick operator by pre-ordering the Modern Warfare 3 on the PlayStation Store with the items playable at the game's launch on November 10th. I didn't know she was a PlayStation exclusive operator. This is my main in all the playtests. I auto-lock lockpick. It is how it is.
Did you know she was an art thief?
I didn't know she was an art thief. I was like, Thomas Crown Haver, hello,
An art
it's
thief?
me.
Is this a real person?
But we're about to head into live gameplay action
The historical
for a brand
person?
new mode
Oh.
coming to Modern Warfare 3 multiplayer. But
Okay.
first, a couple of words from our sponsors.
I mean, the lore is neat, I guess, around the characters, but it's not that interesting at the same time.
We're all gamers. TCL. Play like a pro on the
Like
big
BO3
screen
started
with
it, it's
TCL
neat to read their
Q-Class
bios, but
QLED
like,
TVs,
eh.
up to 98 inches. Movement, the official timekeeper of Modern Warfare 3. Go to
Oh, these are actual watches. $348, holy moly.
Backbone, level up your play with
I thought they were
Backbone
in-game
and
watches.
Call of Duty Warzone Mobile.
Jesus
and
Christ,
Lovesac.
those are way too
Lovesac
expensive.
Stealth Tech is a proud partner of Call of Duty Next, bringing unparalleled immersive surround sound to your at-home gaming experience.
Welcome back to Call of Duty Next here at the Creators Arena. Everyone's getting ready to hop into the brand new mode,
yeah.
Cutthroat. And this is going to be a unique
Cutthroat,
one
okay.
because it's 3v3 action. So you
Oh, that's what it is. Okay, so yeah, we've seen this in the trailer.
There's a lot of threes in it.
Yesterday.
It's fun to say.
It is. It is. It is hard
3v3 v3. I thought it was 2v2v2, but I guess not.
So you're there.
Interesting. I think it's going to be pretty shit on Rust, which is what they showed it off on
it is inspired
yesterday,
by
but
gunfight. Like,
it should be good on
you're
other maps.
actually, like, it is a very competitive mode. The thing that we like about it is
I think
it
this mode
plays
was from
on
like
all of our
BO2 or
fantastic 16
BO1.
launch maps
It's not a new mode.
that are there, and you get to play them in a new way. So in the past, like TDM, you're spawning at either side of the map. What Cutthroat is allowing us to do is put these triangular spawns in. So because they're 3 different teams, you now have 3
I'm pretty sure it was in BO2.
triangle. You know, math, somewhere in there.
Geometry, brother.
Simple maths.
Yeah. And so it allows you to experience these maps in a way that you've never experienced before, which is part of that modernization that we like to talk about in the maps. And it's a fun experience to have, super competitive, and it's one life to live mode. It's very fun.
You can regen your down teammates, though. If you see
Yeah, so you
one
got
of
the
your homies
revives.
get downed, yeah, you can go over there and revive them. That's a fun little way to, you know, come back after.
What led you guys
falling
to
behind.
want to make this mode? What was the inspiration behind it?
It was gunfight
BO2?
in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
Gunfight, of course, is 2v2.
2v2 is
this
gunfight.
really
Yeah,
taking
and
that
it's
to the
played on
next level.
separate maps. It's
Yep.
played on
Please
different
replace
maps. So what we wanted
2v2
to do
gunfight
is
with
be able
this.
to
That would be
really
great.
Focus on the 16 maps
Then you
that
could
we had at
focus on
launch
more
and be able to
6v6
have a
maps, you know?
mode that is as exciting, as competitive, as gunfight in there, and really bring something new to the table too. So our players can go out and have fun and enjoy a new experience with their squad.
Yeah,
and you can take your loadout this time. So,
Yes,
yeah,
that's
so
what I was going to say.
gunfight, yeah, right,
Unlike Gunfight, we're not providing the squads with weapons. You can actually bring your blueprints and your loadout with you.
Yep.
Sounds
And
interesting.
sweaty.
It is a sweaty.
I am so excited to see these guys play it because they're
I like
awesome
the
in the game
idea of
anyway.
having like
We
more
see,
than 2
Dr.
teams on a
Lugo
map.
Here. He is
Like, it sounds
on
fun.
Cutthroat, and of course the objective, the capture point at the end, is
already there. Yep.
As long as it isn't Rust.
You can't get downed, but you and
Oh,
picked up
good.
by teammates.
Pinging is
What happened?
back.
Anymore.
Thank
Not
you.
anymore. So now when you're eliminated, you're out. That's it. You got to wait for the next round.
Yeah, you gotta wait.
No
The
respawn.
rounds are quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They go really, really fast. We spent a lot of time making sure that you just weren't sitting there with, you know, dead air, essentially, watching your teammates have fun. And that flag there is now available,
Ooh.
so they can go and capture that flag. Whoever, well, they
Ooh.
got eliminated, but
Did he get
whoever gets that
wall-banged
flag
from a
first,
far distance?
just like Gunfight is going to do it.
Okay.
Ooh.
Between rounds, though, we
he
rotate
got
where that
grenaded.
flag is because, again, geometry.
And
that
wall-banged.
triangle.
Okay.
Right. We could put it in the center
Maybe.
every time, but it
Nah,
gets a
he
little
just shot
difficult.
through the window,
Yeah.
I think. I cannot wait to use this, the
like, actually
M45
interact
again.
More in the map, right?
Yeah.
Or the
Exactly.
MacTav,
And
whatever you want to call it.
Again, you're experiencing
It's
these
fun.
maps in brand new ways.
I miss it.
It is a lot of fun to have in there.
It used to be like the best weapon in
That
the
guy's
OG
got
MW 2 and 3.
Really cool hair.
He does.
I was gonna
He
say
looks like
something,
the
but
one
as a
operator from
person who
last
has
season,
none, I
right?
figured I would refrain from it.
No, I feel like if anything, awesome. It looks a lot like the operator Oz in Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah, Oz. That's the guy.
Oh, here we go.
Back into Cutthroat again. I'm very interested
That's what I
in
was
these
thinking of, too.
smaller game modes because I think it just creates opportunities for you to have like those real like intense interactive moments.
It's
right?
very intimate, and you get
It's
to,
very
you know, you get
intimate.
situations like this where you're
Lovey-dovey,
trying
even.
to figure out like how to use your, you could pop smoke here, and really just understand because you're
Is
there's
that a
this
new
tension
default
that's
Milsim
building around, like,
operator?
when is this flag
Hell
gonna
yeah.
pop?
Yeah.
When do I want to go in? When does I want to have my team rush in?
Is that what you
I-
do? You
I
would
believe
throw
that's it.
smoke? You'd throw smoke right here, Greg?
No, there's no reason to throw smoke right here because you're
Why
gonna
not?
wait for the flag to
I would throw a
there's no
smoke.
picture
I'd throw a smoke on the objective, then I'd run into the estate building because like that's a power position.
I love this guy's strat.
Like this position's
Good
not
strat.
too bad, but also it's like
we have the EM,
you don't have
EMD
too much
grenade,
cover
which
to
would be
work
great
with.
in this situation because you just throw it out, pop it, and then if you get another player on the team, that they're going to show up constantly on your mini map for your entire team.
So it's
Obviously, it'd be good to have one
a little
person
bit like
staying
a
back,
snapshot,
but
but it actually is going to
I would go to the
stick
building.
the enemy player.
It does.
That player will then get a prompt. You might be able to tear it off, I believe.
Yeah, you just.
Oh
pull
god,
it
is
right
that
out.
the
But it'll
seeker
track you
grenade from
around the map
BO4
and,
again?
Like, have way more visibility on the enemy squad there.
Sounds
It can be
nasty.
Very, very
Be
clutch.
very overpowered if you
I hope you can pull it off really fast.
That's the thing I haven't seen actually was the thermo barrack grenade. Because I actually do like that one because it's kind of like a Molotov, but like on steroids. So it just like does a big
No,
move,
please
and
no
then it
more
also has
thermite or
areas
whatever you
now
call
as
it,
well.
the
Yeah, it has
incendiary
very
grenade from
silent.
Vanguard.
It bounces,
None of
so
that,
it will
please.
not detonate on impact. So you can throw it around corners. You can throw it under cars.
Get that frag effect.
Yeah, yeah, and it adds a little bit of additional damage to explosives after the fact. So even if you
Oh, nice,
survive
there's
the initial blast
revives
of
in
that
this too.
one,
I like
right,
that.
It's gonna get taken out pretty easily afterwards.
Lupo just hit a clutch headshot.
Unless that
He
was
is
last
now-
stand,
he
then
picked up a
you.
teammate, and we're swapping over to Favela.
Cool.
Favela is an interesting map.
I love this map.
People complain about safe spaces, bruh. That guy just hid in a
Out of
safe
these
space in
five
the
we're
alley.
playing today,
Yeah.
I have to go with Favela. I just, I know there are a bunch of high-rise stands amongst us. Yeah.
I too am a Favela
God, the people that
stand.
hated
But,
MW19
look at
just.
it. This is beautiful.
Greg, you're
Come
the
on.
tiebreaker here.
Oh.
We've got 2 for high rise. 2 for Favela.
Oh, these guys are AFK.
Okay,
What the heck?
Oh, okay. All right.
Can't give any of
That's
them
no
up.
favorite children.
But
Here we go.
Favela is quite awesome with all of the movement, with everything that's
Oh,
happening.
Favela's gonna be good on this new
And
mode.
high rise is also
Oh, come
great.
on, Greg.
I forget what they called it.
They're all unique in their own way.
You know
So yeah,
what? I'm
the
switching
vest
my
looks
vote
like
to
it's
State.
okay. So let's say you get 3
You're gonna
perks
get
plus a
low.
vest, so
Look at that,
it's
you
like
split
4
the vote.
perks.
How could you?
Kind of.
How could I know.
I think I love Favela because remember that play I was talking about doing with like the capture bot and the mosquito drone that was on Favela.
Yeah.
There it is.
That's why it's got a special place in my heart.
I like the little second floor store that I believe you guys have opened a window up. That
She-
wasn't
did she jump from, like, a
necessarily there
third
before, so
floor
you
and
kinda see
live?
down the hill.
Yeah, and I am
Could
trash.
be any new window.
What?
Well, no. I'm sorry. I might have misspoken. I thought it just was more open than it was previously.
Oh, yeah, it's
yeah.
possible
Okay.
we allowed you to mantle out of it.
Yep.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a lot of
Like
those
I
things that
like
are
the
in
idea
that
of reducing fall
metrics-wise,
damage,
like,
but I feel like you
metrics have
should
changed
still
in
die at a
just, like,
certain
how long
point.
our-
Like
how
3
large our
stories,
doors
come
are.
on.
Yeah.
We actually
That's
have the
pretty
doors
high.
in here. I know not everybody's thrilled with that, but it is a fun
2 stories you should live,
It adds a lot,
and get
especially
your
with the
damage
cutthroat,
reduced,
because now you're
right?
peeking those.
But you should live either way.
For your advantage
It
in there.
shouldn't just make
We
it so
feel
you
that
can't
they
die
add a
from
lot
fall
to the
damage.
gameplay.
And I bring the window up only because, to your point earlier, it's those small touches.
I don't know if
that you
I'm-
guys have
if I said, but
really
I'm talking
brought
about
to
one of
these
the perks
maps
in the
that
game.
Make them feel unique and different.
The feather
and
falling boots
modern,
perk.
for the type of gameplay we're going to see here in Modern Warfare 3.
Yeah. Well, while we have a moment and we're looking at Cutthroat, let's talk about some of the other
Cutthroat,
modes
that's the
as
name.
well.
Okay.
Ground War is one that I want to talk about. We touched on.
Is
a
it
little bit
OG Ground
earlier on.
War,
I
or
wanna
is it the new
dive
one?
back into it again because it's.
'Cause,
back
I
in
mean, if
Modern
it's
Warfare
OG, like, I
3.
like my
You got
8 to the
large
8.
scale maps that are going to be coming at
9v9,
at launch.
10v10.
And, I guess Kim, give us
Those
a
are good.
rundown on Ground War because I'm very excited for this.
Yeah, I mean, we're so happy that Ground War's coming back in Modern Warfare 3. Again, this is our big 32v32 mode. It's the biggest battle that we have in the multiplayer experience. And we will be showcasing 3 new Ground War maps at launch,
is
with
this building?
2 of them being playable in the open beta.
Ooh.
I believe that's the Levin Resort that we just saw there.
Yeah, right. So in the beta, we have Popov Power and Orlov Military Base.
Orlov Military
Yeah, but
Base.
these-
Orlov.
yeah, you gotta-
Sounds
Yeah.
like
Yeah, we also have a few new vehicles. So during the open beta, you'll be able to play, I
Arklov.
believe, 2 new vehicles for Modern Warfare 3 with
Like
more to come
Orlov
at
and
launch
and
and during live seasons.
Arklov.
That's right.
Gosh.
Awesome. And we mentioned it
Tongue
a bit
twister.
earlier, but War Mode is returning. In
Oh, it's
addition to
Raid Away.
Ground War, the
Apparently.
favorite from Call of Duty World War II, will be
From
coming
the
back
little kill feed.
with Modern Warfare 3.
It is awesome, and it is the attack defend mode. Adam spoke a little bit about it earlier, but you are Task Force 141 trying to take down the Coney group that has taken over a military base. They are launching ICBMs, and you
Oh,
are
dude, Ward mode
getting
in like
your
a modern
tank
setting
out
seems to be
there,
really good.
escorting your tank through a downtown area.
You can do so much
and
more
just
than like World War
having
II.
a blast doing it, and not to have a blast with the ICBMs as well.
Good pun. Good ICBM pun there.
Yeah, there was. It was trying to come out, and it just didn't happen.
Yeah, I saw what you were doing there. I liked it. Yeah.
Stream
And
lagging a
also,
little
there was
bit.
a really
Sorry.
cool tank on screen that was just causing utter mayhem.
Right.
So that's what we care about.
Yeah,
It is that attack defense scenario where you are escorting that down the path, and it is a very linear combat. You have very clear lines of sight, clear battle lines. That's the gameplay that we're going for.
6v6, 5v5? What's the...
What's that?
6v6.
C4?
Okay, yeah,
Yeah,
nice.
so it is classic war mode, if we all remember what classic
Oh, this
war
is
mode
field
is. But
upgrade.
it is
What
linear
was it?
objectives. There's 3 sets of them, and it is a fantastic experience that we're excited for players to get
Maybe
their
it was like an
hands
EMP
Lots to look forward to.
EID.
Ain't that the truth? A very, there's just so many options.
I don't know.
Which is the thing that really sticks to me. Like, if you don't want to jump in with your friends and just, play regular matchmaking, you could do war mode. You could do ground war. Was that, it feels like that was the mission of the studio here, to like really
sure.
give players that ability to just like,
Dude, just add
make
war
the
mode.
decision. Go with
Don't
your
even
friends,
add
play
ground
what you
war.
And like I mentioned about some of the new maps coming in live season, we have a bunch of new modes planned for live season as well that we're looking forward to sharing very soon.
Cool.
All right, well,
If you want ground
all
war, just
for
go
it.
to
I want to thank you
MW2.
guys so much for joining
come on.
us here today to share Modern Warfare 3 with the world. And that is going to wrap it up
Give the
for
COD
the
some
MW3
differences.
multiplayer segment of the show. Once again,
Really?
a big thank
That's
you to
it?
Adam, Greg, as well
Aw.
as Kim for joining us here. But now we're going to head over to one of my favorite people. It's Maven, who's got a couple streamers that he's going to be putting in the
I like
hot and
his
ready
jacket.
seat presented
Ooh.
by Little Caesars. Trust me, it's as hilarious as it sounds. Maven, who you got?
Thank you. When I thought about being hot and ready, the first thing that came to mind was my guy Legion.
Hey, I'm really proud to be the other ball guy on stage
Hey,
today.
I'm hot and
We're doing
ready.
it. We're doing it.
It looks beautiful. Listen, the first thing you said to me is
Oh,
how
gosh.
fun this is, and you're like, I'm feeling like I'm 18 again, out frying.
Listen, I'm cranking out energy drink burps right now. I'm 30, I'm feeling 18. I just smoked Biffle. Where's he at? I don't know where he's
Okay.
at. Guy's incredible, but I smoked him with a shotgun. I'm feeling alert right now, Maven.
I can tell the second you sat down, like, my guy is locked. What have you loved the most so far about just getting in, diving into MW3?
Brother, all the fun stuff is really fun. The shotguns, the new tags, the new lethals, where I'm just out here doing anything to just make everybody angry. It's just angry as possible. I'm zooming.
Well, was this like, was
It's
it
the
a bit of a
zoomer.
surprise at first, like when you got in, like how much fun you were having? Like, is it
He's zooming around the map.
expectations?
Listen, I was 16 when Modern Warfare 2 came out. So all these maps that we were playing in Modern Warfare 3 right now, throwing back, bro, it's just like you picked it right back up again, and I'm body. I don't know, it's so fun.
You're a talented and very handsome guy. Now let's talk about the chair. This is the hot.
I was
and ready
probably
seat
7,
presented
I
by Little
think, right?
Caesars. We were a
When
little bit
MW2
worried
came out.
about what this is going to be able to handle,
original?
especially if I tried to sit on your lap. But this is the hot
my
seat,
God.
dude. You like yourself
my
some
God.
pizza?
Listen, I was a little worried that
pizza
the
chair?
cardboard capacity, I'd be a little overweight. But I'm feeling really good right now, and I feel like you and I together in this hot seat together, it's just too much hotness. Too much attention. If our bald heads connect one more time, the venue lights shut down.
It comes in pairs of 2, I guess.
Speaking
Also,
of that, we gotta
spider.
get out of here.
Oh.
Let's get this over to Ship Legion. Thank you so much, buddy.
Oh, there's just always comedy with
Spider,
two bald
that's a
guys
deal.
in the mix. But yeah, I hold
The
Chips
heck?
here with the one and only Shotzi. I got to start with the fun question first. I mean, just enjoyment
Let's go
level.
now.
How are you enjoying the game to this point?
This game is
You
amazing,
guys
man.
just
I have
witnessed me
nothing but good things to
sneeze
say
and
about
then
this game. I love the movement,
kill a beetle with a
everything
fly
about it. It's got,
swatter.
like,
All right, you set
Hi,
me up
hi,
for, like, the
Jason.
perfect segue. Have
Just
you
stopping
found
by.
ways to finesse
I'm
the
super
movement
happy
system
right
yet?
now.
'Cause I know going into
The perk
beta,
system
that's
seems
one
like
of
it's
your main
almost
goals, to find
exactly what
ways
we
to
did in the video.
completely
Yeah,
overbalance the
dude.
movement system. How are you feeling so far
Seems
about how this game moves?
pretty
It
similar,
moves
yeah.
smoothly than any other COD I've
I
played.
think-
I feel like it has a mix of like
So I don't know what they're talking about right now, so I'll just talk over them. I think they have like 3 perks, right? Which are like the boot slash knees, the gloves, and the head helmet. And then you got like a field up, not field upgrade. You got like a wild card. It's basically your
and I feel like that's meta right now.
You got the wild card that is basically the vest.
Now, getting into the competitiveness, I mean, last year,
I'm gonna listen to what they're saying now.
Skill gap, where is it going to be? Do you feel like movement is going to be one of the main focus points for those trying to take their game to the more competitive level, or where do you think that the competitive skill gap is going to be for this game?
So yeah, definitely movement. I feel like slide canceling obviously is going to be very OP, and then I feel like the aces in this game is actually
that's kind of why people didn't like it.
Not
It was
as
too
sticky
OP.
as other games. I feel like mid and far range, it's actually not as sticky. So that's definitely interesting.
Fair enough, Shotzi. Thanks so much, my man. Of course, you can check him out on his stream. And, well, with that, we're going to go back up to Miles and Lottie to give us their thoughts on what they just saw with multiplayer before we come back with the team from Treyarch to give us our first look
What
at
did he do to the camera? What finger was
Modern
that?
Warfare Zombies. But first, a quick word from our sponsors.
Call of Duty
Oh, Zombies next. Okay, cool.
Little
Have to get back to work. I'm super excited though. Okay.
Call of Duty Next and Modern Warfare 3.
Got a little Caesar's ad here, dude. Hope you enjoy the COD Next event after you're done work. But have a good day, man. Thanks for stopping by. I can't wait to play the beta. Like, this sounds really cool. Like, I really want to test out the new perk system and see all the new areas they've changed on the old maps too. Like, I did notice they changed Rust a little bit.
Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back to Call of Duty Next. My name is Miles Ross. I'm joined here in the fireside chat. I've got one Praggy, we got OVP, we got Nameless, and we have Alley Cat on the corner there. We are going to be, I suppose reacting is one way to put it now, but like...
Oh, I've seen that guy before on the left.
I've ever had to work in my life. I've never been this excited about a COD.
He's done previous
like,
events
Legion hit the nail on the head. I'm 18 again, 34
announcing
in skin,
stuff,
but 18 in Gunny. Lottie, first impressions. Lay it on, Miguel.
Oh gosh, I mean, how cool is
Lay
this?
it
I
on,
think
mate.
you get that element of nostalgia,
Nostalgia!
the new kind of newness from the game as well. It's refreshing, all in one. I mean, for me, I think it's got to be about the fact that you can kind of almost customize what you want to do, what type of player you want to be in game. I mean, it starts with movement.
But yeah, Jason, they've
and
shown
then
off
you
the
look
war
at
mode too a
perk
little bit
system,
too.
But there's a balance there as well, and I'm just
I'm
so
glad that they
excited
confirmed
to
it.
see what type of player, first of all, I'll be, but especially our 2 MP experts over here, Nameless, Ali. I mean, you guys not only talk about multiplayer for a living, but you guys play it day in, day out, so many hours grinding. Nameless, what are you making of it so far?
Yeah, I mean, you know me. I've been playing Call of Duty since way back in the day, 06 back to COD 2. And for me, what this feels like is you're getting the classic maps, you're getting the best things that we all fell in love with Call of Duty about, but you're also getting the best of the innovations of recent Call of Duties as well. So it's just been spectacular seeing, we played Hardpoint on Skid Row yesterday. Who could say that in 2023? It's been amazing, Allie.
No, it really has. I think it's interesting that you
Yeah.
brought up like the play style, because I feel like in events like
Can't
this
say it in
especially,
2023
like
because
I was
the
bringing
lobbies
up
are filled with
Warzone players,
hackers
like
and
their
old
style of
cops.
play is a little bit different from like what we see on a day-to-day basis, and even just normal content creators, they're going for snipes and stuff, and High Rise obviously a perfect place for that. So I think the fact that the movement feels so smooth, and to see everybody, there's something for everyone, right? So I mean, it's been a great day so far.
So far, so good. We have a little bit more time than we thought we'd have, guys, so we can delve a little deeper here. I think one of the coolest things, and the Death touched upon it a little bit, we got to experience it yesterday when we played. We're making the most meaningful decisions, I think, ever in COD when it comes to our loadouts now and our perks. So what vest I'm wearing, I ran the Demolition vest. It means I think I lose one of my tacticals, but I gain like 2 lethals, which turns me into a killing machine, quite frankly. The Breacher drone.
Do you think these guys actually played the game? Like,
That thing's insane. The Breacher drone, you just throw it in a hallway, it flies super quick. You can actually shoot out of the air. I didn't know that yesterday. I know you said you tried it, though.
I shot my own drone down accidentally. I was pre-aiming somebody in cover. They were in perfect chest line.
I think the two on the
let
left are
drone fly out,
casuals.
And it follows a direct path. It doesn't have the craziest range. It is fast enough. But I was pre-aiming that spot, and then when the guys with the red dot appeared, I fired away. I shot down my own Breacher drone. But it's just one of many fun new items that we have to play with here. And again, meaningful choices.
Shot down his own drone.
What shoes am I wearing? What kind of gloves am I wearing in this loadout? How do I want to play? Am I stationary? I might have the strafe speed shoes on. Get my shoulders working. We heard Shotzi talk about the tack stance and how he's sliding around the map. And this is something we
they still gotta tell us like how tech stance works. Like,
in this game, like you may
what makes it different from regular just aiming down sights? I don't get it.
I'm so excited. I want to hear what you think as well as the fact that you can turn
a pistol basically into an SMG. You don't need a perk.
That's pretty
you don't
cool.
need to have that on. You can literally do that yourself.
Just a
with
weapon
guns
kit to make it,
get it to the way
like,
that you want it. I mean, running
play
basically
differently,
a
but
secondary,
kind of like its own new weapon.
with an AR. I mean, that's just
Might make it
stunning.
easier for
We
getting
haven't talked about it
camos.
too, with like the aftermarket weapon attachments as well, with the weekly challenges.
Because pistols in
there'll be
general are
bunch
kind of a little
of
bit
different types
underpowered.
of variations that you have with your gun, but we saw the Renetti. It's already insane. I saw a tweet from Scump on the timeline, a 10-piece with the Renetti. So when you turn that into an SMG,
Ooh.
I mean, it's gonna be crazy. The world's
Oh,
your
well,
oyster.
the SMG Renetti, not the
incredible.
actual
Ali, I've got to
Renetti.
ask you,
If
what
there
are
was
you
the
most
actual
excited
Renetti,
about?
that would
You
be
play
impressive.
so much, but jumping into game, what type of player do you think you see yourself becoming with Modern Warfare 3 now?
I just gotta order some new controllers to get used to breaking my thumbsticks all over again. And honestly, that's that's something that is really
hope I
close to
don't
the
break
CDL
mine.
heart.
Had
The
this guy for a
competitive
couple years
styles,
now.
getting into the slide canceling and the ADSing, like Shotzi was touching on. But also, I just want to talk about the fact of like I was 9 years old when a lot of these maps were a thing, and like my bad. But yeah, like I was watching my dad play, but like I don't like those are cool.
I would've been
memories for me,
7.
but I never really got to load in, and so like now as a 23-year-old getting to load into these maps and kind of like have the nostalgia of, oh, I kind of recognize this, like I kind of know this map, but like not knowing every nook and cranny just yet, and like so it's still kind of new to me, but it's also nostalgic at the same time.
And to Ali's point, like think about running around favela and being able to mantle as fast as you can in this game. Some of the different boots that you mentioned, we were messing around with that slide yesterday. It goes for a while, and you can aim in virtually instantly.
Yeah, it does. I
and
noticed that
cancel it
too.
as well. So
There was
so
some
many
leaked
different things that
gameplay
people are gonna
yesterday.
get into this game and figure out. It's going to
Unrest
play
with the
a
slide.
bit different than obviously back in day with MW2, but a lot better. It feels super smooth.
And that's the most important thing we've been touching upon and people have been asking us about. How does it feel? How does it feel?
Oh,
it
incredible.
feels really good. It's very, very smooth. To your point, sliding shoes on, I'm hitting tack stance faster than ever. I'm sliding for full ADS. You can hit snipes, guys. Have you ever imagined hitting a fully zoomed in snipe while sliding? Well, MW3 is the game for you. But yeah, and we've got a lot of cool stuff. Times all
I
the
guess you
one-time
can do
optics,
that.
so anything
I don't know
red
why
dot,
you would do
a
it.
lot of the hollows. None of these things really add anything to ADS speed anymore. So
Maybe it's
the game itself
viable
in
now, I
general
don't know.
has sped up tremendously. We were messing
I don't know,
with
it just
tack
sounds like a
stances
hard
as
thing to
well. I
do,
mean,
like,
sort of the canted
sniper
approach to
sliding.
weapon. I'm running a big ×8
I feel like my
scope, right?
scope's gonna be
and I can't
everywhere.
ADS in, but if I want to hit those kind of more CQB situations, I'm keeping maximum spatial awareness. I've got my situational awareness. My screen's up. I'm able to use a weapon with a big scope in close range, whether it's an LMG, whether it's a sniper. It's not perfect by any stretch of the imagination, but it's still really nice to have choices as a player. We've got so many options.
I guess so,
here.
yeah.
So much fun.
Yeah, I think that's the key word, right? The buzzword. I think
Choices
coming
are
off
nice, but viable
what we saw on the
choices are
desk
even
is
better.
The choices that you can make. And I think balance is such an important thing. I think in any Call of Duty game, balance is key, especially when you're going up against players who do have a choice of what they want to run, especially with perks. But being able to have that potential to take something away, if you do want to risk and reward, you're coming in with potentially like silent footsteps, you're running ghosts, you're making sure that you're the type of player you want to be. But something
earrings
also
look so
taken
big.
away from you. So that balance is so,
And
so
shiny.
important, I think, in all Call of Duty titles.
100%. I mean, footsteps are silent if you want them to be. That is a massive W.
No, that's a massive L. They should not be silent. They should just be quiet.
I was just having a blast.
Especially on the OG maps.
Years ago when these maps
They're too
came out,
porous for it.
They look even better now. So I can't wait to get
If
my
it's a
hands on
more
that beta, which is
lane-based
coming out
game,
soon.
like
Very,
then
very
Silent
soon
Footsteps, they
indeed.
make
Well,
sense.
It's exciting to
But
be reminiscing for very,
Not
very good reasons. As we
in
talked about
porous
earlier,
maps
we
like
are
this,
celebrating Call of
in my
Duty's
opinion.
20th anniversary, which is an amazing milestones. And with a great milestone
Who
comes
dis?
an opportunity for great rewards
Who
to
dis?
celebrate.
Is this
20
OG
years
Captain
of Call of
Price?
Duty history. Players can receive daily login rewards.
Black Ops
between
animated
October
emblem
6th
for
to
Black Ops
October
3?
16th for every single daily
Says
login
19
per day,
feels-
up to 7 in total. You'll
Oh,
receive
look at the
these rewards
weapons.
you're seeing on screen,
Oh,
including an
little
old
Chibi's a
school
ghost,
Price operator skin. That
and
takes me back. These rewards
I guess
all carry
Menendez in the
forward
bottom
MW3
with
as well, so grab them
Shepard,
now
and I don't know
take
who the
them
other
into
people are.
next title. For more details, head over to the Call of Duty.
Oh, that looks
Nameless.
nice.
Your earliest memory
Old
of
school
COD was it like
price.
waiting in line at midnight.
What is
trying
this
to get
for?
something? What was it for
Daily
you, mate?
login rewards.
First off, I will say we didn't have cool
okay.
swag like this in these digital packs. I
Cool.
mean, this is that was before
Okay.
that time. But
I'm excited
I mean,
to get
just
those.
playing split screen was the best like old memories I have with my friends and screen looking, trying to figure out where they were on Call of Duty 2. And now it's 2023, and we got everything. And you can still
And
screen
now we
watch.
don't have
It's
split
right there,
screen.
They're right next to each other. So
Next level.
we might be some players.
Split
doing
screen
that
is like
here.
dead. You can only do it with 2 people, and it's already like
Been had on
not
Call of Duty.
polished.
Ali, what is your earliest memory?
Like back in the day, you could do it with 4
Well,
people, and it
I
was
talked about
like,
playing with my dad, but I think one of
really
the
good.
more core memories, which I can't wait to break down the new and exciting stuff in that game mode coming later, has to be with zombies. When I was in middle school, I'd go over to my friend Anastasia's house, and we'd go in our basement, we'd turn off all of the lights, and then we'd load up split screen zombies on her big TV on the couch, and just all night on her Xbox just sitting there playing zombies on town survival, you know, going as far as we could, training them around the lava pit in the center. So that's definitely like a core memory for
Okay,
me.
yeah, that takes me back. I like that. I used to do that too.
On these couches, I am sure, as we get through the rest
When you're playing a
of
horror
today,
game,
but we
just turn
also
off the
wanted
lights,
to remind
like COD
everyone
Zombies.
again that early access to the multiplayer beta kicks off tomorrow for PlayStation
Like all night
players
with your friends.
and next week for Xbox and PC players. You saw a ton of great multiplayer content today. Play that and more over the next week. Check out the Call of Duty blog for more details. I personally can't wait to see everybody get in the mix.
I think I did that on like Raven the Redwoods in Infinite Warfare. But yeah.
All those PlayStation players out there, be sure to pre-order on PlayStation Store to get an exclusive look at the Lockpick Operator Pack at MW3's launch.
Hopefully
is,
the beta
what did
releases
you guys
like
think of Lockpick?
later tonight.
That's another one that we saw on the desk. And
At like
I
12
mean, there's
at
so much to
midnight.
break down here. All of the team were going through every single detail, but Ali, what did you make of it?
She's freaking cool. Like, I know Stephanie talked about how she insta-locks her every
Is she
single
cool?
time that she's
Dude,
loading
I don't
into
know.
a game, and I might
I don't
have
like
to
the
follow
mask.
suit. Like, we might have to battle it out for who gets to be the lockpick in game, because she is cool.
Yeah, I'm down with the blue camo as well. Very excited to see all the crates.
Yeah, the blue camo looks nice. I just don't like the mask.
Trailers, you name it, it's all happening. But Lockpick available for you, PlayStation players. Hit that pre-order. We've had quite a deep dive on MW3's multiplayer mode so far, and over the past couple of months, I mean, I suppose that was the best way to put it. We've had some teasers, we've had some insights, we've had a few leaks of the return of Makarov and what that means to Modern Warfare.
I want to hear Makarov's voice. Like, I don't think we've heard it yet.
But now, though, friends,
the
it's time for
rebooted
something
Makarov.
quite different. Straight from our friends at
Translation.
Treyarch, here is a look at Modern Warfare Zombies.
Oh, okay. Might be copyrighted music, so let's -5.3. Let's turn it down a little bit. I'll try to remember what we were at. I can't see him. Call of Duty presents Modern Warfare Zombies MWZ. I'm gonna turn it down a little bit again. Nothing gets in and absolutely nothing gets out. You can just ram zombies with your vehicle. That's cool. Hopefully it doesn't do too much damage. I know it did a lot of damage in Blackout. Not Blackout, Outbreak. During Cold War. Oh, I like that they were getting the, those guys back. I forget their name, I'm sorry. Dogs, cool. There's a storm. Speed Cola! Who is that guy? We might be getting some new zombie bosses, that's good. Monkey Bomb, of course, hell yeah. Whatever this thing is. Oh, that guy's back. But is he bigger? Okay. That looks like a cosmetic motorcycle vehicle. I doubt that's gonna be their base game. Operation Deadbolt. Alright, -5.3. There. Oh, whoa, what was that?
You just got a sneak peek
that weapon
at
variant
the
looked
end
neat.
of that trailer of the Soul Harvester weapon blueprint. More on that in just a bit. But now, let's welcome some very special guests from Treyarch, because you got Kevin Drew as well as Miles. I think Kevin is the Associate Director of Design and Miles is the Associate Creative Director. Welcome to the both of y'all, and it is
I wonder
so
if we'll get
exciting
anything like campaign related this stream.
Fired
up to be here. Yes.
It looks awesome in here. We just swapped over to a little undead purple in the back.
Oh, thank you. It looks gorgeous.
Yeah.
Dude, the purple and the orange.
Purple
Ooh.
and zombies that just it really does something for me.
It
guys,
does. It does.
earlier
It really
this
does. I
week,
like the
we
purple.
held an event at Treyarch. We were able to bring a couple of different groups of
Zombies,
creators
creator
who are here today
event,
at Call of Duty Next.
player-driven
Into
pacing,
Treyarch, first time
deep
you guys have had
replayability,
folks in
and
the
enemy
studio
galore.
in a long
Enemies
time.
galore.
It was super exciting. We want to talk a little bit about the event and some of the awesome reactions we got to see.
I want to know what player-driven pacing is.
Yeah, no, it was a great experience bringing in those people.
And the replayability, like, because it's 60 minutes long, each match, which is sounds like a negative to me.
Discovery, but we felt like there's so much new here. We really wanted to get a group in there and play it, get hands-on, get impressions, get feedback, and we just had a really great time playing with them.
You get to see a couple of the reactions in the room there. They got to see some footage. They got some playtime. You guys answered about some questions.
Yeah, the playtest was.
I'm interested about the questions. I want to
fantastic.
know
There
what
were so
people are
many awesome
asking and the
moments.
answers that the devs are actually giving.
It just felt right getting them into play.
Well, I was going to ask, like, as you know, having been in the lab, making this for so long, right? And then getting people to see it. In what you guys said before, I remember you guys mentioning that it's not a thing you do often, bringing people into the studio. So that must have been a very, like, almost revealing experience for you guys, right?
It felt very good getting outside people besides us playing it.
Yeah.
Like,
Dude,
having
oh,
a
wait
good
a minute,
time.
this game is good.
Hey, this is super fun. You know? So
it's like we were right. Yeah,
we did it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Good to hear.
Guys, one of the most popular questions I noticed, you know, ripe amongst the crowd of creators that was there. Easter eggs. We know them, we love them, we want them in zombies. What, if anything, can you tell us? Give us a little taste.
I mean,
a little tidbit, a little morsel.
Like he's nodding his head.
We can't give them all.
Easter eggs, yeah.
Expect,
So if you were
what's
paying
there?
attention to that trailer you just saw for the first time, maybe at the end, if you go back and scrub it, you might see something that you'll see that's kind of big. Now, I don't want to give it all away. There's a lot to discover.
Near the
in
end,
this
you
open
say?
world zombies.
Oh yeah, and I think that is.
I thought it was gonna be like
to my
Weaver
question, which
near the
is
start,
with
but he said
so
near the
much
end. So
that needs to be unpacked here. I guess, you know, what I'm curious about is, like, what are the key things that you want the community to know about this iteration of Zombies? The differences potentially from, you know, the previous game till this one, because you guys are having some fun with it out there.
Absolutely. I mean, it's a mode based on experimentation, and we're really doing that here. This is taking
Another
our
experimentation,
gameplay,
oh no.
our classic Zombies gameplay and mechanics, and putting them on the big map and all of the experiences that offers with vehicles and the vast space and the higher player count.
Fortunately, I did
And
like
then on top
Outbreak,
of
so if
that,
it's like Outbreak,
putting
I'm
it
gonna like
in
it.
the modern warfare era, where you have their equipment, and operators, and it just feels so
Yeah, I
badass.
feel like that motorcycle is
And
definitely
it's
like
in this
cosmetic
massive open
in the
world
shop.
co-op experience. So that's something that feels exciting.
It looks
feels
too good to be
different.
true.
Kind of what led you guys to design, you know, Modern Warfare Zombies the way that you
Then
did
again,
in
maybe
this-
it's an
in this
Easter egg.
big
Maybe you can build
way?
it.
So we just saw an opportunity with the big map to have the biggest PvE experience we've ever had in the franchise. So
Which
in
is
the
saying
past,
something.
we had pure PvE.
Yes, pure PvE, no PvP.
You're safe here, and there's you know we usually have four
Kind
players.
of. Yeah.
You know,
Safe
it
is
is
relative.
questioning zombies at the end of the day. Yeah. But and
I
you
hope they do add a
mentioned,
PvP mode
like, the
later
way
on
that
though,
the game's
because
played, the open
I was
world.
looking
How do the
forward to
players, like,
that.
interact with
In
one another
Zombies,
in
like
that world?
PvP,
Because-
VE.
and also, like, you know, I like running solo from time to time. Is that also something that's
Yes.
possible as well?
Absolutely.
Is
So
it?
it's 24 players total. You can go in solo. You can go in with your squad. But
But
what's
private
awesome is
match.
that you're all on the same team trying to do the same thing. So when you're out in the world, you'll run into other squads or other players. You can make a decision in that moment to like combine and form a super
Okay,
squad.
so it's
You
just-
can form a super team.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Like
Oh, yeah.
in-game
It's
form
just
a super
DMC, I
team.
guess.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's cool.
And that's 8 squads of 3. You can group up together. You can
8
go
squads
lone
of
wolf
3?
it. I don't know if I'd recommend that, guys. From what I've
I
seen.
mean,
Experienced players.
If you want a challenge,
I thought it was
go in
gonna be
solo,
squads of
but
6.
It is a lot of fun to grab some friends, form those super squads.
Yeah.
And
8
again,
squads
the
of
map
3.
is massive. There's zombies everywhere. There's other surprises.
That's weird. Because Zombies is classically like a 4-player mode, so I don't know why they would pick 3. That sounds awful.
The very first look at Modern Warfare Zombies in the cinematic that we released.
Like if they were upping it to 6, like that would be okay, because then you get your multiplayer friends in, because multiplayer is basically a 6-man team, right?
And more importantly, we saw someone who I didn't think we were going to see again.
That's right.
Miles,
Weaver?
can you take us through what's going on?
Yeah, it is
What's
Weaver.
going on here?
Okay.
What's going on? 100%. Yeah, 100%. So, you know, that opportunity that Kevin talked about is
Oh, and this guy.
questions when people saw that cinematic. And if
'Cause
you
he
haven't,
died.
go and watch it. It's awesome.
In
Is-
M19.
Hold on a second. Where are we in time and place?
Please,
we are between
separate
Modern
universes.
Warfare 19 and MW22, the year 2021. And that's really important to the story because in true Treyarch Zombies fashion, we are always jumping eras, jumping moments, and really touching different timelines in interesting ways. I can't go into all of it, but there's a reason for that. Now, the next question which you're hinting to is, why is Zakayev alive? I saw him die, but did you? Did you really?
I saw him get shot. I saw him fall down a missile silo.
You saw him fall. There was blood. But in true sort of story fashion, if there's no body, he's not dead. Now, Task Force 141 went
Are you
back to
kidding
that
me?
silo.
That is
There
your
was
reason?
water at the bottom. It had been drained. Lots of blood. And Zakayev was gone. Now, officially declared deceased. But then whispers emerged that he's still alive. And now, of course, in true sort of villain
That is the
fashion,
laziest,
he starts to hear whispers himself
like,
as he's recovering from falling down that silo, which he did. Yeah, that hurts. that hurts
Shut
a little
up.
bit. Is about this new thing called
That's
Ethereum,
stupid.
and he wants to get it, and that really
You just
sets the
can't
stage.
kill
All of
off
that, by the way,
characters,
is
dude.
Day one, getting in the door like you saw in the cinematic, which is that's the start of the story, and players are going to experience this story just in really interesting ways.
So it's a flashback, it's canon, we've got worlds colliding with Cold War, with Modern Warfare. We'll talk a little bit more about that later. But the story really progresses in a new and interesting way. Let's take a look
I
at
am
how
very
these
disappointed.
come to life in the intro mission.
Yes, yes.
You didn't see the body, guys, so he's still alive, even though he fell like 30 feet into a missile silo.
Your objective is a roof-mounted
Alright.
comms tower. Marking location on target.
Interesting art style. I don't care for it. I don't like the circular icons.
To establish comms.
Although this intro looks pretty cool. Is that AI teammates fighting? No, these are actual players, I guess. Okay. I wish the zombies mode was like an endless mode, right? Where you can just keep constantly like getting a new squad and popping in. Like it never ends, and then you just exfil when you want to be done. Like maybe the servers are like 24 hours and then they reset or something like that. I don't know if it's possible to do endless, but like I feel like that'd be really cool. You could just like hop in and then 30 minutes later a new team hops in the map. Like, I don't know. That'd be neat.
Well, you got here quicker than expected. I still need a minute or two.
Jensen.
I'm in the middle of erasing my research from the Terminus database.
Protect Dr. Jansen. We need her alive.
Ravnov.
Zakayev will unleash this hell everywhere
Jensen.
from New York to Joburg if we can't stop him here.
Are they not playing as these characters?
Strike team. Multiple enemies on approach. Weapons free on all threats.
They could honestly like give us playable characters,
So what you
right?
just saw there was just a little snippet of that story mission intro, and what's really exciting
Like an actual
about
crew?
this opportunity across the open world is, like Kevin was saying, is we want to bring that story.
Like
to
say
the
you want to go to
forefront.
story
These
mode,
story
right?
missions have
Story missions, yeah,
handlers
that's exactly what I was
from Modern
going to
Warfare
go.
world, from the Black
You could do like a
Ops
story
world,
mission and you
world that you
become
might
a
see
story
some new
character.
friends along the way as well.
That'd be interesting.
And they're going to help you on this story and these missions that take you across the big map. Lots of different activities and cool things to do. Awesome cinematics and well. And again, the whole point of this is that if you're new to being a Zombies player, we want you to experience that story. We want you to get into it. But if you're seasoned and you just want to jump in and kill some zombies, you can free roam and do that and then jump to the story later. We really have embraced that open world sort of feeling across this, and that's really the exciting thing is kind of pick your poison, that player pacing in that sense.
Modern Warfare 3 is about options.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's becoming more and more prevalent to me as I'm hearing you guys talk about this like throughout the day. Super awesome and great to see that like the player choice is very prevalent, right? But Zombies has been a mode that's been
So I guess
in the
they did
game
confirm
for
that
such a long
Zombies is
time.
now
It
connected to the
really
campaign, so...
runs side by side, parallel to
Huh.
Call of Duty and its incredible legacy. But there are still players that are going to be new to this, that are coming into this with a fresh set of eyes for the first time ever. What's in store for them? Because, you know, this could be a little jarring, right? There's a lot of stuff going on over here.
Absolutely. So Zombies can be pretty
very
intimidating,
jarring.
and we know that there might be a lot of players who might only play Modern Warfare, or DMZ, or Warzone. So we've built this mode.
So this is
to
where, like,
make
the
sure
center
that
of the
they
map
can
is
have
more difficult.
success and have fun, and also support our veteran audience. So,
So this is a look at the new Warzone map. It's like a pure
we'll talk
city.
about that
Oh
more later.
yes.
But
I like
here,
that.
for this mode, we've broken it down into 3 tiers of difficulty. So you're going to infill on the outer edges, and
Or at
this
least the
kind of
bottom
like
is the
lower
city.
level difficulty. And new players can really hang out here for the duration of a match and have a great time. But our advanced players are going to want to try to get into that center of that map as soon as possible. That's where
As soon as
Sakea
possible,
threw
huh?
that vial and started this entire incursion.
What an arm on him.
Oh,
Yeah,
I gotta
okay.
say.
He yeeted the vial. Now we have a hot zone.
Yep.
And now we have to pay
Hate to
for
see
it.
it.
All right,
There is another vial,
let's
though.
look at the flip side of
Gotta
that one,
remember
though,
that.
right? Because we talked about the new players, how we get those folks
Could be
into the
new hot
game
zone later
and
on.
have them playing something outside of their comfort zone, so to
Totally.
speak. But one thing that we know is that there are core Zombies fans that love this experience, live and breathe it. So what do you have for them?
Yeah, absolutely. When you talk about that fusion, and like Kevin said, the experimentation was, well, how do you bring all those core zombie Treyarch features into this new world?
Oh, yeah, like perk
and
machines and
we've done
stuff.
just that. You can see.
I mean,
we've
it's
got
just like
the mystery
Outbreak, isn't
box.
it?
We've got wall buys.
Oh,
we've got
wall
the
buys.
Pack-a-Punch, the
Okay,
Pack
that's new.
Machine. All of these
To
things
Outbreak.
are spread out across this ginormous map. And
But everything else is
as
just
you
like
go in,
Outbreak.
it's up to you. Where do you want to buy them? How do you want to accumulate your arsenal and your loadout? How do you want to tackle this world? But those zombies features are super
I wonder if
key,
you can actually go into the
to
map
making
then
this
with your
feel
loadouts
fresh
or
and
not.
really an evolution
Because I thought that
of
was
that
a
sort of
really good
open
like
world
selling point to
feel,
Outbreak. You could just
as
go
you
in
get
with
more
your loadout.
powerful. And again, it's fused with
Not just
the
Outbreak,
Modern
but like
Warfare
Cold War
DMZ
Zombies.
feeling as well.
I like
as
doing it
buy
with any weapon
stations
I
as
want.
well, using
You're
the
gonna see
score streaks.
features that you
Yeah,
recognize
absolutely.
if from experiences in other modes.
100%, which you may not have had in other zombies. So that's where we've married them together in interesting ways. But
It's awesome.
the most important core feature, of course.
It's a sweet new
The
feature,
Zombies
folks.
cereal.
What?
Is our cereal.
God, I seen this the
You
other
can't
day.
find this in the map. I wish you could. Yeah, it's actually delicious though.
Yeah, it's here at Call of Duty Next. It has some awesome features. It's got a UV light,
it's outrageous.
alternate
I may or
cover.
may not have taken a box of
Oh,
those
yeah,
already.
I've stolen this.
I mean,
This
a
is
crate.
mine.
I'm not talking
Yeah.
about a single box. I'm
Yeah.
talking about a single
crate.
crate.
Oh, wow.
What came off the truck? You know?
Wow.
And shout out to Off Limits
Yes,
cereal for making
fantastic.
this with the box bespoke.
I wonder how
for Modern
expensive
Warfare
that
3
cereal
Zombies,
is
and
because
it's
it
a
has like all
woman-owned
these
business,
features
which is
on it where you
awesome.
can like change the
And
light on it or whatever.
So I would
And,
be
like, some new
remiss
stuff will pop up.
to not hit on one of the really core features for our
On the
zombie
box.
players, and that's the Wonder Weapon,
Oh,
guys.
yes.
I need to.
Wonder Weapon.
Yeah, so
okay.
of course we have a Wonder Weapon, and it has been custom made again
Ooh.
for this open world experience. It
Ooh.
is a signature.
Oh my word!
I'm gonna let you just look at it for a second.
That looks cool. I like
It's
that.
absolutely amazing. So
And
the
it's purple,
Scorcher
too.
again is built for demolishing
Ooh.
the highest density of zombies. you can
I
target.
love that
Oh, yes,
design.
the hordes.
Please give me
Absolutely.
an Infinite
And then on
Warfare
top of that,
2.
it's got an
I want
alt
futuristic
fire
weapons
that
like this.
launches you into the air so that you
It
can
looks
use
so
it to
cool.
engage. If you want to jump into a horde, if you want to get away from the horde of zombies, if you want to jump on a building or over a building, like it's
That sounds
really,
good.
You can like rocket jump
Oh,
with it. Is
yeah, absolutely. It's once you get into like
Hmm.
basically the flow state
like
of using
that.
it and it's in your arsenal. There's
no limits.
chef's kiss.
Okay,
Chef's
a
kiss.
chef's kiss.
Wonder
You're
Weapon.
like,
Scorcher. Yeah, it's absolutely fantastic.
Part
It
of what
sounds
makes
good.
Zombies so special, especially with this.
They can
new
do some
open
crazy
world
things with
feel,
Wonder Weapons, I
is-
guess, in
is
a large map like this.
replayability, is this? It's not
Like
a
that.
one and done game mode. So how is Modern Warfare 3 Zombies gonna push that forward and take the next step in terms of what keeps players coming back for more every time?
Maybe there'll be a weapon that
so
lets you
this is a
teleport, like an
really
Ender Pearl.
Kind of replayable mode. It's an extraction exfil mode, right? So you're
Extraction,
trying to get
exfil.
deeper and deeper into
Okay.
the map, and at first, you're not going to be that successful. You're going to have to play a lot.
Is it
over
an
and over,
extraction
gain
mode, though?
mastery,
Do you have
try
to
take
extract the gear?
things out, make sure you successfully exfil, so you can come back in the next time with
Okay.
hit the ground running with the right stuff.
Yeah. And when you talked to me,
Sounds
we
like it.
mentioned it before. We saw Zakayev yeet the vial in the cinematic. That has created the incursion zone, that super hot area we saw a little bit of on the TAC map. Can you talk to me about how you know, the storm will play into the map, what that vial did, and
Yeah,
what the
do. Please
gameplay
do. I want to know what the storm
repercussions
does.
are gonna be for the player there.
Yeah, so
Like,
this
does the
thing
storm
is
collapse
in
or
the
what?
map, and it's the source
What is this
that's
storm?
spreading the dark aethers. So it will always be there in the map. It's going to dictate this time limit.
Oh, does it
At
grow?
45 minutes, it's going to start growing and completely
Okay.
consuming the map, and that's where you need to
yeah.
get out.
Yeah.
A lot of zombies.
And it gets really,
Ooh.
yeah.
So the
intense.
zombies inside of it
total 1
are
hour
like extra
session. Yeah,
violent, and they got like
1 hour
that
session
red sort
again,
of
those
thing
24
coming out of their
players.
heads.
It goes back to getting in, you know, again, player pacing. You want to stay on the outer edges, awesome. You want to challenge yourself, go into medium.
What is
and
that
high
code on
threat,
the left?
But the ether storm
I can't
waits
scan
for
it.
no
My
one,
phone doesn't
and it
have a
will
scanner for
come,
that.
And it will make the zombies harder.
Yeah.
And that's part of the challenge and fun is, are we going into the storm to cleanse it?
Yeah.
Are we avoiding it?
What are we going to
Are
find in there?
Oh, I'm going in. I'm going all in.
Is really where you get into a lot of fun.
And really too, when you think
I like a
about
good
that
challenge.
that heat map for zombies, part of that is going to be gearing up. You said you're spending, you know, a lot of players will be spending a lot of time on
Gearing
the outer
up.
edges
That
of the
sounds
map or in
interesting. I
yellow.
wonder if you can like
Gearing up, getting that loot, collecting the right things. that
get
you
your
need to
perks
have
in
a
in one
successful
match and
infill.
then carry them out
One of the most
and then into
exciting
another
things
match.
about
Like
that
that'd be
is how
interesting.
weapons will carry over from match to match.
I wonder if the perks
if
are
you're
like
familiar
time
with
based.
DMZ,
Maybe.
We have contraband weapons, so everything you're finding in the match you can take out and bring it with you. We have,
Item persistence.
yes,
Yeah.
we have insurance slots,
Hmm.
but we've really taken that to the next level with all the zombies upgrades. So, you know, in the past you've had to do all that just in game and you lose it. Now, all of those things have been formed into a consumable version called acquisitions. So things like Pack-a-Punch, weapon rarity, ammo mods, wonder weapons.
Yeah.
All of those things you can find in the match and you can decide to use them then, or you can take them out
Hmm.
and just start the next match, load up, pack a
Infill
punch,
hot.
drink
Yes.
4 perks immediately, and now you're good to go. Like you're going
God,
all
I
the
can
way
see them
to the
already
high
putting
zone.
stuff like this in the
Straight
store.
into the red zone,
Buy your
juiced up
Pack-a-Punch
on
weapon
perks,
now.
right? Already
Quite
got your
a
weapon.
difference, right?
Oh,
yeah.
But what was the, I guess, like inspiration? Was it just, hey, let's just try
Yeah,
something?
what was the
something creative,
incentive? You guys
different,
wanted
fun.
store
Doing zombies
cosmetics
is
to
always
sell
fun
that
and push
aren't
the
really
bar.
cosmetic?
Yeah, it's just like introducing
They
this
altered
different kind
gameplay.
of pressure with the time
Is
limit.
that
but
it?
then now
We'll see.
giving players this additional ability to bring things in is huge.
Yeah, it's part of that. How do you?
Yeah, but
use
it's
new
not really
players to seasoned
zombies, you know?
players, right? It kind of relates to rounds. If you're familiar from that,
It's
like
more
when you
DMZ
get
like.
into the higher zones and you have more of that arsenal. That's for those seasoned
They're gonna
players.
feel it.
They're gonna feel it and they're gonna want that challenge. Well, you know what? There's a big challenge there, so you better be
That
loaded
is
up
odd.
on a
It does
bunch of
feel
stuff
like they are
coming in
taking some of
to
the
really
like
succeed.
just
All
the
right, we're
core
getting into the
gameplay
lightning
zombies
round here.
out
Finally,
when they
Miles,
have stuff like this.
I asked you
'Cause
before.
you load
said
into
that
zombies, you
is all
wanna
about discovery,
go
and it
from,
is,
like,
you know, those secrets, those Easter eggs
Level
are out
0
there
to like a
lurking
master
in
of
the
zombies where you
world.
have all the perks and all
But
your
of all
weapons,
the
Pack-a-Punch and
secrets
stuff.
again,
Oh.
But now you don't even have
pressure
to do that
you.
in one match. You can just do it in multiple.
What can you tell us?
And continue doing it.
What should we be looking out for?
If you,
You know,
as long as you excel.
I can't get into all of the secrets. I want to, but the team would kill me. There's a lot in there. But
we want people to find them.
we
too.
do want them to find it, but we have, again, taken advantage of this map. There's a lot there on day one for Discover. We love watching the community find
I'm
these things. That is part of
skeptically
fun.
hyped.
So we don't want to spoil any of it, but there's a lot in there, and we're already planning some fun stuff to come later as well.
Well,
So
look,
more coming.
You're not getting it
More
out of
coming
us.
You know
in the
what?
live
Steph,
season.
Steph might be trying to dig deep. I will never do that. Ever in a million years. But what can you guys tell me about the monsters?
There
What do
you
you
go.
tell us about all the monsters that we have coming
The
up? Because there seems like there's
monsters,
some
not zombies.
wild ones that are going to be available for players to fight against.
We have a full gambit. It starts with just our zombies. We have more zombies than we've ever seen before in one space. They completely fill up this map. Anywhere you go, there's gonna
Why
be
do the
things.
zombies have
But then
barbed
we
wire
have
on them? That's
All of
weird.
our other awesome enemies. So Hellhound, our Mimic.
Like, they should
who
look like
disguise himself
civilians.
As a cache in the map, so you have to be careful.
Not like World War II
The
zombies, you know?
disciple, he
Oh,
buffs.
that was me this morning.
Just waking
Free
up.
coffee.
Buffing zombies and life draining the Mangler with his cannon
The
and ranged
heck?
attacks. So just all sorts of threats. But the Mega Abomination, he's about 3 times bigger than we last
Yeah,
saw.
I know. I pointed that out. The abomination.
needed
It's
to
a
be
lot
bigger.
bigger.
He's now
Absolutely.
grown
I
some
wonder if he can like
crawlers
eat
under
you or
his
something. That'd be
stomach.
cool.
Oh,
And they-
fun.
The dingle dangles.
He
is
can't
like-
fit in buildings anymore. He's so big. So he needs those guys to
But he'll
go
still
inside.
get you in
and-
the
Oh,
buildings.
but this is when you talk about like that opportunity of open world is, okay, you think you're going to be safe, I'm going to run inside. No, absolutely not. The abomination will send in these little creatures. And they will try to
Oh.
explode and flush you out. So Really, it's
Oh, that's
do you
cool.
want to die by the lasers outside, or do you want to die by these zombie explosions? Again, it's up to you.
Your choice.
It's your choice.
Choose your own adventure.
That's right.
Pick your poison.
But perhaps more terrifying than monsters even for the first time. There are humans in zombies as well.
The real enemies all along.
Human AI, apparently, from what I've heard.
PMC group.
Yeah.
Is in the world.
That's another, you know, again, important to the story when you go back.
Who are they? Who are these people?
Outcomes PMC group. They're his muscle that he's hired. They found that Ethereum.
They got cool
in true
outfits.
sort of bad guy fashion. And they are across the map. So for the first time, you're going to be able to, if you
I like
want,
that they're
fight these
identifiable.
AI. There's a gameplay loop tied to them where there's a progression on that side, and you can run into them. You can avoid them if you want. If you just want to chill out and shoot zombies all day, that's great. You want to mix it, that's cool. Or the coolest thing is to take a horde of zombies, and Kevin loves to say it's like
bring them to the
PMCs. You
PMCs.
shoot a few, you get a big horde of them.
They're upset.
And you basically train them right into the human
that's
AI.
cool.
And,
Okay.
And it's basically the zombies
I
are
like that.
third-partying.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Very
Which
creative.
is awesome. So we're 100% team zombies, and you just kind of sneak by as they're causing all the carnage, so you can loot, get what you need, and get out. But it's really just I can't express the moment when you unleash your own zombie horde on the human AI. It's really
I wonder if that's like an EMP sort of
Awesome.
laser
I
beam
can't
too. Like if it'll stop your vehicles or not.
Well, you guys saw it after the zombies trailer earlier.
I like how it
In a
moves
couple of
fast too,
minutes,
the
Lonnie's gonna
abomination.
give you
Like that's
all the
cool.
details on the Soul
Scary.
Harvester weapon blueprint. Stay tuned. That thing is absolutely absurd. It's 100% something that you're going to want to see in zombies day one.
Soul
but
Harvester.
I have some other news. We got a little taste of that big map that you guys keep talking
Yeah, we
about.
saw the
I am
overview.
excited to announce that the big map you saw here teased in Modern Warfare Zombies was actually your very first look at the brand new map coming to
Warzone.
Warzone. Diving into Battle Royale coming next.
Oh boy, it's gonna
Stay
be
tuned.
awesome stuff. Firstly, Kevin Miles,
Can we just be done with the Warzone? I don't want any more
Your
of it.
passion is infectious. Your love for this is truly.
It's been 4 years, guys. Come on,
I'm
let it
excited to
die.
try it out.
I wish we could stay and talk about it. Yes.
I think we
You
could.
did draw your self-portrait.
Well,
Kevin drew some lovely zombies artwork
I
today.
think we
that-
could talk about this.
If Warzone
all day.
wasn't here, we could have gotten
It's
at
gonna be
least
awesome.
like
I'm sure
another,
everyone's so
what,
excited to
20
jump into
multiplayer
zombies,
maps
and
instead of
thank you guys so
12
much for sharing
post-launch.
that love for this. And that, of course, wraps up
We could have got
our
like,
Modern Warfare
like what,
Zombies portion of
34,
this, show
32?
here. But next up, it's Warzone with live Warzone gameplay and new map details are going to be coming your way. But first, a quick word from our sponsors.
Call of Duty Next, brought to you by HyperX,
Warzone.
the official
God.
peripheral partner of Call of Duty. We're all gamers.
Do you guys like Warzone? Let me know in the
Big screen
comments.
With TCL Q-Class QLED TVs, up to 98 inches. Movement, the official timekeeper of Modern Warfare 3. Go to mvmt.com.
Oh, they're limited edition.
to see
Only
the limited
500 are
edition
existing in the
watch
world.
cover.
Interesting.
Backbone. Level up your play with Backbone and Call of Duty Warzone
I guess it's
Mobile.
1,000 together because
And
there's 2
Lovesac.
watches.
Lovesac Stealth Tech is a proud partner of Call of Duty Next, bringing unparalleled immersive surround sound to your at-home gaming experience.
Alright.
Ladies and gentlemen, mesdames
Call of
et
Duty
messieurs, welcome
Next.
back to Call of Duty Next.
Oh, they got the Wonder Weapon
Zombies,
prop on the
where do we
table. That's
start?
neat.
Oh my god! I mean, it's what we've got the spiritual successor to Outbreak from Cold War. We've got everything we know and love about zombies, and a big old look at what they called the big map. Did you know?
Honestly, I trust Allie's opinion the most.
Oh, that's a big map. That's the sort of map I could see 100 something.
She
players
seems the
jumping
most
into and fighting
knowledgeable.
to the very last man or woman standing. Guys, zombies. Let's get into it. The ray gun on desk right now obviously is very, very appropriate. It looks.
Yeah, I know,
it
I
looks
saw
fun.
that.
I mean,
Yeah.
I cannot wait. Frankly.
That's the one
I think the big
Prestigious
thing
Ski got.
is that it's almost like a gateway for
And it lights
others
up.
who've never
It
played
lights up too.
zombies
I hope they
before.
show it off. That'd be cool.
It's Warzone type of style. You have also ether, waves of ether coming in that make your life a lot harder, as if zombies wasn't hard enough. But just there is something for everybody in this zombies game. It's so fun. I actually, could see a couple of the pro players in the CDL reacting to zombies.
I was gonna say, is that a weed shirt? But no, I think that's just
Our good buddy
flowers
Sims has already
or
tweeted
something.
about it, saying zombies look sick. It does look sick. Sim.
I just
You're
saw like the
absolutely right.
scraggly
Ali, I
leaf
mean, this is
design on it. I was
we're
like,
gonna
oh,
pull up
what
as
the
a
heck?
squad, we're gonna have our own whip. All of our skins are involved. We can enjoy the cinematic story moments, and then we can get absolutely into the action and play around with the zombies.
Absolutely, Miles. I know that you're going to be on the outskirts for a hot minute. Don't worry. Don't worry. Me and Ant will take all of the really difficult hordes as we head towards the center. And it kind of gives me, because I played a lot of
Yeah,
Outbreak,
he's
so I am
definitely an
kinda
outskirts
curious
dude.
as to, like, they talk about the 3 different levels. Like, how serious are we talking about the jump between those levels, you know what I'm saying? So I'm really excited to jump in.
Well, what I found like really interesting was the way that you can exfil with weapons and bring them back later on, right? Because like we can have strategies like you can get all the perks, I'll get a crazy weapon, Ali gets another crazy weapon, and then we come back in and instantly go to the hot zone. So
I guess that's a good idea. You can go instantly to the hot zone if you got all your stuff ready.
Passionate talking about how insane the zombies are going to be in this game, and
I'm not saying it's bad. It could be good. It could be good.
Come towards me. I want to have that crazy scorcher, light them all up, and get to the action right away. But they have those layers for everybody. If you're new to zombies, you can just stay on the outside, loot up, and take your time. So a bunch of different elements to this year's zombies, and I'm super excited to get in there.
Certainly are tons of elements to be excited for, and we're also so excited to announce the Soul Harvester Tracer Weapon Blueprint for the Modern Warfare 3 Vault Edition. This gun is stunning. It will be available
it's Vault Edition. I thought that was going to be like a wonder weapon of some sort.
Anyone who pre-orders the Vault Edition,
or maybe a reward you could get in zombies for completing a mission.
November 10th, folks. Make sure that's in your calendars. You're going to want to run this blueprint, I promise you. When the Haunting launches,
I promise you, you won't.
In addition to the tracers and custom death effects, it will help you collect souls faster in a special upcoming event. Stay tuned. And you can turn those souls in for rewards as well. So when Modern Warfare launches, the blueprint is going to come with the dead wire ammo mod that lets you electrify undead hordes.
You mean to tell me there is an actual weapon that
stat changing?
Souls? I just wanted to get it out on broadcast. Sorry, guys.
In, didn't he?
Plenty though.
Pay to stat change.
COD Next doesn't finish just yet. We've got a day of Call of Duty action ahead of us, ladies and gentlemen. Immediately following Next, we will be Code Bowl 4, presented by USAA. Join the top Call of Duty streamers and military esports teams as they compete for the coveted Code Bowl trophy, which has actually been in space, funny enough. 100% of the net proceeds from today's tournament will go toward placing more veterans into high-quality jobs. Now, we have a lot of Call of Duty fans. We've actually got a short message from someone who wants to say a very, very quick hello to all of them.
Is it me? I'm just kidding. All eyes on MW2 double XP, something else, sorry, those subtitles went by so fast. I'm sorry. I'll read them for you guys. If they do another.
Thank you ever so much. I mean, pretty cool actually, isn't it? I love how many people are so interested, obviously, in Modern Warfare 3. I mean, who wouldn't be?
And with the tease of something to come.
A lot of people wouldn't be, actually.
Well, I'll tell you what, right now,
because it seems like DLC for MW2.
During this next hour, we will have our streamers try to complete a series of challenges.
And I can't blame them.
While in the middle of Battle Royale. Now, there are 9 challenges, and with them come 9 opportunities for you, the viewer, to have a chance to win a 65-inch TCL TV. Now, look at these, okay? We need to talk quickly about how these potentially might go down. Did you catch a glimpse of any of those challenges? What are we thinking?
Yeah. I instantly saw the one where you have to get, I think, like a double elimination with a drivable train.
Oh, what? Yeah, wait.
A drivable
train. Wait,
Hold
really?
on. You have to get
I didn't read that
double
one,
elimination with a drivable
What is that?
Hold on.
It's a train you could drive, guys. More on that later. But we
Choo choo,
Charles. A lot of
Charles.
fun. So when our streamers are involved in that big old game of Warzone,
That sounds
we're gonna
fun.
be keeping an eye on these challenges. And if we do manage to complete that bingo card of Mania, you might have a chance to win television.
That sounds really fun.
Yes, and during this next hour, to enter for a chance to win, you need to submit a tweet using the hashtags #CODNEXT and #TCLXCOD sweepstakes. Each challenge completed by our streamers during the TCL Power Hour.
I wonder if it's
a winner will
upgradable.
be randomly selected from all eligible entries received for a total of up to 9 winners, folks. We'll be keeping you guys updated on completed challenges as we see them come in, but we also do ask that you help us out as well. So take a screenshot of a challenge being completed.
Hopefully you can do
and
stuff
tweet
like
with
change the tracks so you can go whichever way you want, and hopefully you can like stop the train if you want, or make it go faster.
With that,
that'd be cool.
Our time has come. We're now going to hear a quick word from our sponsors, and then it's back over to Golden Boy and Stephanie at the desk with a very,
Like
very
if you can
special
only
guest
just
from
stop it
Raven.
and go forward, like
Then
that kind of sucks.
Time for Warzone. Don't go too far.
Call of Duty Next, brought to you by Little Caesars.
Little Caesars?
Call of Duty Next and Modern
Call
Warfare
of Duty
3.
Next and Modern Warfare 3.
GeForce. Level up your Modern Warfare 3 PC experience with performance multiplying.
I will be getting this game on the
PS5.
PS5
Reducing reflex.
because I don't have to optimize anything that way.
Today's event. Check out Herman Miller Gaming's
PC apparently has a lot of issues with Call of Duty, so I don't really want to get into it personally.
Partner of Call of Duty Next.
I'm just not that skilled with PC.
Welcome
stuff.
back, everyone, to Call of Duty Next, and it's now
Hello, Gamer
time
Boy,
to
the
talk
Duke.
about something
Welcome,
I know
welcome.
all all of you people at home are excited to talk
Just ended my
about.
stream and link to yours. Oh, thank you so much. I don't care about Warzone at all. Lols. Dude, me too. I don't, but I'm seeing it anyway. Thank you, though. Thank you so much. Are you going to stick around and watch, or?
At Raven Software. Ted, it is a pleasure
Just
to
stopping
have you
by
here,
to
my friend. How you
say
feeling,
hi.
man?
This is something else. I can't wait to show you what Raven's
At 250 players, you know, it's kind of big.
It's something, yeah.
250? Whoa.
Yeah, I mean, we
dropping by.
That does sound like a lot. I wonder how big this Warzone map is. 'Cause it looked like there was maybe multiple cities or something on it. Which, like, I'm a fan of. I like to have city environments and, like, zombies, but Warzone? Could be dangerous, because, like, rooftop campers.
Because I know everyone's chomping at the bit to get this information.
That could be awful. It'd be like Verdansk downtown, but everywhere.
There's a new map coming to Warzone later this year. I'm happy to say.
What's it called? I want to know what the name
Tell
is.
us where we're headed.
Ready?
Please.
Welcome to Urzikstan.
Ooh, okay.
Where
Oh.
the Middle East.
Take a look. Here's Urzikstan.
That
We've been
That was a place in MW 19, wasn't
All
it?
day long, a little bit
In the
for last
campaign?
week. It's of course got 11 unique POIs here.
POIs, all seamlessly integrated.
So yeah, like you got the city down there.
Map full of
You got like an
wonderful
island city.
nostalgia that we'll dive into as well when we play.
Top right,
And you
military
mentioned this
base.
is
Like,
where,
oh, it looks cool.
The Middle East meets
I wanna try it
Europe
out.
a little bit, Eastern Europe a little bit. And Urzikstan will of course be familiar to many Modern Warfare players as a central location from the
Yeah.
campaign, of course, where Farah
Yeah, this is
from.
where Farah's base is.
This is my personal favorite point of interest, Zaravan
Cool.
City. You've got the huge construction site with the crane that's got an ascender. If you look carefully, you might see a zip line or two, which we'll talk about.
Yeah, I saw them.
I saw that, and that definitely caught my eye. But any opportunity to also be in
Well, that's
more
very
lush
reminiscent of
environments
Quarry.
with that industrial spin, I kind of like the Sorokin industrial
Yeah,
as
this
well
is
for
on
that.
the northern side of the map. You know, again, you know, when we think about something like Warzone, you need those industrial districts. We got pop-off power. I made a joke yesterday with our creators
Pop-off
that they'll be
power.
popping off here. I'm sure
I like
they'll
the
be
names.
today.
The names are an
That's gonna be
upgrade. Like, that
that's
sounds
one of the
memorable.
interest. This is Shahin Manor.
Shahin
Again, like really
Manor,
built around
oh.
that kind of close quarters combat
Ooh,
that
I
we
love
want our
that
players to experience.
Awesome interiors here. I've had some really fun close quarter engagements here.
Oh, no problem, dude.
It's where the rats are going to be hanging
Oh,
out.
Low
Here in
Town.
Old Town, these are next to each other. There's a train line running through it. This is sort of in the centralized
Old
area
Town.
of the map, so we expect this to be a
Hey, this is what I was saying too. I was saying we need more town-based
nearby
like names
one
for
another.
maps.
Of course, we've got this beautiful ruined
So you got Low Town,
architecture,
Old
sort of
Town.
A bit of those touches.
Old
across
Town
the
doesn't
map
really have a
here.
nice ring to it, to be honest.
Orlov military base. I'm hearing this
Orlov
is your
military
favorite
base. That, see, good name. I like
My
it.
personal favorite. I love a military base. Way back in
Oh, it's a
Verdansk,
COD 4 map.
You can find me at the military base, and
Very
so
familiar
these
with.
bunkers speak to me.
I didn't like that
What's
COD 4
sticking
map.
out to me, looking
Slash
at
MWR
all
map.
of these different locations is density.
Cargo.
There's a lot in the like in between
Quadri
different buildings,
shopping
different
center.
locations. It really feels like
Quadri,
there's
maybe?
going
I
to be
don't
some fun opportunities to get some good fights in.
Yeah, it was one of our focus points, and I love this vista shot of the map. But it was genuinely one of our focus points was to say.
I'm
how
happy
can we make
that
a more
Al
dense
Mazra's
map where
thing
it feels
too.
like in
They
terms of,
said
like,
that a couple
rotation
days ago.
opportunities, the regain. That there's always some way like you can go and kind of.
Because I really like Al Mazra.
That is coming out.
Yeah, and we touch on. I think what's really interesting is you and I have talked. Warzone has been here for a number of years now. We've had a lot of opportunities to take those experiences, and it feels like you guys have really worked to apply those experiences to this map.
Yes. It's one of those things where when we start to talk about the game, we always reflect on, you know, the many, many years of Warzone now and what our players have loved. So I think when players play, and you'll see this very shortly, there's little bits of every map.
Probably
that
buy the
we've had
PC
to
version
date,
on sale
but at the
after I
same time, it
upgrade
has,
to
like,
a 20
freshness to
or
it.
280 hertz
when we think
monitor. Oh,
about
damn.
new maps, it has to have a newness
Alright.
at the very same time. So they're
Good
dropping
idea
in.
too.
This is it, right?
It's not like you're missing out on much at launch, because like if you played the OG MW2, like you have it. And Warzone is free to play, so you don't have to pay for
He's
it.
pop a few heads from across the map too. So I mean, he's even trying to do it.
I mean, they're warming up, but I've seen him crush with shotties today in MP, so I have faith.
Always. Always,
Dude is
this is
so
actually
pissed.
quite exciting to check out here, especially that, you know, we got ourselves a little bit of a fight happening here. So I think Lupo
I like the new
managed to get the better,
icon, the
just
little
as,
pop-ups
again,
for your
it
kills
feels
in XP.
so, fluid. I
Like,
think
it looks
one
good.
Of the points that is really sticking
I know
to
that
me
was a
here
huge
is
complaint with
also just
MW2,
on
and
that
I complained about it
movement
too a little
front as
bit.
well, right?
Yeah,
but
it's very
Yeah.
important to us.
Yeah.
this one looks good. I like it.
And so tell us, Ted, Warzone shares the same foundations of Modern Warfare.
That's a lot of
3. Raven
suppression
works really
mines. Oh
closely with
my.
Sledgehammer to make sure all
3 of them
those
came out of
gameplay
that
features
one
that we
chest.
covered in multiplayer earlier today are aligned with Battle Royale. Can you
Let's
take
have
us
a
through
whole
that
base in
little
here.
bit?
Yeah, as you mentioned, we've been working with Sledgehammer all year. They've been a great partner because we know when we make something like a big Battle Royale map, we need that.
I'll have to
movement
see
of
the
fluid.
actual
We need
map
the
in game
traversal
because I don't know, the
mechanics,
color scheme might just be
mantling,
off from
everything
what I'm
needs to
looking at
work
right
well
now, but
and seamlessly.
I don't know, everything looks so
and
barren in the distance,
again,
like the
it's the
hills.
classic Call of Duty feel, right? You're obviously going to be getting that here, but
Huh.
to see that, I guess would the word be parody? I guess I'm thinking of just basically.
It's hard to
seeing how,
tell.
like,
It's hard to tell right now.
Continuity is a better, is a way better word.
It's
Yeah.
experience with synergy across all
Yeah.
the modes.
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, synergy. I love it.
I love that
I love that we managed to fit synergy.
And at the same time, you know, we saw earlier.
The color
on
scheme
with
looks alright.
Raven,
It kind of
that
looks like a
they
fall
increased
sort of
their health
vibe.
to 150 to actually match Warzone. So
Yeah.
not only is there a synergy with movement, there's also a synergy with the gameplay itself.
Similar
This
into
must be
Fall,
pretty
you know?
awesome for you as well, having been involved in Warzone for so long and the amount of love and passion you have for it. To see like, hey, when players load into the game, like the experience is going to be the same. So try it out, right? The water's warm.
Yeah,
Look at how many face cams we got on screen right now. We got me, one down here, one over there, some gameplay.
This is one of my favorite weapons that I can pick up in the map right now. I love the scope on
Oh,
it.
that's a drifter, or
that's
Swifter.
what it
My
looks like.
bad.
I do.
I think that's Swifter, right? Right below me?
Oh, they're up in the
Oh, they're the crane.
The guy who does the hide and seek
Okay, so
videos.
Ted, the crane has a vertical
Oh, gosh.
ascender for you to get
What is happening?
all the way up there.
Oh, because it's such a good redeploy mechanic. You can literally use the map to redeploy. You know, you can go up to the crane and jump off and go to wherever you need to go.
Yep.
So
Oh, is that a
he's just
camera?
equipped
What is that?
a Guardian.
Oh, it's a Guardian,
Guardian,
okay.
we talked a little about an MP. I said I'd get. I
I thought they
talked
like
about it more
reworked
in
the
Battle
camera
Royale
or
because
something into like the
I think
tripod
this is something
BO1
we're gonna
style
see a lot
camera.
of today. This is a new kill streak. Can
Hopefully
you
the
tell us a
cameras are
little bit
back.
more
I
about
liked
how it's
them
gonna play
in
out
MW2.
here?
Or in MW2.
I don't want to critique that gameplay.
The
though.
tack
Maybe-
cameras.
just maybe if he put it down, that could have been the area of denial that he actually needed to win that.
Oh yeah, dude,
encounter. So it's
120
very much
hertz
about
is
if you're
really
being
nice.
pushed,
I don't
if you
have a
wanna defend
monitor
an
with
area,
120
get
hertz
that
though, so I
Guardian
can't
down,
experience
to
it,
keep you safe
unfortunately.
effectively.
Yeah, so again, it's not eliminating any players, but it's that stun effect that it's having on
Look
players.
at where he is now.
Uh-oh, the gulag.
The
And
gulag.
is that
The
a
new
fully kitted
gulag.
out gun as well? that I'm
So
seeing?
this one's
What's it
not-
look
this
like?
is Actually,
Oh, he's using
just
tac
a-
stance.
a
Look at that.
normal layout.
Ah, okay, yeah, I see that.
But what's interesting
First player who's
about
actually done it.
Gulag is we've gone back
All
to
stream.
this three-lane experience that we've had.
So this is
at
the
end
brand
of
new Gulag, simplified. It's 3 lanes.
I don't know what the point of
But
tac
it's
stance
But it's got
is.
a
Like,
little treat in the middle there.
Are
that
they
we
really
didn't see.
moving
We might see
faster,
it later.
or-
Can you tell
Like
us
what?
what we can expect?
So with this
Gulag
group
today?
of players, they are.
it looks
so
like you
good.
have like a hip fire,
So we'll
right?
have to see if
While you're in
the
tac
Gulag
stance?
lasts
I
that
know.
length of time. But for anyone at home,
But why would you do
previous
it?
war zones we've had a capture point, which was the overtime mechanic. But this time around, it's an ascender, and a rope drops down
Ooh.
from above, and you can ascend and get out.
So it's kind of like, you know, I'm a big pro wrestling guy, so it's kind of like escape.
I'll definitely check out Warzone too when this drops though, because
Okay, I'm all about that, baby.
I always like exploring a new map.
That makes me very, very, very happy. But as we continue to see these players just like run around, they're being hunted
by a
currently.
bounty.
So we got a
I do like
bounty
that
up right now.
DMZ and like
So what I love
zombies are
about the
probably going to
bounty
take
that we've
over
updated is,
and
when
be
they
like
complete
better
the
than
bounty,
Warzone
just if
eventually.
they complete the bounty,
Yeah.
they'll actually
Warzone,
get
I just don't see it having that
UAV,
longevity.
which is a new mechanic that we've added for the bounty this time around.
Okay.
And so this was a bounty that you brought back from Warzone originally.
I didn't
I like
see
that
if
the
it
map
was
has
the big
a
game bounty.
large
I was
coverage too.
talking about Big Game Bounty. I
Looks
assumed
good.
this was Big Game Bounty. Can you talk to us a little bit about that contract, which is new?
Yeah, the big game bounty was a fan favorite going back to the third year of Warzone. And it's something that this group in particular, like the really
Everything
high
on
skilled
his
player,
minimap
I don't
has
know
like
why
a
they love it,
green
because it
tinge
effectively
to it,
marks the
or
highest
tint.
killed player
Good for
in
content.
the game, but it's great for content.
Great
It's
for
got a great
content.
reward with the
Interesting.
advanced UAV, so yeah,
really happy.
Except for the gas station. The gas station's way.
Oh, 100%. I mean, I'm never going to get mobbed, so I'm cool. Like, I love the contract. I'm
Same
safe.
here. I'm good.
Safe. Yeah.
I'm vibing, baby.
I could link you a cheap monitor you can do on 20 hertz on for PS5 if you want.
And
Like
if
probably
you
under
complete it, you
$100
get
USD.
that
Oh,
advanced
really?
Advanced UAV,
Yeah,
super
which is
powerful.
Sure, if you want to link me, I'll check it out.
Actually, now as the game continues to play
I'm not really,
out
like,
here,
I don't know if I really want it though, since like it'd be like,
I find it to be,
you know, like it went to be 4K, right?
For these players that,
And if I'm
know,
playing
they were just
Warzone or something, I'd want a
tooling
4K
around
monitor
in
for that, for
Modern
sure.
Warfare 2 maps, you know,
Because
old
just
Modern
long
Warfare 2
range,
maps, but now they're
you
going into
want
something
like,
fresh
if
and
you have
new.
like a
Is
long
that
range line of
an
sight,
objective for you guys
better
with this map to make it feel
video
just
quality is going to be
fresh, to make it
preferable
feel like you're jumping into
over
this with a new
frames.
pair of eyes.
So whenever we think
But in
about the
multiplayer,
map,
I
we
think,
have to
yeah,
think about both the
more
map
hertz
and
would be
the
pretty good.
gameplay. Like
Sure.
they're so intrinsically linked. So hopefully a little bit later on, we'll see some of the gameplay that we kind of hinted at. I saw the team beforehand hinted at the drivable train. Haven't yet seen if a team landed on that. But that's the newness, you know. It's the new map plus the new gameplay, and those.
Where
things
would I even put
combine
another monitor?
today's experience
Just
there.
looking around my room.
And also feels like a lot of quality of live features, right?
Because I have my main monitor here. We got my tablet over here.
Into this that I'm also looking forward to.
Maybe I could put it above my tablet
big
somewhere
thing in
here.
VR is you got to be able to rotate effectively. If not, you're gonna get wiped out to the surface.
Maybe I just need a new setup.
Actually, I
Are they
see
gonna
a
use
zip
it?
line off in the distance. We're going to get a better look at them
Even
here.
better.
This is the crane we were talking about earlier.
Ooh.
So you can go up.
I like that they're more
Okay.
protected, you know?
First time. In addition to
Okay, this one
going
is
up.
this is
drones.
just a
Oh,
redeploy
that's
balloon.
launches.
I
We're
thought the
bringing
crane
those
was going to be like a
across
new
from
redeploy balloon
Al-Mazrah.
that's a little bit more
But
protected.
then, here's the
Nice.
Oh, zip lines, yes.
I was gonna ask when we were gonna get horizontal zip lines.
Yeah, so I mean, we are so
Yeah.
happy to bring these into the map. It really fits the POIs and the layout.
I
of
wonder
the
if you can
map.
aim down sight with
Also,
the zip line.
this
I hope you
group
can,
here,
like in
they're gonna use
Cold
them
War.
to push another team.
Oh, yeah.
That
Whereas
was nice.
For a lot of our players, they might use it to move
Evade.
away or evade
Yeah.
a team. So it's got dual purpose. I'm sure we'll have encounters.
For single
where
player, I
they meet
use
each
high
other.
resolution usually. Multiplayer 1080p, low settings all day.
Okay,
But you can use your AR. So.
but I mean, like you should shoot.
Yeah. You could duel like an old British
right.
horse.
You can do like 10 paces,
Yeah.
turn around, zip, and then just go and try and see if you can
It's
take
content.
each other out.
It's content.
No, that is
Also,
really
though,
cool.
It's
especially
content.
over water, we saw them sort of between the higher.
Yeah, please show
buildings,
us water
1.5
combat. I wanna see if
across
it's
the water.
changed or
I
not.
think in terms of getting across this map, can you tell us anything about this map in terms of size, sort of what to expect for folks at home who aren't gonna?
Yeah.
Tell me
get
it's
a
like
sense of what
Al-Mazrah
they're doing
sized.
today?
What we did was
Please.
obviously we always look at like the latest maps. So we look at Caldera and Al-Mazrah. So it's closer in size to Caldera, a little bit smaller than
Slightly
Al-Mazrah,
smaller than Al-Mazrah.
but it's more dense. So it should feel like in terms of land space and mass, it should still feel very familiar.
And so when you
Should
say
be
dense,
good.
you mean to less.
Oh, you can see the
open
train on the map. It's
spaces,
just a single
more
train.
tight,
Yeah.
Points of interest.
It's on the very top.
And I'm even seeing it here.
Very
Like there
tippy
are
top.
some wide open spots where snipers can have a great time, but there's so much like urban, dense environments.
Yeah.
Has there been some like really cool play tests where everyone's just like scrapping it out in these like wild locations, close quarters?
Like I mentioned, when we look at Low Town and Old Town, they're kind of like the rattier.
I hope with the train you don't actually like
again,
jump
we'll talk about some of
into
those
it, like
mechanics
and go in
we've
third
added
person or
to
anything.
improve that.
It'd be nice if you can just like
it
go
has a
into the
train line
driver's
that
sort of
runs
like
straight
a
through
booth.
it.
Okay.
So
Or the-
you'll be in
I don't know
Low
what you call it,
Town,
but,
maybe just like getting into it with another team, and then
The
another team
cockpit of the train, right? And then you can just like pull some
literally on the
levers or
train,
whatever to do stuff. That would be better,
and
I think.
essentially pushes the team through the POI.
And
That is
Old Town and Low Town, of course, are on that central land.
Oh, this is another train,
and
I
here's
think.
the train.
Speaking of the
Speaking
train.
of
Maybe?
the train that stops in Old Town.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
Interesting.
Ted, tell us about this. I feel like everybody downstairs.
Okay, we got a
is-
switch.
They saw a
Okay.
handbrake yesterday, and we're like, wait, what? There's a handbrake
can
on the
stop.
caboose? So if anyone at home doesn't know, the rear carriage is called a caboose. We've got the UAV
caboose.
tower, the buy station.
On
If
the
you
train.
push- on the
UAV
train.
buy station on the train.
And if you
Oh,
push the
nice.
driver's carriage, you can go forward, backward. You can
Oh, look at that.
But
It
the
is like
nuance
that.
are-
Oh,
These
cool.
players will find out today is you're in the driver's carriage, you're driving, happy days, you're the conductor. But if a team jumps on the back,
I hope it can
and
go, like,
throws that
really
handbrake,
fast.
You're going to have to go and engage.
That's cool. Okay,
Or
I didn't
get
know
in
that.
a war switching
Yes.
on
No,
and
no,
off.
no.
Yeah.
No,
That
the
looks
handbrake
fun.
controls-
I
controls
cannot
all
wait
of
to
it,
try
so that's
this.
the master
You have to go
control.
back and
So there's almost like a decision you have to make of like, well, do I want to put a body over there, have someone defend the handbrake?
Okay,
and then
dude,
you
you're
might be running
overselling
into a
it.
full squad. So there are going to be some decisions players are going to have to make with these. With,
I think
with
my
this
window's a
train.
little too
we had a
big. Let me
great
shut
play
the curtain a
test
little
where I was on the train with a few others, and the train stopped, and we were like, "Hang on, we're here.
We're all here.
we're all here." So that can only mean one thing, yeah. So it's a great like realization moment.
Your detective work.
Yes.
Hmm,
You're literally doing a
All right,
head
that looks good. All right.
How many people
Say
are
present.
Yeah.
We're seeing some super fluid movement here. We just saw them kind of parachute from building to building. They're on the move. I think they're getting to a buy station up here. Maybe pick up some gear. And Ted, which
Or just running around in circles.
They're just above Zaravan City.
Get some
sort
gear.
of the old town,
Giving each other
lower
cash.
Area. Again, I love the
Peak commentary.
the style and the theme. Like this has that kind of Al Mazrah like feel to it.
Yes. And of course, fictionally, in the Great Modern Warfare universe,
A little over 100, 24
Tarzan
inch.
shares
Oh.
a border with
Okay,
Al
cool.
Mazrah.
It'd be a little bit smaller than my monitor, like 3 inches smaller.
I am a lore head.
Yeah, I'm a lore head too, so it makes me very happy to see another fellow lore
A
head.
lore head.
When I watch these guys behind us are awesome
A
creators
lore
in the
head.
community, making the story, making their content about the storyline.
Yeah, I'm
and
a
narrative.
Matt Pat
I love it.
theorist
I'm so
personally.
excited. And Ted, you always say, they're the
Shout out to my
storytellers
boy
and,
at Matt Pat.
I mean, you guys are
Game
providing
3.
them those raw materials to create. And
Yeah,
I
we
love
refer
that.
to it as the canvas
Yeah.
for them to paint.
Apparently some
on.
new
It sounds
FNAF
corny,
news came
but
out, so I gotta
those
check
are the
that
kind
out,
of
like,
things
right
that we
after
think
this
about when
stream.
we think about the types of map and
Around the
gameplay
movie,
we wanna
apparently.
create. And if you look carefully, I've seen it happen a couple of times already. We have unsuppressed red dots that now show up on the minimap.
Okay,
Yes, the classic minimap behavior.
That's already been a thing in Warzone. What are you talking about, buddy?
Multiplayer as it were in Warzone,
That was a default in Warzone. Why are you talking about it now? Come on.
To the game.
When you think of something like a big map BR, like Battle Royale, it's really important that you know where engagements are happening.
Yes.
For a lot of players,
I'm
it could
pretty
be
certain
they
that
wanna
we
avoid that area, or for
did
other
have
players,
red
they wanna
dots
move.
before,
If you
didn't
get-
we?
Personal favorite, I believe.
I mean,
this
I'm
is
not a
the
Warzone
Cash
player primarily, but like I'm pretty sure that was a thing. It was in MW19 100%. I'm pretty sure it was in MW2 as well.
Let's see if they push. Well, they're pushing.
I don't know if they're even going to have an opportunity
5
for it.
seconds.
He's gonna...
Hmm.
Let's go. That was good.
Oh, so
Very
now that we
clutch.
see
the stress in her face.
She's like, I
relief.
gotta, yeah.
Yeah,
now
she
that we
was.
see the gulag, and of course, shout out to Chica for the clutch there. What are some things that we should be expecting from the gulag? Because that was different.
That was different than what we saw before.
Interesting that the
In
buy
fact, we got
stations
some
are now like
video.
green.
Here we go.
This is the OG gulag. This is what we're going to be playing
3 lane.
most of the
Yep,
time
3 lane
in
structure,
the
yeah.
3 lanes. But Ted,
Hmm.
for the first time,
And a missile
there might
silo.
be some other gulags.
Yes, so maybe
Oh.
right on cue, we'll see the night vision gulag. Look at that,
No
Stephanie.
way.
So this is something that can
Huh.
happen from time to time. It's a chance.
I
of
think
it
a night
happening.
vision would be a
And we
lot
have
better
several
without
of these,
lasers,
and
to be
I almost
honest.
don't want to spoil too much. You
Yeah,
talked
yeah,
about the
I
cash
actually
one.
like-
Yeah, we want to
earlier
wait
on.
to see.
But like, and here's the ascender that we've already mentioned. That if you can get on it, if you can get out, you can be shot on the way up. You can be shot from below. Like
But you can
you've gotta
also
be careful.
get off of it
Yeah,
and make
yeah,
a play
jump
as
off, yeah,
well.
make a play.
That's cool.
So
Okay.
it's
What happens
some
if you get to
really
the top of the
interesting play
ascender?
tests of, I
Do you get to
remember
go
one of our
back into the
designers
war
shared
zone?
a clip where
And the other person
the
just
other
gets left
player had
behind?
jumped on the ascender.
That'd be interesting.
They also got on underneath, shot them on the way up, eliminated them, and then made it themselves.
It's like a little Matrix
Huh.
moment there, you know? You're shooting.
I like that they're trying new stuff like this, though.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's Call of Duty moments, right?
And we'll wait to see, if we get some of those other gulags that we're talking about. But it's ultimately you bringing the, implementation of the public event into the gulag mechanic. We're showing them off here today. It may not be like that at launch because we're still obviously in the
It's a nice
Warzone
looking
alpha build,
microphone.
But we've got some exciting stuff planned.
And our streamers are
Dialed in.
They're there's a
Look at the map. We got some pine
shift
trees.
when we went into Warzone in the venue.
They're having a
Feel
good
the
time.
tension where everyone's like, well, here's
The map
an
looks pretty
opportunity to
barren,
pop
though.
off
I'm not gonna lie.
in front of the world, in front of
I
their
feel like the rock
creators.
structures are too
And
small.
it is great that these creators, the
Kind
passion
of reminds me
and
of Blackout, and that was the thing I
that they
didn't like
put
about
into
Blackout.
Warzone, has to feel rewarding for you having being a part of a team that has
trying to
built
slide
this system.
cancel?
Yeah,
Like,
I mean,
what's going
at
on?
Raven, we have to cater to so many different player types. When you've got millions,
Doesn't
and
look
millions
like
and millions
slide
of people
canceling.
playing your game.
Yeah,
you've got these creators who play 10 to
Oh,
12 hours a
jeez.
day,
Jump
7
scare.
days a week. But equally, we know that we have people who just jump on a Sunday with their buddies and just want to have some fun. So we always try and find that sweet spot of our mechanics, where something like the train, anyone can jump on the train and have a fun time with the train.
Yeah.
But equally, we've made changes. For example,
Ooh, it's happening.
Oh, here we
Okay.
go.
Oh, hit the
Is this
brake,
off
hit the
rip?
brake.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Hit the brake.
Okay, now I hope she turns around the throw. Oh, she's getting pushed behind.
Oh, we've
Oh,
got
dude,
a lot
yeah,
of
I know.
action.
More frames would be great.
I'm not sure that was the smart play.
No, they were
But,
both getting off of it.
okay.
That was smart. That was
I don't know, I do like my
Noisy
quality,
Butters was like
so
us
I feel like
as
if
well.
I got used to
not
the
worth
high
it.
frames a second, going back to
man,
this one
that
would
is gonna
suck.
be a sweaty drop.
So I'm not really sure if I want to do
We're
it.
seconds away from pulling the brake there, and that would have just caused complete chaos
Yeah.
for the map.
And pretty soon here, we're
It's
gonna
kind of like
have,
going from
probably
like
a
80
winner of our first
FOV
match.
up
Yeah.
to 100,
Hopefully-
and then
hopefully
it's
we
like
get
hard to
the
go
news.
back.
Come here to win.
Yeah, we're jumping around between streams today, and hope you guys are obviously checking out your favorite creators' streams here at COD Next.
Really, really cool stuff. What else? I mean, like, should we be looking forward to here, right? Because I know, like, you guys are doing some creative things with, like, the contracts and different things like that to really get people in the game to move around, interact a bit more, cause some more chaos.
Yeah, I mean, yesterday, you know, we started talking about some of our quality of life improvements.
Yes.
And I think one of the biggest cheers we got from this group was that we brought pistols underwater. So if you're swimming
Yeah.
underwater, you will always have a pistol.
Nice.
And I did not expect that to be the biggest cheer, but it shows the love that this group and I think our wider community, it's reflective of them too, have for like those small detail touches that just improve the gameplay loop as a whole.
Yeah, quality of life definitely.
Yeah, pistols underwater was neat.
You know,
I wonder if you can use those weapon conversion,
as you said,
like
something that
pistols
Raven thinks
underwater.
about, you know, building Warzone from the ground up, and a lot
Hopefully
of the quality
not.
of life changes that we've even made in the live game in the last year. Expect them. In
Yeah,
Years of
carrying
Otherwise,
them
like, some
forward.
pistols are
So
just gonna be, like,
everything that
almost
you've
useless
played and
underwater.
seen, like, we've made over 100 quality of life improvements to the Warzone of this year. Everything carries into the Warzone of the year ahead of us. So
yeah. And
Oh,
also,
you just equipped the
you
gas
guys
mask?
also with some of the movement as well, right? Because I'm noticing like the slides are going a little far.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Across the board, like anywhere where we could just tighten it up.
I hope
and
it's like a
then
manual
press the
gas mask,
camera,
because
take
that
it
was
out.
what I was wanting for a
yeah,
long
I
time.
actually want to talk about that because I said earlier that, you know, Warzone shares the same foundation, that foundational gameplay.
Because then you can put it on whenever you
with
want, and
Modern
there's no like
Warfare 2's
animation
movement
that
mechanics, all
makes
those things.
you,
But you've put
you know,
your
break
own, you know,
ADS
touch
and
on
ruin gunfights.
specific things. tuned
Nice
a little
seeing
bit
that the
more
other vests are
specifically
back.
for PR.
She has the medic vest.
Do you want to talk to us a little bit about
That was an
you know, how some of those perks might work a little bit differently
Oh,
in
look.
Warzone specifically?
Someone's getting
versus
pinged
MP?
up there.
Yeah,
Oh, it's a whole team.
So on the Warzone side, we felt that this time around was an opportunity to have some unique perks only for Warzone. Because again, it's a big map. We have
Is that the
different player
Cronin
styles,
Squall?
different motivations. So
different experience too.
My personal favorite.
Uh-oh. Yeah, they're getting attacked from behind by another team, I think.
I'm adding that because I like it.
Okay.
That is very much a perk.
I also like it. I
Ooh, get caught off
I'm
guard.
gonna go on the internet for several hours after
Yeah,
this.
that's the beauty of perks. Is like the perk there should be variety. There should not be an optimized path. It should be that when you jump into the game, you don't know. You're going to be surprised when people have equipped. I expect some of this group will probably equip Shrouded, which is that when you get downed, you will automatically drop a smoke grenade.
Ooh,
That's a really new dimension.
that's a good one.
to it. And then equally, I think another one
I like
is
that perk.
Resolute, which is when you get shot and you take a hit, you move faster to get out of dodge. So.
Oh, that's cool. So good opportunities for, especially for
That's good too.
like field, like a wide open field traversal. Get shot, get a speed boost, get down. Potentially a smoke comes down, your teammate can back you up.
There you go.
That's
That's
really
the kind
cool.
of variety that we're looking for.
Yeah. Well, I will definitely run with the smoke bomb one because I know that is going to be me.
I'll
9
run
times
the
out of 10.
evasion burp.
That
You
sounds
run
like a
the
really good
evasion
one, though.
drop some
I like the smoke bomb
duos.
one.
It'll
There's
be
going to be some
super
interesting mixes.
Yeah,
Hopefully you
yeah,
can't like
and
mark
that's
people
really
through the
cool.
smoke
And
though.
it's almost
Otherwise, like if someone gets down, you could just instantly mark and know where they're crawling
as
to.
It's been said time and
right?
time again, right? That freedom of choice to be able to get really clever with like how you want to approach that, and it feels
play
like
styles.
yeah,
You just
tune
get-
that play
oh,
style.
God.
Feels like
Player agency. We want the
Bro, I'm
story.
already like blindfolded, and you're just gonna
and we're
like
back in the
gun butt
gulag
me in the
again.
head.
Oh, boy.
Tactical
Why?
crouching,
Okay.
preparing for battle.
Will we see the long-rumored Ascender? The mythical. It's going to be a myth by the end.
Yeah, is someone gonna use it?
It's actually an Ascender.
Got a Molotov out.
Players are
But
too
she's
good.
picking up that cash. So
I don't
this is
see the
cash
Ascender.
gulag, but we're waiting to
Here
see
we go.
that.
1 second. The
Oh, there it
red
is.
Down. Grab it. Oh, she baited them. Oh, wow.
Ooh.
Well played.
I think the map needs to be like built a little differently for people to actually use the Ascender, because that's like really in the open.
Honey. I'm gonna go for honey.
But now she's got that cash.
Like, the
right? So
minimal
she's got
cover doesn't
both
really
of
help,
her-
you know?
She's got two.
I think if it was a map like the current Warzone 2, like Gulag,
Oh, someone just actually did a
I forget the name of the map,
Gotta be careful. Yeah,
but
here you
it's
go.
also in
Oh my
like
God.
MW2's 2v2 right now too, and
See the
like
unsuppressed red dots on the
it's kind of like a 2-lane map.
Oh, the other teammate's down. Oh, she's pushing. Here
I feel
we
like
go.
This is
a
ambitious.
Ascender on
She's
that would work.
literally- I think, does she have any help here? I don't think she does.
They're both in the gulag.
Yeah, the gulag of life.
Yeah.
Gulag of life.
He dived to get out of there.
She make a run to that buy station?
Nikari doing the hard carry here. Butters is back. She's just redeployed.
Yeah.
Butters.
Very well played. That dive, I've been loving.
What monitor
that we
you
have the options of diving
running?
and sliding,
Running?
you know?
Yes.
You can do some really funny things with the dive.
Samsung, 60 hertz, 4K.
I love it. There's just ground loot. And in fact, maybe we can actually quickly talk about ground loot.
Yeah.
We've brought back weapon rarity.
Okay.
Yes, we will see colored boots.
You just saw it right there. Like she picked up the blue AR. It's one of those things.
Color
that,
rarity's back. Okay.
When you think about the looting gameplay, you need to be able to quickly see like what's that weapen, what's this item, etc. So even from a custom loadout perspective, you know.
Yeah, but it's also nice knowing that all your weapons are like competitive, you know.
Tooltip, that card that you can see.
I like that philosophy MW2 had.
They end up losing both of their teammates there. Hate to see it, but.
Was that
Ted,
Burger Town on the
What are
left?
some of the things that we can expect to kind of stay the same here? Like, I see buy stations, redeployable buy stations. Are they coming back?
Yes, they'll be there day one.
Cool.
We really see this as a.
I mean, I hope all of Warzone
of
2's stuff is here on day one.
Up, polished, all new movement, etc. on top.
Got it.
So something that a lot of people in this room care about.
Yeah.
That we worked super hard on in current Warzone and we think is awesome. Is the good old Champions Quest.
Oh, the Champions Quest.
We've had some amazing moments
yes,
in the last
the
year
nuke
since we
champion
introduced
quest.
it, and it's been really fun for
You gotta
a
win
lot
like
of people. But we
5
wanna
games in a
open that
row
up
and
little
then
bit.
do the challenge without
What
dying.
can
Like
you maybe breadcrumb us a little bit for what to expect with where
That challenge is too hard for me.
with Champions Quest in the future.
So Champions Quest is something that we're going to be launching during the first season. So we don't want to reveal. Oh, she's on the horizontal zip line. But I'll try and stay focused. There's so much going on. I saw the train. I was like, oh my god, the train. I want to talk about the train again. But no, Champions Quest. It's been a huge success for us all year long. You know, that ability to nuke the map.
Oh, look at all these biotechs. Oh, that's cool.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
So what we want to do for next year's Champions Quest is allow players to steal it from the team who is doing the Champions Quest. You can only steal it once.
Okay.
So
if
it's
you
only
see,
once. It's not going to
if you see
change.
a team is doing it, push them, be the first, take them down. They'll drop the contract, they'll drop the pieces. You can pick it up and try and take it through to the finish.
That sounds awful for the people that are actually doing the Champions Quest, like that have already won 5 games in a row.
It gives people
like,
more options to get on something like Champions Quest. You know, they're not the only ones who get to enjoy it.
Yeah.
Ted and I are going to squad up.
I mean,
we're going to get ours.
they should be the only ones who are enjoying it. They did the challenge, not us.
Yeah. Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to put that negativity out there. I'm so sorry.
That's kind of weird.
Well, let's actually go ahead and check in on our TCL
I disagree
Power
fully
Hour
with
and
what they
see
just said
how
there.
many challenges have been completed thus far for the days. And remember, for each one completed, you have a chance to win a 65-inch TCL TV. All you got to do is enter that hashtag COD NEXT and
Buy back on drivable train. I cannot
COD
wait to see
sweepstakes.
someone
Once
actually
again,
utilize that
that's
drivable train. That's gonna be
COD
cool.
Sweepstakes. For each challenge completed during the TCL Power Hour, a winner will be
Using a
randomly selected from all
180p 24-inch
eligible entries
165
received, up to
hertz.
9 winners. And thus
Planning on
far,
replacing
we
this with
have
a 27-inch.
3 of our items picked
280
up here.
hertz
So it
when
looks
I
like
can.
we still, I didn't see which ones it was though.
They're on the
Was
way.
it the train? Did we get the train?
All right.
I hope so.
I
Sounds
hope
good.
We get it.
Can we see the card again?
Yeah, actually, can we bring it up one more time? I just want to see what we have.
Here we go. Oh, we got
Scavenger
okay.
contract. We did get a drivable train elimination.
Yeah, we watched it. We
Oh, yeah,
watched
that
it.
was that.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
pistol
For some
fight on the
reason, in
back
my
of the
head, I
train.
thought it was run someone over with the drivable train.
I honestly did too.
That would be legendary.
If that happened and we don't know, I need to see the highlights. So
Yes.
I'll be busy
I honestly thought the
would be
drivable
the
train
first
was
ever. Yeah.
a zombies
Kinda
thing
cool.
because
But there
I was
you
like,
see
oh,
it
you
there.
can
But for
drive
now, though,
the
we're actually
train
gonna
like
head
off
on
the
over to
tracks like
Miles,
Choo
Lottie,
Choo
and
Charles
Nameless,
style.
as well as Alley Cat for their thoughts on live gameplay for Warzone. What you got
Like a
for us,
zombie
guys?
train?
What you think?
Choo-choo! All aboard the new train. That's what I'm looking for, friends. I was discussing with this with you guys prior to we got on camera. It was like, are we going to drop train, win the fight, pump the brakes, take the cash, buy our gear, all aboard, next stop? It's going to be an amazing experience. Like, we're going to be able to finish on train. We're going to be able to rotate using the train. Francis Borgia's going to be out there well excited with the camera on his face because of the train. It's a big day for COD.
All right, audience, if you want the freest kill in the game, make sure you go to the train to find Miles.
The freest.
But I do want to say, I was hoping that it was going to be an actual, like, train, like you turn the train on and you run somebody over to get out that bingo card.
Yeah.
But now I'm seeing EMD, the train track. So I'm guessing you throw the EMD, you can stop the whole train. So forget about the stop and the drive. I'm going to be sitting in a bush next to the train track. Like, all right, Miles, you want to rotate to another side of the map? Well, you got another thing coming.
Oh, that my train, my precious train. I have to give it a cool name, but yeah, really fun. I mean, like we've seen.
I wonder if the train has like a name or something, you know?
Over the years,
like
this one sort of feels again like movements back.
Not to be cringy, but like Thomas the Tank Engine.
Really
like, come on, we need to give it a name. Like, you know how boats have names. Like, give the train a name.
It's the quality of life, the presence that the game now has, and do you know what I've absolutely loved about Raven and the team up as well, is the fact that they have not been afraid to bring things back, to bring things back that the community wants, and I think that is just incredible. They're listening and they care, and that is definitely coming across the screen. So for me, I think, you know,
any other studios don't.
That we're seeing on the map, you know, unsuppressed fire. We're seeing also just small things like the blue plates that are also happening in the HUD, and it's minor things that make such a big difference.
Dude, I feel like all the studios listen. I just think Infinity Ward kind of got like the bad end of the stick this year, because like they separated this MW3 from MW2.
Upgrades. You know, we heard them talking about the unique perks that we're gonna have in Warzone. Like the Shrouded is massive, right? You drop a smoke when you get knocked. We already do that in Warzone. We throw a smoke at our teammates. Sometimes you don't have one. Now that it's gonna be an actual perk that you can grab, huge. Also, when you start to get shot, you talk about the health now, which is great, having 150 health. Well, now when you get shot, you move faster. So not only do you have that extra health to survive and evade enemies, you also have the faster movement with MW3 that they're bringing, and a perk that even allows you to get faster, because we know there are some players, come from myself, who's a bit more competitive. You like to get, you know, a little bit more aggressive and get in those 1v4 situations. You have the ability to do that, and it's all up to the player, which is great.
There is one more perk which wasn't brought up by Ted, but Irradiated, which has got something to do with how you interact with the gas, but more on that later. Ha ha ha. Like, plenty more cool changes.
Interesting.
Different field upgrades. We've seen different, you know, kill streaks. The Guardian being involved as well. I mean, that's something that I think Black Ops 4 players remember. This doesn't kill you though. This just slows you down. It's like a gigantic stun grenade spotlight.
Put it in a doorway, Miles.
Put it in a doorway, but the range on that bad boy is crazy. Look, if that thing's good enough to slow down the Incredible Hulk, it's good enough for COD. That's all I'm saying.
Sounds interesting, I guess.
I'm so excited to see how our creators, our streamers, the community react to this, especially when you check the timeline and seeing kind of what the noise is about. And Ali, looking across Warzone right now and the way that Warzone has been pushed forward, not only in terms of the map, and you know, a lot of people talking about Verdansk and how much they miss it, the nostalgia coming forward, I think, from Urzikstan, it really does kind of give that reminiscence of Verdansk in terms of the way it looks.
Yeah, because you stole layouts from Verdansk. I already saw that.
Superstore, etc. There are drops there for everyone
Superstore was
who wants
good
to get a battle in and perform at the highest level.
Yeah, and I think something that's crazy about Warzone specifically is
Superstar.
the fact that, like, it's only been a couple of years it's been around, right? And I feel like it's continuously just getting better, and small changes are being made for quality of life. And like you said, this does feel very reminiscent of Verdansk, but it has all the great changes, like the guns, the blue guns on the ground, and we just saw a UI change, like the gas mask actually being on your face the entire time. And you can
Noisy Betters is
screen.
down.
I will tell you right now,
Oh,
I'm
shit.
somebody who has really bad object permanence. I would always forget that I'd have a gas mask. So now that it's like actually on your vision as well, so like it's a great reminder. Just really small things like that that can really change a game.
That's something that I think community members have been asking for, the amount of times players enter gas or whatever. A few more really nice quality of life changes. No matter
Are these guys all on the same map right now?
If you're in the water, you have a pistol no matter what. Whatever your
Oh,
loadout
cool.
is, whether it's 2 primary weapons, whether you've got a melee.
Oh, that's a good
whatever it may be,
change,
there's a
actually.
pistol at the ready when you do go underwater. Same for all the ladders as well. So that element of gameplay, I know. Dude, the first time I had
interesting.
a circle
Even
out in
ladders?
the ocean in Al Mazrah, I dropped like a 12 kill spree because no one could get close. I was running around with a gulag pistol, and it really worked. That is not the case anymore. Awesome quality of life change, whether it's gas masks or it's pistols.
I can no longer dominate. Not the case anymore. It's an awesome change.
And you know what? You talked about the gulag there. The gulag looks great. Oh right? My God. I'm a big fan of. I know.
I swear, these guys sound like they're reading a script.
But I'm a big fan of, like, let's
And
just
it doesn't
get
even
into
make
a gunfight.
sense.
I see 2 walls in the middle. Let's just get into the gunfight, and better man gets out of the gulag. And we also see that they have
Like,
the
if he
rope,
added
the
a little bit
ascender,
more,
where you
like,
can just
reasoning
jump
to
on
it,
the
it
rope
would
and
make
get on out.
sense, but he
Couple different
didn't.
strategies you could employ. Wait for the person to hop in the center and just shoot him as he tries to escape. But Yeah, man, Warzone this year, it looks phenomenal. It feels like the answer to
the reason it's
the
awesome
community.
is because of everyone's able to compete now. But
being able to play it
he was
your
saying
own
it was
way,
awesome because
I
he
think
can
a
no
lot
longer
of creators in
dominate.
here are having a blast getting
Because he ran the
It's just
pistol, no one
really
else
fun as
did.
well to see
Like,
different
it
variants
doesn't
of
make
it, like
sense.
whether it's night operation one where you come in with an MVG, not that it's going to be that common. The idea that there's a cash gulag where there's money all over the place. I mean, yeah, I'm one of those players. I know a lot of my friends are where you see it, you grab it, and that's going to encourage the loot. But there is a massive danger. We just saw one of our streamers leave the gulag with like 6.5K. That's insane.
I hope they put DMZ on this map too.
That changes the way Warzone plays. And we want a little bit of random. You don't want this to be that predictable. The one thing you do want to be predictable is how efficiently you can take down your opponents. Yes. And that's been so nice to see.
Because apparently DMZ
Headshot
still getting
indicators now,
support.
you see you got a double X on the hit marker.
I don't know why they went to it on this map too.
Damage to a head. The limb damage has all been uniformed across the board. So you're going to get a much stronger and more
Probably heading out for
predictable feel of how my weapon performs, how my attachments
heading
perform
out
with
here
that weapon,
now.
and how I
Gonna
can
get ready
employ
to
that
head out
to
for work.
the best of my ability in
Alright.
the best
Have a good day,
situation. I mean,
dude.
it's just really nice.
Catch you later.
The last thing you want to be doing is guessing in a game like this. And I think, exactly, Miles, and I think something that may have went over a lot of people's heads when they were talking about it was the evasion in this version of Warzone.
Yo, Swifter!
We talked about that perk, but also the horizontal zip lines. I mean, that's massive. They've had big upgrades to quality of life in terms of trying to get in fights and evade over the last years. Like we had the PRD where you can go
the
up,
horizontal
deploy
zip
yourself
lines
and
are
fly
pretty
away.
cool.
I think all those things are going to be coming back, but now you also have the ability to hop in these horizontal zip lines that they've placed throughout the map. So, you know, if you get into a fight that maybe is pretty far out of the circle, you can take your time, finish that fight, and then strategically use those zip lines to get back towards circles. So I think that that's something, you know, it just piqued my interest in the way that I like to play the game.
You're talking about evasion as well, and for me, you know, going back to small things like the gas mask, you can now put the gas mask on, toggle it with tear gas. I mean, there's ways to make sure that you can
Yeah, I like the toggle.
Survivability is so big.
Thank you.
No more
Thank you very
wafting in
much.
front of the face. The gas mask will go on, and you are able to evade enemies and try and counter things that are coming away, because that's all that Warzone's about, right? It's being aggressive, but also countering pushes that are happening from left, right, and center.
I think a big point is like the controlled chaos in Warzone. That was
250 players on the map is going to be interesting too, because it's still smaller than almost.
You don't know where the gas is going to be, where you land changes a lot of the time. The loot that's on the ground
like more
is,
players,
you know,
I think.
pretty different most of the time. It's very unpredictable in that sense, but there's those predictabilities of having a horizontal zip line now, like knowing about the rotations. It's those little small things that you can control. And something I really enjoy is the fact that
you can see
I feel
horizontal
like
zip liner
most
above them.
people's goal early game is to get your loadout drop, right? But again, with the amount of loot, I feel like there's a lot more loot on the ground as we've been watching gameplay. But again, the gun quality of life, the attachments and stuff, maybe not try prioritizing the loadout so much as getting to a certain stronghold or getting somewhere else on the map.
We're seeing Swag here with the MCR, and that's a single attachment on the weapon, and he's looking fantastic with that thing already. A lot of players have been talking about this. We saw Shartsy, there was a clip on Twitter not too long ago, or X.com, whatever it's called these days. Talking about how auto-aim feels like it's been slightly reduced in this game. It feels a little harder at certain ranges to land very accurate shots. That's really nice, man. I mean, that changes the way the game plays. More health, harder to shoot.
What's auto-aim?
The better you are, the better you're going to play, essentially. Yeah, and you add that with that movement, I mean, there's going to be a decent skill gap, obviously, right? And I think that that's phenomenal. And like you said, we're watching Swag here. These are the guys that we're going to be learning from. You know, these creators that are in here figuring things out, what's going to be the meta, what people are using. And right now, he's rocking that MCR, and he is beaming. You said he only has one attachment on here.
Ooh.
Going to get knocked, but
He was beaming.
a laser. I mean,
Dude
he
just
was
jinxed
beaming,
him.
He was beaming indeed, and you see him get knocked down, and potentially might do here as well. No, he does manage to get his teammates. He's going to be in the gulag, but I will say, when you are down, you do also have extra health now as well. There has not only just been health added into in general, but when you are knocked down, there is that, again, survivability. Your teammates can make plays around you.
More health when you're downed actually encourages you to kill the entire team rather than finish off the person you down.
Out here in Kazakhstan, it's a little different. We got a fun one though. This is Optic Blake going up against Swag in the Gulag.
Who you got? I got Blake. I got Swag.
Come on, Blake.
I got Swag. Come on, Swag.
Come on, Blake.
He's gonna send out.
If it was a sniper, I'd pick Blake.
Oh!
There
it is. That's my boy. You can't ever doubt Blake. Come on.
He had to deal 10
Shouldn't have
bullets,
slid there.
250 damage there. So you're seeing like full plates when it comes to, you know, like the amount of health and lot, as you said.
He's probably used to MW2's current sliding. I mean, sliding to gunfights.
To the head. They didn't. I couldn't thirst them.
It doesn't
quickly.
really look too good here.
Yeah, I
though.
mean, this is just going to change the way the game plays. I would love to see any.
Battle
I mean, this
Royale.
is something that more folks out there are going to know how throwing knives impact
Because we saw that was the absolute way to play Warzone.
Really was the
down
yeah.
throwing knife out immediately.
It was down someone, throw the throwing knife on the dead body, and it's an insta kill.
I need it to be
Why? No.
I like that. You know,
that's
just running around and I'm out.
Yeah, no, it's not fun.
Yeah, we're seeing
That's
different
why
areas of the map.
snipers
We
shouldn't
talked
be a
about
one
it was
tap.
old
It's
and
not
Newtown.
fun.
I think is what
Like,
it was called. They look
It's a nice
absolutely
country club.
Please.
Going dog.
It's a night.
Oh, he's out. Oh, ciao, peace. He's gone.
Oh, you
That was
doing?
incredible.
Oh, that's cool.
That is a
So instead of a flag in the middle, it's
champion.
that is actually really neat. So instead of a flag in the center of the gulag that spawns there, you have to go up the zip line. That is really neat. I like that.
My boy was out there. All sorts of good fun.
All right.
And again, look how dense the map is. That is a ton of buildings, though. I mean, you know what I did see, though? Even in the largest of buildings, not a huge amount of
That's a really
stairwells.
neat
That was
change,
a
like
pain
really
point for
creative.
many players.
I like it.
Between the horizontal, vertical zip lines, redeployment balloons, you name it. There are so many ways to traverse this colossal landscape.
And you know what else I see, Miles? I see a lot of rooftops. I see a lot of rooftops for those snipers. So even though that like there are denser areas which might make it
that's what I
slightly
pointed
more
out.
difficult, there's still plenty of opportunities for those crazy clips.
But you know what, Ali? I can
It's
just
gonna
take
be
one
like
of those
Verdansk,
cranes
but
and I can
everywhere.
fly right down to the rooftop. Seems like they have a decent amount of those placed around the map as well. We
Yeah,
saw
but you
one on
can't
this
shoot your
screen
gun well in
right
the air,
behind them,
and
you
if
know,
you can,
obviously
that's gonna be
rooftops,
awful.
There's some campers who like to sit up there, but there's ways that you can get up there and take them out now pretty nicely.
Warzone 1
And the
had
drones
you
as
like
well.
able
You
to
can
shoot your gun
also
while
get a drone
flying,
in the
and that was
sky
just
and literally
gross.
take the line right up there and try and get on the rooftop or try and counter a little bit yourself or fly away and evade, which is probably what I would be doing.
So we're still within the TCL Power Hour, looking to see if any more of those sort of the bingo card moments happen. Haven't seen anyone get a breacher drone elimination,
Oh, come on.
which is actually crazy because it's, I mean, from our experience, especially multiplayer, very easy to do.
Yeah, I mean, you guys are all standing, messing with movement. I came in and remember I threw the breacher drone, 3-piece, like that.
Breacher drone's gonna be
That was
like
me.
harder
On
to
the-
get a kill in Battle Royale though, because you have more health
Bingo
with
card.
armor.
I don't know if you
Right?
guys saw, but there's also somebody has to get a Guardian kill.
It's got a minigun?
It's a Guardian.
Yeah,
Huh?
like an opponent who's affected by the Guardian.
just kill him, yeah.
Oh, it does it
A
like,
Juggernaut suit
this
and a
might be
minigun.
Juggernaut suit.
Oh, yeah.
We are
It
miniguns
certainly
back.
looks like it, 'cause
He's
that
moving
minigun
fast.
is,
Boy, schmoving. I told you, you'll be schmoving like you've never schmooved before, COD fans, in this game. Everyone's very, you know, nimble on their feet, a lot of twinkle toes, and you can even dress for the occasion.
Twinkle
Put on
toes,
even
shout out.
slicker shoes to improve movement, improve speed, strafe speed, how quiet you are, you name it. Dress for the occasion, COD fans. It's time to dress up and have a good time.
Certainly is indeed. I gotta say, it looks absolutely gorgeous. Just in terms of just the style. You know, we heard actually Ted talk about the way that it looks, and it's all kind of part of a bigger picture, looking a little bit like Al Mazrah at times. We also have Verdansk as well coming through, but I think the colors
Yeah, I
are
guess
just in
so.
perfect balance, so I think it also looks stunning.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of folks are like, oh, we
I
wanna
would
go back
prefer
to
Al
Verdansk, back to
Mazrah.
Verdansk. Well, you're close enough. Urzikstan is the country where Verdansk was.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, man.
You're a
Are we
Lawhead
back?
too.
Yeah, we're back. We're totally back.
You're a lawhead as well, aren't you?
I really am. Like, I read all the signs. I mean, I read the bits of paper. I love all this. I really do, mate.
You know what else is interesting? Obviously, like the perks are named a little bit different in this game. How you have your gear and your.
That's so
You're gonna be
weird,
able to
being like
find,
really into the lore,
boots
but
in
not the
Warzone,
gameplay.
obviously, as well, and that is going to shake things up, right? Because that prolonged slide, obviously, in the multiplayer.
Like imagine if I was a
is gonna be
FNAF
different,
fan, but I
in
played
Warzone,
none of the
you have a
games, or like
lot
barely
of
any of the
different,
games,
like, areas that you have
and
to
I was just like
traverse where that
really
slide
heavy
becomes
into the
its
lore.
own. So I think that's going to be really interesting when these guys get their hands on it.
As well as the climbing boosts. We haven't actually seen too much of that, but what that does essentially is it speeds up your mantle ability, and you really do move crazy. I mean, Peter Parker will be climbing the side of some of those buildings
Peter Parker.
and terrify you, Ali.
I share the same
Spider-Man.
last name as him. Does that mean I am also
Oh, she does.
Spider-Man?
Ever been bit by a spider?
Alan Parker
Possibly.
or whatever,
Maybe my
Ali
second-
Parker.
We would know by now, Ali.
I think that was her name.
I also, okay, beyond that, I wanted to point out the fact that who we were watching, they just did that play that we were talking about earlier, using the zip line to push a team while another one kind of like just looks over the rest of the teammates making that push. So nice.
Very nice.
Very nice indeed. Well, that's a nice
that a bingo
taste of
marker?
Warzone. I mean, it's been very cool, very, very exciting. But that's going to be it for the fireside chat for now. It's back over to the desk, to Golden Boy, Stephanie.
Thank you so much for that, and yeah, always great to hear. You know, the greatest minds in Call of Duty.
It almost sounds like
esports
Vanguard
talking
music
about
in the
a
background.
brand new Call of Duty game. What a time to be alive, of course, here. But yeah, and there's still so much more to talk about with Warzone stuff.
So
So
much.
much
We've got so
more.
much
Oh,
going on. We
dude,
finally
go back to
saw
multiplayer.
Night Vision Gulag. We got an Ascender overtime win. It was the moment that Ted and I have been waiting for. We've been waiting to see this thing in action.
I saw it. I used my eyes and I saw it too.
Yeah.
I had my bingo card.
Like 5 or 10 minutes ago.
They're too good. We haven't had a chance to get to the overtime mechanic.
I've been summoned. You have been, Twinkle. Hi, how you doing?
And in total, I'm happy to say, Ted,
Yeah,
correct me if I'm wrong.
Twinkle Toes in
4
Warzone
different
too. I can't believe you got early access.
So we want to make
Congrats,
sure that this
buddy.
is the evolutionary part of Warzone.
We got a
There's
Raven
great
Dev here.
ideas coming from everyone on the team because they're playing with the public event system, being like, oh, but we could do this, we could do this. So yeah, keep your eyes peeled because it's an exciting new feature for us.
They're showing so much off of Warzone
In the
gameplay.
action here, and
Like, why not show more multiplayer? Come on.
The chat was talking about,
I'm so
was
sad.
about quality of life features.
Also,
We've been
look-
really
look how
harping
barren
on
this
that
looks.
because it is important, and a lot of the
It's so
hardcore
weird.
players care about
The ground,
quality.
the grass, like, it's just so barren.
Right on cue.
Yeah.
I swear I did not rehearse that. Tell us about the way the backpack works now.
Yeah, this is a personal favorite of the team and mine. Like we got together and we thought about what do we want the backpack experience to be like for this version of Warzone.
The
And we did,
backpack
like, the
experience.
deepest dive, like literally 3 days, and just all we did was talk about the backpack.
The
We've got
sweat,
amazing UI
the
team.
camper,
And we just thought
the
about like one of the
backpack.
frustrations has been that when you pick up ammo, it goes in your backpack, but then if you drop the gun, you drop the ammo, and then you have to pick up the ammo and whatever.
Yeah.
It was like we should make space to have 5 dedicated ammo slots. So
Ooh,
I think,
I like
you know,
that.
Historical Warzone, it was always nice to be the mule.
Yeah.
And like you carry ammo and your buddy goes, hey, you got any sniper ammo? And you're like, oh, sure, I've got some, and you can drop it for them. And like, we
It'd be
just
nice to have
bring
like a
that back.
dedicated spot for your ammo, and like if you want extra ammo, it goes into your backpack, right?
Because for us, the backpack opened up
That's a good idea.
opportunities, like to be able to carry multiple lethals, multiple kill streaks. So it was like, how can we merge everything we've learned from Warzone? Over
Yeah, get
those
some like
last few
ammo
years into,
pouches
like,
on
one
your
Yeah, I
vest.
think a lot of people are going to be very happy about that, just because, I mean,
How's he not hitting him?
You don't want to do the inventory management sometimes when,
Yeah.
when you're in
Maybe he's
combat,
behind
you don't
cover,
have
I
time
don't
to
know.
Stop, pick up your ammo again, and so
Come on,
I think
Mr. whatever your name
backpack
is.
experience, you're definitely going to see that that's been refined.
I
But
can't
there's
tell.
some other really interesting
Oh,
tweaks to the
Mr.
UI as well.
Saki?
We obviously added the
I think.
squad cache widget
Yes.
in the live game, which I think has been really useful. I'm bad at math. I love it. And we're seeing here too, armor plates back to blue.
blue.
That's a big one for
Back
me.
to blue.
I
What color were they in Warzone
love
too? I
that.
don't
It's the
remember.
little things. I think when people get hands-on of this year of Warzone, I hope that they just love like
Or are they just?
everything, like the whole.
Oh, they're probably
package
just
that
blue
we're
on the
bringing,
ground. That's what he
for
means.
season 1 and
Maybe.
day 1.
Yeah.
No, they're still white. What do they mean they're blue?
of
the whole
things coming.
Maybe the little icon that pops up when you damage
package.
someone's armor. Maybe that's blue. I don't know.
We're hype for the new map.
New Twinkle bundle. Oh, hell yeah!
have a lot
It's
to
basically a
offer
gamble to
all
see if you
different
get
types of players. And I'm
my skin or not.
curious, Ted, if you can tell us what other
Yeah,
maps
pretty
we
much.
can expect once Urzikstan launches later
Yeah.
this year.
So obviously on launch day,
I guess we'll see, man. I mean, I'm all in.
Big map experience of Urzikstan. Alongside it, we'll have Bundle.
Bundle.
We'll have Ashika.
Stay
They
put.
both have Resurgence.
Bundle,
And
Ashika,
we'll also
Resurgence.
have Plunder.
Yes.
No.
So no Al Mazrah in
that
the next
core
chapter of
always
Warzone, but
love
it
it.
will
I love it.
remain in DMZ, fortunately.
It's all about that money, Alex.
All right.
Yeah, it's
About that
clearly
cash.
getting that money.
It's good they're not scrapping it entirely.
That is awesome. So more experiences, more different, more variety
Yes.
of ways for people to be able
We've
to play
got so
Warzone.
many different players, and they all play for so many different reasons. It was like, what can be the best version of Warzone?
Ooh,
on
did he
day
get
one?
sniped?
It's like, that's the package.
Awesome.
Uh-oh.
So we got a really.
Why would you
interesting,
cut? It was
a
the
preview
final
there of
circle.
maps and modes coming to Warzone.
I was
when
invested.
Season 1 launches later this year, and that includes, as you said, Bondle and Ashika
God damn it.
Island, staying put for Resurgence, Plunder Day 1, and obviously the new big map in Urzikstan. But Ted, I'm curious, as I'm sure many of the people behind me are here today.
Al Mazrah.
Warzone ranked.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah, what's up with
You said it.
ranked in Warzone?
Warzone, but
So,
sweaty.
All year long, we've had a great partnership with Treyarch. I think since
Just
we launched
popping in
in
before
season
work.
2,
I got your
the
big
feedback has been
squiggums.
incredible. It's been such a great experience. to see
Thanks
people
for
jump
hopping in and saying hi.
We know
I'll
that coming
catch you
into
later.
the year of Warzone,
Have a good day at work,
we've got
though.
some time to kind of digest that initial feedback and that initial.
Let the map live.
So what's the new Warzone map? The new Warzone map's name is Urzikstan. Most of it seems to be populated by buildings. So it's like almost Verdansk downtown everywhere.
I was gonna try.
And then in between the buildings is a bunch of flat ground. So I'm not sure how this is gonna play, to be honest.
I'm sure a lot of people are over the moon about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was actually.
Ooh, heavy choppers on the center of the soccer ball field
me,
here.
like how much like ranked Warzone has like helped, you know, to like really give him more things
something really neat,
game,
Twinkle,
right?
though,
Because,
is
you know, when
the new
you're a competitive guy,
drivable train. So you can either go to the caboose and stop the train or start the train from there, or you can go to like the drivers.
Let's get to gold. Let's get to plat.
Center. I don't know. The front of the train.
Yeah, I'm actually top 250.
And you can either stop and start the train there. You can change the speed of the train at the front of the train, and you can also
I'm out here with a couple gods,
stopping
and I'm just
speed.
getting
And wasn't there one more thing?
Hate to see it. No, that is excellent, and I think that for a lot of people who really cherish that hyper competitive
I thought there was. Maybe I'm wrong.
You know,
Maybe that's it. But yeah.
That's around the corner. Yeah, excellent stuff. Excellent stuff.
I love some rooftop.
If I think about it,
gameplay,
I'll say
and
it.
Getting a good taste of it
vibes.
here. I think
vibes here.
Yeah, lots of rooftop combat. I'm not sure if I'm a fan of that.
Back in the good. It's locked and
I got a
loaded.
lot of PTSD from Verdansk rooftop combat.
Not locked and loaded.
I didn't like it. I didn't like it.
It's one of my favorites.
The new Gulag,
So if
it's
anyone
really
doesn't
cool.
know,
So instead of a
locked and
flag
loaded,
spawning in the center there when the time runs out, there's like a little rope that comes down, and someone can like go on the rope and go straight up, and they win if they don't die.
Yes.
Absolutely wild.
When you win.
And they'll just get redeployed.
Okay, yes, I always
So
win,
yeah,
so
it's
I win
pretty
my
neat.
ones. It be like that.
That is awesome stuff. But I also,
Awesome
you know,
sauce.
with so much that has been shared, I can't help but feel like maybe there's just one more thing.
There's always
Oh,
one.
Is there one more
really?
thing? I knew I was on
War?
the money with this stuff. There had to be one more
World War
thing.
II's war mode?
What do we have?
I
2v2, maybe?
am
I don't
excited
know.
to ask Ted, you know, before we let you go,
Yeah, Ted.
is there anything else we should really know about
Oh, the
2024?
suspense.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, this is amazing. Yeah. You know, to have this opportunity for me to speak.
First
on
of all,
behalf of
this
the
is
Ravens,
amazing.
the
I
whole
just want to
Warzone
thank
team.
everybody.
And I've said it already. You know, our goal is to make 2024 the best year of Warzone. So when we sat down and thought about it, it's like, how do we deliver that to our players? So I'm
We're
really
delivering it to them in
Fortune's
an encrypted
Keep.
message.
So
It's
next
true.
year we'll be adding
And-
Fortune's Keep to the Resurgence map rotation. It's back.
It's back. Fortune's Keep will return in early 2024, but that's not it, Ted. I see something else hiding here.
So the best part of this, by the way, is no
Rebirth
one here
Island?
knows. Okay.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
after the one more thing, if that wasn't enough,
Eh.
we have
All right.
Rebirth Island.
So basically nothing new. Cool.
Island back.
Rebirth Island. Oh
Resurgence
my god,
rotation
guys.
Coming
Holy
later
shit.
after Fortune's
yeah.
Keep,
So-
later in the year
So
in
early next
2024.
year, we'll have Fortune's Keep. Just following
Boo.
Rebirth Island, and I'd love to just give such a big shout out to our partners and friends.
They killed Warzone 1 to give it back to us in Warzone
These
2.
maps would not be possible. So big kudos
Cool.
to those guys.
I am hype. I think the community is hype. We know they have been itching to have their hands.
Let's go,
on
we got
Rebirth
Rebirth.
Island.
At least you're
Speaking of Rebirth
excited.
Island, I think we're gonna hear some exciting stuff coming up next.
Yeah, I'm
I'm assuming
over the moon.
those two small maps are going to replace Ashika Island and Bundell.
No, we still have one more thing to do. A few more things to do, but oh wow. Well, firstly, you know, I want to thank you for that.
God, I don't like that they
First,
spend so
before
much
we,
time
do
like
anything else, let's actually
remaking
do
maps
one last
constantly.
check-in on the TCL Power Hour. See how many
Because these maps
challenges
that are
were
coming back, they're going to have like a new
completed.
aesthetic
Okay,
to them,
so
right?
we're still
Because
at
new
three.
engine?
Still at 3. Wait,
Maybe?
4. Ah, okay.
The
buyback on the drivable
buyback
train.
on the train. There is, of course,
They're
a buy
playing a
station
little,
on the train, almost like that
bingo
movable
card game.
POI.
I'm shocked we didn't get a breacher drone elimination. That just seemed like a gimme.
Yeah,
you know?
It really did.
And the big game a bounty. You'd have thought like someone would hear
Yeah.
it.
No.
But you know what? It's all new gameplay. This is the first
Except
time
they
that
gotta fill their whole
they're
bingo
learning it for this first time.
Bingo
and so are
card.
the folks at home, and so more to come.
Yeah, that's right. Well, of course,
I don't think they're doing like 3 in a row or anything. I think they need a full
for
house.
Each challenge completed during the TCL Power Hour, a winner will be randomly selected. So what I counted 4. I think it was 4
There was
spots.
4, yeah.
So there you go. Look at that there, and that's going to be picked from all eligible entries for a total of up to 9 winners. Now, of course, to enter, make sure you tweet using the hashtags COD NEXT as well as hashtag TCLX COD Sweepstakes. Once again, TCLX COD Sweepstakes. It's very, very
Alrighty.
important to include that hashtag.
Is that it?
Good luck to everyone, and I hope you get yourself an awesome TCL.
Are we gonna see more of
But
the
that,
content
course,
creators? Because
was
they
an
barely show
amazing
them off.
First look at Urzikstan,
Like we saw like
and
4 of
what
them,
players
and
can
there's like
expect from
hundreds,
Warzone
aren't there?
in the future. Ted, before you go, I just want to thank you so much.
Like look at everyone back there. There's so many people.
All the devs that have come up here, that passion.
Like
for
I saw
what you
Noisy
guys
Biters,
do,
I saw
it bleeds through in
Swifter.
everything and the way you talk about it. So thank you for sharing
Yeah,
that love with
and
us,
if I can
man.
say thank you to
I
everyone.
didn't
at
recognize the
Ravens
other
Software,
ones that they
every
showed, but
studio that's been contributing
yeah.
this year. We're my big family, and just this is the greatest privilege of my career to be here today with you. So grateful for you as well.
Thank you, Ted. It's
Very
awesome.
cool.
Can't wait to
Very
dive in.
cool.
We're definitely grateful to have you and all the devs here to talk about this amazing game. It's been such a fun
Oh yeah,
time.
earlier they
But
showed
for
that
now,
the
though,
people were asking
let's
questions
actually
and the
head
devs
down
were
to
answering them
Maven,
around
who's,
the
gonna
zombies.
put a
I hope we
couple
get to see
streamers
that.
on the spot in the hot and ready seat, presented by Little Caesars. Maven,
Another
we got-
ad.
Thank you so
We
much,
are
Alex.
not
I have Sally as a
sponsored.
dog. You're gonna
Don't
be
buy
the
Little
Urzikstan
Caesars
Reaper.
until they
I got a
sponsor us.
feeling. What are you loving so far on the map?
The movement is great. The sniping looked amazing.
You're
I
just
didn't
not
like that
allowed.
I lost my gulag, but everything else was great.
What happened to the gulag, Sally? Take me through it.
I got absolutely turned on by.
He's got a Little
That's
Caesars
pretty
chair
much
made
it.
out of cardboard too.
It happens to the best of us. But listen, I know you haven't. You've been someone that's grinded a lot of Warzone. You've taken a step back kind of this year, not putting as much time. Is it feeling just a little bit of hands-on? Like, is the grind coming back? Are you going to be carrying myself and Merc on the map?
Yeah, I'm definitely down to carry
Ye-
you. and
yeah,
my backpack.
yeah.
It's large. It's basically a
A little
duffel bag.
hesitant there.
So, what did you get hands-on with? Did you, outside the gulag, loss a little bit of time with the
bonked my
sniper?
elbow.
Little time with the AR? Like, what were you feeling the best of there? What's Sally as a dog's like go-to repertoire?
So I picked up a sniper, dropped it, regretted it because when I died, I saw Reed Boy just popping heads all over the map. So that's what I'm going to get back on and try. But yeah, really looking to get going, grind this game out. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I haven't like sniped much as I used to. Like in the past, putting in so much time. Now let's take a look. Oh, listen, he's got great legs too. But the chair, look at this thing.
Yeah, look at the chair. Look at the chair.
You were a little bit worried if you were going to actually be able to sit in it, if you were to fit it. If it had been tested, you asked me. But how's it feel?
Imagine if he was too big for
Comfortable,
it.
ergonomic, and stylish all in one. Yeah.
Oh my, I'm so orange right now.
Pizza.
Little Caesars, hot and
looking
ready.
absolutely fantastic. Hey, Sally, it's been amazing. Excited to see
Sally
what
in
you're
the
gonna do
Little
this year. You're one of my
Caesars
favorite
chair.
content creators. I love
Yup.
you.
Thank you. I love you too.
Oh, that was beautiful. Let's get it over to Shift. I believe he's down with Tommy.
Yeah, Maven, I'm not going to lie. You may want Sally to carry you, but there is no better person in the history of Warzone to carry a duo or a trio than this guy right here. Tommy, first day, hands on the game, initial thoughts and reactions. Let me have it.
I'm loving it. The movement, the fluidity of it, the visibility of the game, everything's just so much better and everything that everyone wanted, I feel.
So, again, you were day one, Warzone OG. You played every map, including all the small things. We heard the teases on
Warzone OG. Bruh, it is not a flex to be a Warzone OG. That came out 4 years ago.
Compared to other maps, the previous instances, where would you kind of go to?
Fortnite
I
was
feel like
older.
From the amount I've played, it's like a throwback to Verdansk, but with improvements. And the size of the map, there's not many dead areas, I'd say it looks like, from what I've played so far. Obviously, it's a little early to say too much on it, but I'd say it's a little bit of a throwback.
Fair enough. Final
Yeah, it's a little bit of throwback. I noticed some of the layout looks, or some of the buildings look similar to
I know there's
Verdansk's
people wanted to
buildings.
say, let me get into rank, let me get back up to those statuses again. Where are you feeling the biggest differences, either mechanically or maybe just aesthetically on the map right now?
I mean, from the mechanics we've got so far, I feel like a lot of the competitive players, pro players, they're going to love it. I mean, they're going to find out their own little ways to move and how to improve the movement on the map. But just off the base, it's so much smoother, nicer. You get around the map much quicker, so it's real good.
Fair enough. Tommy, thanks so much for stopping by and join the rest of the stream. And hey, with that, we're going to go back up to
Yeah, Twinkle, we got a
Miles and
zombies
Lonnie to give us
trailer
their thoughts
earlier
on, of course, what they
in this
saw
COD NEXT
Warzone.
event too,
But
which is kind of
before
cool.
we come back, we also
was a
have
gameplay
the
trailer.
Warzone mobile team. But of course, first, before we jump into all that, a quick word from our
Or
sponsor.
at least I think it was.
Call of
Somewhat.
Duty Next.
They're bringing back wall buys
the
into
official
Outbreak.
peripheral partner of Call of Duty. We're all gamers. TCL. Play like a pro on the big screen with TCL Q-Class QLED TVs, up to 98 inches. Movement, the official timekeeper of Modern Warfare 3. Go to mvmt.com/COD to see the limited edition watch collab. Backbone, level up your play with Backbone and Call of Duty Warzone Mobile. And Lovesack. Lovesack Stealth Tech is a
Oh, is that like
proud partner of Call of
a
Duty
mobile
Next,
phone
bringing
sort of
unparalleled immersive
like controller
surround sound to your
modification?
at-home gaming experience.
Interesting. Oh yeah, they are going to talk
Welcome
about
back
COD
to Call of
Mobile
Duty
too,
Next. We have
or
just witnessed
Warzone
a
Mobile.
full hour
I think.
of all good, brand new Warzone action.
Yeah, it
there
was
on
a
Kazakhstan
very
and
hard hour to get
much,
through.
much more. I don't know where to begin. We haven't got too much time to get through this one, guys. So, Lottie, you take it away from me. I'm going to put my microphone down.
I certainly will. Do you know what? I'm just thrilled, to be honest. And I'm sure Ted was on the desk watching some of those interviews.
He's
with
then tagging.
anticipation, thinking, how are they going to feel about it?
Oh,
You
no,
know,
he's picking it up again.
I've told them all this stuff on the desk, but how are they feeling about playing it? And I've got to say, the reception has been phenomenal so far. And I think
Yeah, he's got it.
none of us are surprised, to be honest. I think with the quality of life updates, things that have been said for so long with the community and it's come through and it's pulled through for them, of course they're going to be happy. But for me, that is a huge, huge dub. And I love to see that for Warzone.
I mean, Lottie, think about it. If,
Oh,
if
huge
we just
dub.
had the new movement, people would have been happy. We got a brand spanking new map as well. So many new things. And I really appreciate Ted going up there and explaining all that in such good detail because I learned so much about it. You know, got to play it for a little bit and it felt absolutely phenomenal. There's so much we're going to learn as well once we get our hands on it. So Warzone seems to be
The
in a
honeymoon
fantastic
phase.
spot,
No,
Back in
really.
action.
And I know Golden Boy used the word genuine a lot, and for the devs especially to feel their
Golden
passion.
Boy.
I was on Twitter a bit, and let me just say, or X, whatever we're calling it at this point.
Whatever.
But I could feel the excitement from the community seeing it, like genuine, true excitement. And as we heard it in the interviews as well, like to hear it from the creators and pros in Warzone themselves, like it truly looks at its base off of release, like in beta. It's going to be so much fun.
I know, Beta's real close as well. I mean, this
She's
is
so
the candy
glittery.
shop, and today we are all the kids. Very, very cool stuff. Can't wait.
Ian.
Really can't wait to get into Kazakhstan properly. But we've got plenty of stuff to still get through today. So we've got all sorts of cool goodies to give away. We've got lots of news. And for those of you wondering about how you can play MW3, I want to remind everyone again that early access to the multiplayer beta kicks off tomorrow. That is for PlayStation players. Next week for Xbox and PC players. You've seen a ton of great multiplayer content today. Play that and more over the next week. We've got tons of maps, all sorts of goodies. Get involved. It's going to be an absolute blast. Don't forget to check out the Call of Duty blog. For more details.
Tons of details to make sure you're listening up to, including the fact that you guys can purchase and pick up Modern Warfare 3 at GameStop and participating international retailers on November 10th to get a GameStop exclusive collectible steelbook while supplies last. See GameStop and participating international retail web pages for promotional offer details.
Well, we also want to mention once again the awesome partnerships between Call of Duty and the Hundreds. If you haven't already seen this, very, very cool collaboration here. Hundreds, they've taken, like some of the coolest icons throughout Call of Duty. Ghost is in there now. This is a limited edition collab between Hundreds. You have a chance to win one of these. There are 50 sets available. Follow at Call of Duty on X/Twitter. Tweet #COD NEXT and #sweepstakes for a chance to win one of 50 sets of the Ghost Bomb collection. So follow the channel, tweet the hashtag for a chance to win a set of this awesome lineup. I've been downstairs, I've touched them all, and they're all delight.
They are looking absolutely incredible. I can see some of you guys running those. They are fresh. They
Oh, my mic's on now. Okay.
Use some of my contacts here because I want to get my hands
Yeah,
on it as
I'm
well.
going
And
to
I
double
say the
time
day
right
of
now.
Call of Duty action, it does not stop here with Call of Duty Next. Immediately following Next will be
I gotta go,
Code
so-
presented by USAA, join top Call of Duty streamers
Yeah.
and military esports teams as they compete for the coveted Code Bowl trophy. 100% of the net proceeds from the tournament will go towards placing more
I think
veterans in
we're
high-quality jobs.
kind of at the end of the stream.
First, though, a quick word from our sponsors. After that, we send it back down to the desk one more time. This time to
We'll
Beast
see.
a very special guest
We'll
from
see,
the
we'll
Warzone
see.
mobile team to give us an update on all things that are going on with the Warzone mobile world, as well as a very special announcement. Before we get
All right, so yeah, Warzone Mobile, we got Verdansk, I
Call of Duty
think.
Next, brought to you by Little Caesars, a proud partner of Call of Duty Next and Modern Warfare 3. NVIDIA GeForce.
Oh my
Level
god.
Modern Warfare 3 PC
Can we skip that?
Hello, you beautiful gamers. Welcome back to Call of Duty Next. There's
So
a lot of screaming and
many
action here in the studio,
ads.
but let's revert back to where we actually started in the first place. 4 years ago, Call of Duty Mobile hit the scene and gave us the first taste of what the Call of Duty experience could look and feel like on a mobile device. To celebrate this anniversary, here is a look back at some highlights from the past 4 years.
"43 seasons, oh my god." Alright, now we can just go back to normal speed, I guess. Okay. Well, I think that's pretty much it. We've had a long enough stream. It's been like, what, 4 hours or something like that? Ugh, gross. I think this is gonna make me cringe and run away really fast, Scooby-Doo style.
Man, actual goosebumps right now. But before we start, I just want to introduce the very talented people in my desk right now.
Goosebumps from a mobile Warzone game.
SVP and co-studio head of mobile, Chris Plummer. Welcome, Chris.
I mean, it is impressive what they do,
I've
but
been talking to you for about a year
also
now.
silly.
The game looks honestly super amazing.
You know, it's hard to believe that it's been 4 years since we launched Call of Duty Mobile. It's been an amazing journey. You know, one that attracted
Chris Plummer.
650 million installs. I mean, more than that. It's actually, if you put it in perspective, it's like taking the entire population of the United States and Western Europe and combining it. It's just, it's unbelievable. And we have
that's a lot.
really our fans around the world to thank for that and for welcoming Call of Duty into their mobile lives. We really appreciate that. As we look into year 4, we're really excited about all the new content coming. We have exciting new seasons. We have all new original content. And
I like how they got the
really
MW19 music in the background.
Players engage with that, and we really cement Call of Duty Mobile has always been an important part of the franchise.
Now
really
that
it into the future.
it's nostalgic.
And well, speaking of like time in general, right? You were talking about the future, but let's talk about the past for a tiny bit. Just about a year ago, you unveiled a new, but in many ways a really ambitious project in the form of Call of Duty Warzone Mobile. Walk me into
I can't believe MW19 is going to be like 5 years old.
So Call of Duty
Jeez.
Warzone Mobile, it's now in limited release in some select markets. And it's really been
Which makes
exciting to see
Infinite
our
Warfare
early
close to
adopters
like a
get their
decade
hands
too.
on some of the things
Oh,
we talked
God.
about last year, but now proving it out. We're talking about shared progression, cross progression, shared battle pass with the console and PC titles. You can get all of
Ghosts
that
is
on
probably a
Call of Duty
decade right
Mobile
now, right?
or Call of Duty Warzone Mobile, and we've been doing it now since the release of Modern Warfare 2. So
Game
it's been
modes,
really
game
exciting to see
improvements,
that
mobile
cross-progression
first.
playing out in the wild.
Alrighty.
And we've also been watching the players jump into those 120 player matches against real human opponents. We know humans are more fun to fight against than bots, and it's really been amazing to watch that at scale.
I guess.
And doing it on the legendary Verdansk map.
Depends if your
I mean,
bots
we
are
all
fun.
love that map. It's been fun to see that play out. It doesn't get any better than that. We've also gotten a treasure trove of feedback. I mean, we get feedback from our community.
All right, well, I think I'm
Map.
done,
I mean, we
to
all
be
love-
honest. We have another event, COD Bowl number 4, I think that is. 4. Yeah, it's a 4. Because the one is before the V, which is 5. Okay. Presented by USAA. This is in 60 minutes. All right. Yes, they're going to talk about COD Mobile
come
for a
through
while,
too.
huh?
And, you know, we've always been committed
Hey, look,
to
that's me.
telling our community what's
Can we
happening.
do
giving them the latest
Streamception?
development.
All right. Yes, they're going to talk
Hi.
about COD Mobile for a while. Okay. Well, that's about it, I guess. Oh, dude. If you guys haven't seen this, you gotta check it out. 1,000 Miles, Neko Arc, super funny. I highly recommend it. I won't play it on stream, obviously, because it's like a music video, but yeah, that's been like Call of Duty, I guess. I pre-ordered the game too. I got the new skins. I'll show you guys some real quick before I go, but I really do gotta go fast. You can download the beta now too. You don't have to own the... That was my phone alarm. You don't actually have to own Modern Warfare 3. Like, you don't have to buy it. You can download the beta from the PlayStation Store, or I'm assuming you can on Steam as well as the Microsoft Store on Xbox. But anyway, here is Soap.
Who wants to have a go?
Look at him go. Unmasked version right here too. And you got Ghost.
Back to the lone wolf.
Back to the lone wolf. Here he is, zombie ghost. His jaw is like affected by gravity too, so it's like not like connected to his face. Gives him that whole zombie look. Really effectively. I like how it just goes side to side. That's so crazy. But yeah, yeah, I guess that's about it. I just got the regular edition of the game because I'm obviously not gonna buy the Vault edition. It's way overpriced. But yeah, thanks everyone for tuning in. I'm gonna go now. I got stuff to do. I gotta watch some puppy dogs. But yeah. Peace out, homies. Drop a like too. It'll help the stream and my channel. So yeah. Bye-bye. I'll work on my next video today too, and hopefully it'll get done. So hopefully it'll be out tomorrow morning. We'll